What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports. We're gonna give y'all a Laker Clipper post game report. We got ourselves a hell of a game so far. Make sure y'all tuned in. Salute to my man Marquez and Nico. They was in the building, had things cooked. Now, that fight was over in seconds, man. We got ourselves a post game report. That was good, Nico.
Yo, it's good. Um,
Yo, what's going on with that Laker game?
I just want to say, unfortunately, I don't know how severely, but Anthony Davis is injured,
Oh my God, what
and
he said?
yeah, I don't think it's. I don't know how
He just
serious
need
it
to hang it
is.
out. He just need to hang it out.
Well, I mean, it's nothing like that. I see keeping him out for like a year. It's he had a crazy fall where he went for a board and he
Oh,
jumped really high, and
you
Paul
gotta be
George
kidding me.
ducked. Oh, I mean, it was pretty scary when it happened, just because he a big man. He fell with no. He fell on his arm and on his side hip ass. So
Hey,
I don't
what's
know if he's
good,
coming
y'all?
back to get this
Hey,
game.
what's good with y'all boys? What's up, Nico? How you doing, player? How you doing?
I'm great. I'm low key loving these LeBron versus Father Time commercials.
Hey, you know what I'm loving? Hey, you know what I'm loving right now? My finishing. Hey, Nico, I'm about to get some money, Nico. Nico, I'm about to get some bread in my pocket.
For what?
We needed that, Nico. That's my team. I put my bets on. So
The
for sure.
49ers?
Mm-hmm. For
Oh,
sure.
that's really unfortunate.
Oh no, it ain't. We get the conference championship every year.
I'm
Better start
honestly,
betting on it.
I'm never in my
Please,
life betting against Patrick Mahomes. Even if he
man.
lose, I'm not betting against him.
Screw Pat, statting money. I ain't gonna disrespect him like that. But
I knew when I
hey,
seen him throw for 700 yards in a game that
he
he was
didn't
going to be
throw
the
for
greatest
700.
quarterback
Oh
I ever.
yeah, in
I knew he was
college,
going to
yes,
be the
he
greatest
did.
quarterback I ever seen from that point
But
on.
hey, Josh Allen is better. Deal with it.
By what metrics? Because I picked Josh Allen to be my leading passer for this season.
Josh
I just
Allen
don't,
is
I don't think
better.
he's better though.
Deal with it. He has a
Josh
better
Allen is
team around
nice.
him.
Josh
Deal with
Allen
it.
is see the thing is when we talk about modern day athletes, right? What people don't understand is Josh Allen is
Why
a Ben
thank you?
Roethlisberger, but you've
Who?
never seen a Ben Roethlisberger of that era being able to potentially run a 4.6, 4.5, and also throw the ball with accuracy. It's been a lot of big, fast quarterbacks, but they haven't been that accurate. Josh Allen has a big man arm. He got a big man game, big man body. He breaks tackles. He runs. He stiff arms niggas. He runs them over. And not only does he do that, he throw the ball 60 yards downfield with precision. So I think he's up there. I just, nobody. Until he beat Patrick Mahomes when it matters, he'll never be better than Patrick Mahomes to me. He gonna be the next nigga though that gets another 10-year contract. When his contract time is up, I think it's this year. I, if he's not signed already, let me check.
What's up? Hey, hey, hey.
Let
My
me look at
butt,
Josh Allen
man.
contract real quick.
My
Oh,
butt,
never mind.
dog.
So he did get his bread already, but Josh Allen was signed to a 6-year, $258 million dollar contract. And the thing is, he deserves that. He's
Mm.
that next guy to get that kind of money. Like when I think of paying quarterbacks, you have to be of that caliber. You have to be a Josh Allen. You have to be a Patrick Mahomes. You have to be someone. I'll even say Joe Burrow. And you also you also have to be
Turn
that
up,
guy we consider a threat to win every night.
turn up. Hey,
But other than that, in this Lakers game right now, it's 76-65. The Clippers are on a 13-0 run. Uh, I think.
wow.
Oh, Anthony Davis is back in the game. He did go down the tunnel, but he's back now. Thank God, because he's the
I
only way we
mean,
gonna win.
but let's be honest though. I don't believe in Anthony Davis. Mr. Glass always stays injured. So
He's been more healthy than Kawhi and Paul George.
Well, hey, that's not my issue. I don't
But when
believe in
I'm
the Lakers either.
but what I'm saying is those are the real Mr. Glasses. If
No,
you want to call
no,
anybody Mr. Glass, it's Kawhi Leonard.
no. Anthony Davis is Mr. Glass because when Kawhi and Paul George go down, they go down at the beginning of the season or down before they need him. AD goes down when you need him,
I mean, Kawhi Leonard literally went down Game 5 against the Utah Jazz.
and he's been gone for what
A
a
year.
year and a half.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your
Well, a
point?
year last year, he's back this year.
What's your point?
He's he still looked good though. But my thing is, you said he don't want to go down when it matters. They needed that.
Yeah, man.
They were up and they lost the next two games. Uh, actually, no, they won, they won. But who'd they play after? Because they beat the Utah Jazz with just Paul. Oh yeah, they played the Suns, and they needed him versus the Suns. They didn't have him.
Then I'm hey,
Paul
shout out to
George with a
Jordan.
steal. Paul George with a nice dunk in transition. 80-65. The blowout is beginning, unfortunately. The Lakers are still gelling. You can tell everybody's still throwing rampant, errant passes. They're looking for Anthony Davis, top of the key. Found Patrick Beverly again. Patrick Beverly with a quick off
I know
ball.
Dex is upset right now that his Lakers are 0 and finna be 0-2.
Juan Toscano with a big three, 68-80. I think that's the guy we need to lean on the most. He's actually a solid shooter. I believe
0
that
and
he can
2.
help us.
You want to start chanting it? 0-2, 0-2, 0-2. Man,
Markif
all that
Morris right over Patrick Beverly. Anthony Davis running point guard. Got it to Patrick Beverly.
Nico, all
Patrick
that
Beverly.
talent they got over there and they can't produce. Mm-mm.
Anthony Davis fouled on a shot attempt. Let's see if they count it as a shot. It was in his rise. Oh yeah, well, it's a shot. They're not reviewing it right now. Anthony Davis at the free throw
The
line.
Los Angeles Thunder, you have to stop. The Los Angeles, ooh, hey Thunder, we're gonna call them that all season. The Los Angeles play-ins. I like that Thunder. We gonna let's trademark that. The Los
It's all
Angeles
good.
play-ins versus the
Anthony Davis
Clippers.
makes his first free throw.
We could start off 0-5 and still be in the sixth seed.
Oh, oh, oh,
Back in
oh,
the game.
Dex. Oh, I
Six
thought we
nine
had to
two
do a
seventy.
P and B out on you, Dex. I'm sorry about this team. I'm sorry, Dex. They disappointed you.
What is a P and B?
APB.
A P and B, you know what it is?
Hell no.
It's like maybe that might be Florida slang, but that's like it's a
That ain't
sound
nobody
alarm.
slang.
A P and B?
What the hell?
You never heard of a P and B?
I have never heard of that. What do that mean?
Maybe
Is
APB.
that some Zen?
Be
Is
that
that some
nigga. Oh, I'm sorry.
Zen, Zen
APB.
APB.
generation? Yeah. Okay. Now I
I'm
heard of
sorry
it.
about that.
I
I,
understand.
You
I
lucky
knew
I
what he
can't play
meant.
no music right now.
you
Ivica
can't. You're
Zubac at the
losing.
free throw line. 82-69 right now.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
It's only the third quarter and the game is in reach. It's only down by 13.
But your roster is not good enough to come back from a 13-point deficit.
That's
I mean, you
interesting.
just said we had all that talent. What you mean?
But your talent, all that talent, don't work cohesively together.
I think the only pieces that don't work is Russell Westbrook with this team. He needs
Here
a
we
lot
go.
of floor
Keep blaming
spacers and
Westbrook. You
shooters.
trade Westbrook, you're still gonna lose. Westbrook's
Zubac
not the
missed both his
problem
free
here.
No,
throws.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying I don't think that his style fits with this team. Still a good. If he went to any
Well,
team,
hey, well, neither does Go James turning over the ball 8 times.
I don't know. This is weird. This Laker team is kind of weird to me. Something just ain't right. And I just can't put
LeBron
my
finds
finger on
Patrick
it.
Beverly in the corner. Patrick Beverly misses the three. I promise you, everybody that puts on this Lakers uniform just starts to suck ass from the 3-point line.
Breaking news: Panthers trading Chris McCaffrey,
To the mother freak. I'm
49ers.
sorry. Let's get it. Chris is the LA boy now. Come get some. Come get
49ers
some
to
Packers.
LA.
San Francisco.
Yeah,
That's not LA.
Okay, they about
it's
6 hours
California.
away.
It's California.
This
He's a
not LA.
California boy.
Stop
Let
it.
me freeze that. He's a California boy now.
Okay, you can say that.
Going to the hot beaches in Santa Monica.
That's not no man. Stop it, Marquez. San Francisco nowhere near Santa Monica. Talking about Mission Bay.
I mean, it is if you're taking a 6 hour road trip.
I mean, San Jose. I don't know, Dex. San Jose. San Jose.
Can't
That's a
find
little
my
closer.
way to San Jose.
Hey, Dex. Hey, Dex. Just let me. Hey, that boy's on my fantasy team. I bet on the Niners consistently during the year. I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid.
What
We
about
got
them
one.
Aints?
We got.
Tell Sky to stop crying, take the towel from his eyes, and come to the stream.
Why is he crying for it?
The
His
Aints,
team won.
they didn't win.
Yes, they
Marquez, are
did.
you
What?
okay?
The Pelicans won.
I ain't talking about the Pelicans. I'm talking about the Saints. They played
Oh,
tonight.
oh,
They
oh
lost
yeah, oh
42
yeah.
to 34.
I,
They
I
gave
did
a
want to say
valid.
this real quick. I wanted to apologize to the Pelicans because I picked the Brooklyn next to smack them, and I was completely forgetting the obvious factor that whenever
Dex,
Brandon Ingram plays against Kevin Durant, he plays his best game. If you type in any of Brandon Ingram's best games, it's probably against Kevin Durant.
what was the score, Dex, against that Arizona Cardinal game? What was the score?
Saints 34, Cardinals 42. Andy Dalton
Oh,
threw two back-to-back pick six.
that was real? It popped on my feed earlier. I couldn't believe it.
What happened to Jameis Winston? He hurt or something?
Oh my God. Gotta be Zen.
Already.
That's right,
Gotta be
Zen.
Zen.
Mr. Glass. Let's talk about it. Mr. Glass.
Already.
What's going on with the Pistons, man?
I
Executive
don't know.
leave to
Why are you
go
trying to change the subject?
for an investigation?
Why are you trying to change the subject? What's up
I
with
didn't
your
know
punk
about
ass
that.
boy?
I mean, he
Zen,
out
why
there
you,
right now hooping.
He
hey,
is?
hey,
Yeah, he
Zen,
back.
what you eating on,
Okay.
bro?
Some
Bro, what
grapes.
is you eating, bro? Some grapes.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say the next thing
Oh,
I
you
was
trying
gonna
to
say
wake up to the bathroom in the morning? Okay.
was
Exactly.
hella. I was gonna say the next thing, but that would have been a hell pause. So I'm gonna just not say it.
Why everybody is screwing their employees in the workplace? Detroit Pistons assistant general manager Rob Murphy is on leave after the organization commenced an investigation into an allegation of workplace misconduct involving a female former employee, source told ESPN on Thursday night.
What's his name?
Wow, he pulled the email Dex.
What's his name?
It's an investigation. Rob Murphy.
He sounds
Why are
funny.
we acting like Jeannie Bussey and dating Phil Jackson?
Well,
No,
we also have to say this though. If
That's
they was
team
gonna do
rules.
an investigation, every team could be under one. Niggas are fucking. It's that simple.
But keep it
oh,
real though, these are team
Nico, you
rules.
got
This is not league rules. These are team rules.
But
Yeah, you can't
but the
do
thing
that in the
is,
workplace though. You can't fraternize with your
oh, they've been doing that,
colleagues.
Dex. This is only
I
something
know,
that's
but
being
Hey,
outed
if
now.
that's the
you
case,
can't
then
get caught.
we need a
You
Lakers
can't get caught.
championship to be vacated from
But right
2016.
You
now,
don't think
the
Jeannie Buss
unfortunate
ain't
part
fucking
is
a player per year? I'm sure she is. She
yes.
yo,
probably fucking multiple
Zen,
players per
y'all
year.
have to chill. That's the
Wait,
daughter
wait.
of a legend. You have to
Did you
Whatever.
chill.
not hear
Bitch was in
all the
Playboy.
rumors coming out the bubble? Niggas was slaying trainers, all types of shit.
Yeah. Come on, we human beings. I don't give a fuck. You spend all your time working with people, especially if you're in athletics. You
But
around
Well,
come
sexy
other
on,
ass
Zen.
women.
efficiencies in
Yeah, and
in
they're
other
in shape.
efficiencies.
They're
Yup.
tall.
Right. Anybody goes to the gym understands that.
But come on, though, Zen.
How many
You mean
times you
tell me
left?
this owner just
You talking about Shawnee? Are you talking about Shawnee O'Neal?
I'm saying how many times you left the gym walking like you just got off a saddle because you seen all that ass in there.
Are you talking about Shawnee O'Neal,
Who?
Shaq ex-wife? And I met her, very beautiful woman.
What
Oh,
about her?
Diggs, what's
You don't
wrong
She
with
know
the
her?
about
She
lady?
with,
5'8".
with her trainer?
Don't look at
What you was doing
LeBron.
with that,
Oh,
Dex?
did she?
Yeah,
Oh,
she married her
Diggs.
Oh, I
trainer.
don't doubt it. I don't doubt
She
it.
about hey Brian Brown in transition, big body, tall, dunk. Oh my
Did I just
god.
hear Sky voice?
Man,
Trainers
what's
get
wrong
more
with the
ass than the
lady,
Did
toilet
I
seat.
man?
just hear
Oh,
Sky voice?
we on the run back in the
with your
game.
sorry saying, Sky, you trash. I'm happy your Saints lost tonight, you bum.
Hey,
Well,
You make me sick.
I've been told you the Saints was trash. Everybody down here know the Saints trash.
Wow, LeBron ran
Nah,
and
nah,
and
Jameis
then
Winston make them
nobody
solid.
played defense and he dunked
Nah,
it.
man, them people trash this year, man.
Hey, they take Jameis Winston out the starting lineup
Oh
because
my
we go
good, the
1-2.
Yankees on the verge of getting swept.
Anthony Davis
The
fouled.
Bronx Bombers on the verge of getting swept.
What's new?
Dex, please don't. Dex, don't ruin my night, Dex.
Look at
Please
Bron, bro.
Lakers on the verge of
How
going
you this
0-2.
big, this old, and this
Who wants to talk
fast?
about the Lakers right now? We're talking Yankees.
Me, hey Dex, they are
Uh,
Right,
coming
man,
back
right.
right
I don't
now.
care about the
since when?
Lakers. Talking about my
The
Yankees.
Lakers are coming back right now.
Man, we'll
No,
beat
they
both
ain't.
of
They only
them.
down by what, 7?
8, 10,
They're
11.
down by 10. Bron,
Oh, 10.
I'm gonna say Anthony Davis at the free throw line. They
We'll
finna be
beat
down by let me do
8.
math. 8.
we'll beat the shit out of both of them.
Yeah, no, y'all got an energized team right now. It's
Yeah, we'll
important.
beat them both of them.
LeBron's got 18 points. He's waiting for the reserves to come in and score his last 12.
Yeah, LeBron.
Yeah.
I
Let me
have
get
nothing
my
to say for
30.
LeBron tonight, man.
Zen is so
LeBron just
hateful.
Let me
You
get my
ever notice
30.
that? Zen is
Hey,
really hateful.
AD makes both his free throws. 77-85, 36 left in the third quarter.
Nico. We don't care how many points Mr. Glass shoots. He's gonna get injured. He's
He's
gonna
not
find
Mr.
a
John
way.
Wall
Glass. Watch
smoked
your
the
mouth.
layup. Bron in
Uh,
transition. Big
He's
body,
Mr.
6'9",
Glass.
270. Put the shoulders on him. Large. Found Patrick Beverly wide open in the corner.
Must.
He missed it. Oh my God. Why don't we have shooters?
Now, if it's a close
He's
game,
Mr. Dependable.
if it's a
That's what
close
he
game,
is.
LeBron might not get his 30 if it's a close game.
Nah, he gonna
No,
Well,
get that
LeBron.
30.
No,
it's
no.
the fourth quarter,
LeBron's
right?
gonna get his 30. Yeah.
20
You
seconds.
know, I want to bring this conversation up. I was streaming not too long ago. Because I know people gonna be triggered off this. I say you put Klay
Oh
Thompson
Lord.
on any of the top 8 teams, they're a championship contender on each
Stop.
conference.
Man, you
Any
thinking
team you
Clay from
name
3 years
that
ago,
are
bro.
playoff bound, they are championship contenders with just Klay Thompson added to the team.
He also
Today's
be coming off
Clay
the
is
The
bench.
not
Lakers need to
yesterday's
the
Clay.
Lakers need to work on their defense.
If Lakers had Klay Thompson, we'd be talking about them as a championship lock.
No, he
No.
wouldn't.
Wall throwing up wide
No.
He'll
open
add it.
No.
He'll
buckets.
add into what they do bad if that's defense.
Nah, he's too smart for that.
How so?
Could we
Klay
give a
Thompson's he's not a dumbass.
could we get a box score reading, Nico?
Oh yeah, let me
Please.
get a box score. But let me just add on Klay Thompson's a very conscientious individual. His third eye is awoken. I only say that because he posted that on Instagram. This
Damn,
nigga said escape the matrix.
I know LeBron mad they
Why is
ain't
Russell
losing
Westbrook
work.
If you
overtime?
see Klay Thompson dies in a car crash, just let him know, just letting you know he said escape the matrix.
Why would you put that energy out
Why
there?
would you even put that out there,
Because Dex,
Nico?
this is what happens to the people we love when they start telling the truth.
Oh.
Oh man, here we go.
So
More
it's not
conspiracy.
the energy already exists.
Let's hear
They
more
will
conspiracy.
silence the
You
truth.
know what?
Here we go with the
Nico? You know what,
conspiracy
Nico?
theories, bro.
I haven't had enough conspiracy theories this week. Can you give us another one, please?
There was another
Bro, you just said
conspiracy
Kanye was the devil.
I don't believe in the devil, so I'm not gonna say Kanye is the devil. I said
Oh,
Kanye
hey.
a fuck boy and
Well-
he's dangerous.
That's a fact.
Hey, come on now. Now that's a conspiracy.
Hey,
No,
can
it's
we
not.
get
That's the
can we
truth.
get the box
That's the
scores?
truth.
I'm sorry. I started looking at this Black Panther commercial.
Yeah,
Hey, don't
I
do
hadn't
that.
seen one yet.
they're gonna make Shuri the Black Panther, which is fuck all.
Trash.
Yeah, it's not that it's a lady Black Panther. It's just that like
She's
No,
a
it's
it's a lady
trash.
Black Panther.
I got
No,
you, Nico. If you don't want to
she's
do it, I got
95 pounds. Letitia Wright ain't but 95 fucking pounds.
Okay,
You ain't
let
gonna
me
convince
read off
me
the
she's
box
kicking
scores,
everybody's
please.
ass with a suit on. I don't
Oh,
give a fuck.
Dex, come on, I got you real quick.
I can't tell.
I just I had to find the proper site where I can get the full box score. I need turnovers and everything.
Now they said
No,
like
we
it
can
would
do
have
that
been
after the game.
feasible for like one of the Dora
All right,
Milaje, the guards, the
hold on. I got
female
full box
guards.
scores for us real
Hold
quick.
on, Jen. You got to do the box
Nico.
score.
Okay, go ahead.
We got Morris Senior, 14 points right now. 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 5 of 9 from the field. We got Norman Powell with 8. We got Ivica Zubac, 14 points right now. Reggie Jackson, 5. Paul George, 13. He has 4 turnovers. That's nasty, but he does have 9 boards. Paul George out there board man right now. Kawhi Leonard is 1 of 4 from the 3-point line, 4 of 8 from the field with 10 points. He has 4 rebounds, 1 assist. And for for our Los Angeles Lakers, we got Anthony Davis out there with 23. He's 8 of 13 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. Elite, 6 boards. One steal. We got LeBron James out here with 18 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, elite scoring prowess, and full game control as
18 points
usual.
on 18 points on how many shots?
All
Can we
right.
get a without interruption?
Hey, he's 6 of 13 from the field, just so you know.
Okay.
Very efficient night tonight. 4 or
Yeah.
5 from the free throw line. He's finally making his free throws. The only person I see is struggling for the Lakers right now. Well, it's 2 people right now struggling. We're going actually 3. 3 people struggling for the Lakers right now. We got Russell Westbrook 0 for 9 from the field, 0 5 from the 3-point line. He has 2 points on free throws. He has 4 assists, 2 steals. That's okay, but still, that's a crazy little stat line there. 0 for 9.
Means we're getting the
We got
blooper
Patrick
reel
Beverly,
tomorrow.
5 points. He's 1 of 5 from the free throw. I'm saying 1 of 5 from the field, and he has 2 free throws made.
You
And
didn't
the only
mention
other,
Kendrick Nunn.
yeah,
My
no, I was getting to
goodness.
him because he on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
He has 0 points, all of 7 from the field, all 4 from the 3-point line. He got 2 boards though, 2 assists. That's not enough though. We need a little more. Lonnie Walker's out here with 14, 6 of 15 from the field, 2 of 8 from the 3-point line. These niggas suck at shooting threes. We are shooting 25% from the 3-point line
Just
right
stop it,
now.
suck.
Oh yeah, we're 3-point. I'm gonna say, oh man, the Clippers are pretty trash from the free. I'm gonna say from the 3-point line. Also, 29% from the Clippers,
Yeah.
and the
The
Lakers
Los
shoot 25%.
Angeles.
The game is back on right now. Paul George tried to get by Bron, blocked off the backboard. That's not Paul George. That's Norman Powell. My fault. Either way, got that shit smacked off the board, baby.
Clippers
Niggas say Bron
shooting.
don't play defense. They
Clippers
just be
shooting
talking
almost.
shit.
Clippers
I
shooting
mean,
almost
he really
50% from
don't
the
though.
field.
Not when it matters. Not when it
Braun
matters.
play
Not when it
Braun play
matters.
excellent help side defense.
No, he
But he
doesn't.
also
Not when it
plays
matters.
very.
He's
He
a
plays
trail
very good
defender first. He's a
man-to-man
trail
defense.
defender.
Also, the thing is, LeBron's not a great effort defender. He's not going to play very effort defense all game. But if
I
you want
mean,
to challenge
defense is
Bron to a
70%
one-on-one,
effort.
if you want, but what I'm saying is, if you want to say let's have this dance to Bron, he gonna son you. You're not finna just cook Bron in a one-on-one situation.
He fouled Norman Powell.
DeMar
They didn't
DeRozan
call
tried
it.
that, got his shit blocked 4 times,
He
But
fouled
but
he,
they
Norman
still
Powell. They
haven't to
didn't
win
call
that
it.
game.
he fouled
Lakers
DeMar
down
DeRozan
6.
too.
Lakers down 6.
He fouled DeMar
79,
DeRozan
85.
too.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm
listen,
saying.
and
DeRozan.
I still got the Lakers top 5 seed in the
I see
West.
Brian Shaw.
Yeah, look, we just
Is
got to
that
jail.
Trajan
Everybody
Langdon
trying to
back
figure
there?
out their role. Look,
Yeah.
I'm taking the bright spots. Everybody's moving the ball around. It's not just Bron.
Hey guys, Lakers fans, who's on the staff? I saw Brian Shaw over there. Is that Trajan Langdon also?
No, Trajan Langdon is the general manager of the Pelicans.
Okay, thank you. I knew he was still in the league, but some of those assistant coaches for the Lakers look familiar.
Facts.
I can't see. I'm not watching the game because I can't get it.
Lakers with a steal. Lonnie Walker in transition finds Bron. Bron pull up from 3. Missed it. Oh my God. They're gonna have to get a little step in. They can't shoot the 3 tonight.
Man, they need to go
John
get
Wall in
Rondo.
transition. John Wall looking fast. Missed the layup. Fouled by Austin Reeves.
They need to go get
John
Rondo.
Wall at the free throw line.
They need to go get Jello, huh?
Rondo.
Yes, actually, Jello would be an amazing pickup for Bron. Why has he not done this yet?
Because he's been open
Bro don't like play.
42.
Don't man. Bro don't like playing with the kids.
Bro, everybody from the Lakers is 0 from 4 for the field. But I would take a dude we know is at least his main craft is shooting
I
over a
mean, do
bunch
we
of
know
these
that?
dudes.
Do we know that?
Yes, because he's been doing it for an entire career.
We
He
ain't
went
seen
0
that
for
lately.
4 in 10, 15 minute showing. But the
I
thing
mean,
is, he
it
has a
don't
whole
really
career,
matter
even
about
in the
how
G League,
long
of
it's been.
shooting
Oh
a high
damn! What's wrong
percentage.
with
Did
John?
you
Who got
get?
John Wall in the eye?
Did you get an
If
attempt?
the thing is, no matter the attempts, if he's shooting over 40%, that's all that matters.
When ain't he been shooting over 40%?
LeBron James
He
negative
did
2
that
in
for
the
the
box
G
plus
League,
minus.
Thank
and he
you.
Even in the Drew
also
League.
did it overseas for Lithuania.
No, see that
Lakers
you
down
talking
5.
years ago. You
Lakers are
talking
down
years ago.
5.
You talking about
They're
recently.
in
Nothing
striking
recently.
distance.
For the G League.
Hell, one
And
thing
you think
Bron
he been
Davis
shooting
backs
gonna
down Nick
40%?
do.
Batum.
You want
Davis
Bron
gonna root for
fouled
his
and
team.
one big body, 6'9".
hey Nico, you want to bet on that 40%?
I mean,
No,
Oh, okay.
Where was the
why
help? Where was
why are
the
you not gonna
help?
because
bet on
even
the
if it's not 40, it's
40%?
close too, which is better than everybody on the Lakers.
I
You
mean,
sure
that
about
was
that?
obvious. Where was the help?
Yeah, the Lakers are shooting 23%.
John
We'll
Wall
take
sitting there
Jello ball
looking.
right now.
John Wall sitting there looking stupid. Powell trying to guard the perimeter. That was like the worst one-on-one situation ever.
Damn, Bron always missing when we need him with the free throw line. Come on now.
Yeah, that's
Because of
devastating.
Bronx
That's
and
devastating.
Yeah.
Free money.
consistent.
He don't want the stimmy.
My guy made free throws with his eyes closed.
Bron, with the ball in his hand coming down court, about to go with this man one-on-one. Oh, he
Then what you
failed.
say?
He just did some old shit. Lonnie Walker with the ball.
Yo, John Wall is not looking good.
They're
Yeah,
looking for JTA.
Well, he's
John
6'11".
JTA
Wall is
get his shit
why
smacked.
6'11". He just missed his last two, but he's not doing bad. Was
he's doing okay.
did the Claw come off the bench tonight? They said he was
Yeah,
God damn, he
came off the
did, huh?
bench.
What's going on with him? He's still hurt.
That boy body
No,
breaking down.
He's drinking that
Yeah.
almond milk.
At the Gen AA now.
don't disrespect almond milk.
I know.
Almond milk
Don't
fire.
I'm milk fire, but
Time
I
for you
know
ain't
it's
guys to
had
get
fire, but don't do
flaxseed
nothing for
milk.
your bones.
you ain't had a protein shake till you made one out of almond
Oh
milk.
my God,
That's a
Brian with an
fact.
amazing tip pass back to Patrick.
You
Lonnie
haven't had
Walker.
a smoothie till you made it out of
Yes,
Down
Lonnie
by
almond
Walker. That
milk.
was a
3.
great layup.
Lakers down by 3.
Ooh, hey, Dex finally right on my timetable.
Funny
Why would
how
you
these
throw an alley to
these
Austin
strings
Reeves
be at
like
slightly different speeds.
JTA with the steal. Patrick Beverly in transition. Oh my God, he just set Austin Reeves up.
I predict
Lonnie Walker.
Lonnie Walker the 4 will be the Lakers team MVP this season.
Patrick Beverly taking the ball out.
What the fuck was
Left
that,
the
Austin
3-point line.
Reeves?
He found
Austin
Bron
Reeves.
Bron. Bron
What
Bron
was
finna
that?
do a step back. You already know how that. Oh, Bron Bron just threw it off a man foot. Reset the shot clock, please. 14 seconds.
Yo,
I think Bron Bron's
Austin
not gonna look to
Reeves.
pass.
What was
Bron
that?
Bron.
Austin
That was
Reeves?
the most pathetic alley-oop attempt I've ever seen in my life. And that's
Austin
saying
Reeves
something.
is. I'm gonna shut up. I don't want to disrespect Austin Reeves.
Go ahead. It's fair. Go ahead.
He needs to take. They
Look,
need to take that back. They need to take his basketball. He needs to
Bron
go to
Bron for him with the
Jordan.
step back. We know how
Oh,
that go.
Then he needs to take his basketball home
We know how that go,
and
right?
do some more dribble stuff because that was ridiculous.
Oh man, right off the side of the rim. Austin Reeves pokes it off
LeBron
Ivica
be having some
Zubac.
questionable late
the
game
the
shots.
alley and the oop was questionable. I ain't never seen both be questionable.
I ain't never seen an alley oop with no seasoning.
Well, I'll say this real quick. He know he shouldn't have threw it up there to that lack of melanin.
He probably
He
went, oh shit.
he must have thought that was JTA or something.
I
Then
thought you was
I'm gonna
light
say that
skinned.
again. Then I've never seen
Dude got
an
Larry
alley
Bird
oop.
hops.
Hey, Zen,
Norman Powell
hey,
draws a
Zen,
foul.
I've never seen an alley oop with no seasoning. That had no seasoning.
They said
None.
bird vertical.
No
You
Lowrys, no
and they said bird
McCormicks,
bird
nothing.
vertical. You can't even slide a
It didn't have
paper
no
across.
seasoning salt. It didn't have no tobacco. It had nothing.
No
It even had no
Zatarans, nothing.
mayonnaise.
Dustin
It
Hoffman
didn't
with
have no
herpes on his lip
mayonnaise.
at the game.
Norman Powell with the
That was
free
a
throw line, trying to put the Clippers up by
Zen.
5.
Zen. That was a thermoflu. That was a thermoflu
Norman
alley
Powell
oop.
misses his first free throw. Thank God.
That was a
That's that nice little alley
WNBA.
oop that make
That
you want
was
to go to
Yeah, that was
sleep.
WNBA.
WNBA alley oop. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it was.
That was a
WNBA alley.
that's a Nyquil.
couldn't even.
That's a
Dude can't even
Nyquil
touch the
PM.
nets. He can't even touch
You
the
know
net.
what? Only thing I can say is I do love the grit that Patrick Beverly brings to his team. He's willing to get on the ground as an
Yo,
old nigga. You know, most old niggas don't want to touch the ground ever, and
Austin
he's willing to get on the
Reeves.
ground.
That's for sure.
Austin
LeBron surely
Reeves
don't want
just
to go
stick to
down.
shooting. Austin Reeves. I don't want
That's
to never see
facts.
Austin Reeves attempt a alley oop dunk again. I don't
It
know
is
Bron
what that
Bron
was.
fine.
it,
Oh my
it
God, what a
is
great feed, Bron
it is
Bron.
it is pull up time for LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen.
Now Bron Bron just
Lakers
found
down by
JTA
2.
cutting.
Lakers down by
Yes.
2.
Okay.
Lakers
Now,
got a 14-4 run right now.
fourth quarter, it is time for LeBron James to start
They got
pulling
the
up.
ball to Reggie Jackson. We know he's petty, so he might
Can
do
we
some
tie it?
crazy
Can
ass
we tie the
3-pointer.
game? Can we tie the game right here?
Reggie missed.
No.
Austin Reeves is the board. Patrick Beverly bringing the ball up the court. You know they finna get the ball to Bron Bron. Make some Bron magic. We need to get AD back in this game though.
Is
Let's stop
80 hurt?
fucking around.
Did
No,
80 hurt?
he's still out here.
No, he ain't hurt, man. Shut up. He ain't hurt.
He was. He did have a
Man got
crazy
23
fall.
some points. What you talking
He
about?
back. That's an amazing find, Bron. Like nobody, like most players are not gonna make that pass. That's why Bron is special. That's why he's been special. Most dudes are gonna force a layup. He found an amazing cutter straight to the basket for a good dunk. A nigga like De'Aaron Fox is forcing a layup.
Don't do that to De'Aaron Fox now. We
Most
crap on
niggas do.
De'Aaron Fox long enough.
Who won that game anyway? Sacramento or Portland?
Portland.
Portland,
Wow.
Oh
because
yeah, I
De'Aaron
knew that would
Fox
happen.
sucks.
Only game I was
Congratulations. They
wrong
came
with was
back.
the Brooklyn
Damn.
Nets.
Yeah, I was wrong. Well, no, I think I called the Pels on that one.
Uh-oh. The Lakers
We're
got
tied
Yes,
got
tie
again.
the ball
game.
game.
I called the Pels on
Tie
that one.
ball game.
Austin Ravens with a pull up mid
Lakers got the
range.
Ooh,
lead.
Ooh,
Lakers
Yes.
good
ahead.
block.
Lakers ahead.
Field call. Field
Hey,
call.
Boy, niggas got
Paul
the
Boo.
hey,
George in the
lead.
Dex,
game. Paul
Dex,
George with
what
a
you
sloppy
mean though,
layup.
Dex?
Bron blocked that shit at the fucking rim. Austin Reeves in transition throws a lob to Lonnie Walker. Lakers up by 2. Let's go.
Field call. Clipper timeout. Field call.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
I'm eating on
Oh shit. Paul George
some
got his
veggie
shit fucked
chips.
up.
Hold
Lonnie
on.
Walker the third. The fourth.
Yeah,
89-87 Lakers.
I'm
you
eating on
mean
some
free?
veggie chips.
Oh, no wonder why your thing is extra. No wonder why your jokes is extra crunchy tonight. This is ridiculous.
Oh wow.
That's ridiculous.
Will Kawhi Leonard bring
Dex over
his
here smacking in my
ass off the
Bluetooth.
bench?
Man.
Okay, I'm
Kawhi
done.
Leonard has
That was
played
very rude of you.
13 minutes tonight.
That was disrespectful to the stream.
No, Dex, you fine. You was over here crunchy. It was like field goal, crunch, crunch,
Yeah,
crunch. I
those
was
are
like,
vegetarian chips by
Oh, you got you
it's
Harvest.
some
okay,
veggie
man.
straws.
Harvest vegetarian chips with sea moss.
For all the
Hey,
young men,
Zen.
get you some sea moss. Get rid of the
Nick,
phlegm in your body.
Hey, Zen.
Mucus
niggas
is the
love
cause
sea
of all
moss, boy.
disease.
Hey, Zen. Hey, Zen.
What's
Hey,
up, man?
Zen. You know what's what? Hey, we got to talk about that Austin Reeves alley one more time. Just
Bro.
one more time. That that
Oh my
that
Austin
alley
god.
Reeves
oop.
got bird hops.
Listen, listen.
They
Y'all
said
ever
when
seen the?
bird, they said
Zen, you ever seen?
when bird jump, you
They
could
probably killing him on
you
Twitter
can't even
already. I'm
slide
looking for it.
a piece of paper up underneath them.
Zen, have you ever made a? Have you ever tried to flip a pancake and the pancake gets flipped halfway and it's broken
Mm-hmm.
in half?
Yep.
That's just like Austin Reeves dunking a
That's just
basketball.
piss poor cooking.
Yeah, it's on Twitter already. Somebody got it on Twitter already 4 minutes ago. It's already going up. I'm pulling that shit down.
Austin Reeves dunked the basketball like he has no seasoning in his food.
That's a
Like,
damn shame. I'm watching the replay over and over again. This shit is terrible. No alley and no oop.
where's
Patrick
the ooh?
Beverly. Patrick Beverly tried to play it off like he didn't see that shit too. Oh, wait till y'all
Hey,
see this shit again.
wait.
Oh my god. Yo, let me record this. I'm gonna
Zen,
post this shit to my
Zen,
channel real quick.
hey,
What's up?
Zen.
What's
And
up?
then it was not the fact that Patrick Beverly. He's like Patrick Beverly played it off like a proud uncle. And once he saw he didn't finish, he looked at him and disowned him. He's like, I don't know who this is.
Patrick Beverly thought he had an assist.
He tried to play it cool. He really did.
Hey, hey,
But
hey, 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 hey,
Patrick
Zen,
Beverly
let
said,
that
"What was I thinking?"
hey Zen, let that be Westbrook. Westbrook will say right there after the play, man, that nigga tripping. Boy ain't got
Westbrook,
no
Westbrook at 40 would have got that alley oop.
right.
This dude got no ups, bro. I
And he's
mean,
20 years old. Like
he
that's
is
wild.
he is sprinting, gets a running.
Yeah, he need a little more. He need a suntan.
You- Hey,
You know
hey,
a suntan
hey,
give you ups.
hey, Dex, hey, Zen. I can jump higher than that.
Bro, that will never happen again. I promise you, nobody's ever gonna throw him alley oop again. I promise.
No, no.
Never.
He don't get a soft
He's
one
gonna be
in transition.
listen. He's gonna be the designated shooter,
Oh
and
my
All right,
if he
god.
y'all got to
dunk,
carry. I'm finna watch this in full value.
all
That
right.
shit hilarious.
Hey, listen. Hey, Zen.
What's
He's gonna
up?
be the layup guy. As soon as they throw it, they throw him the ball in transition. You better not dunk the ball. Just lay it up.
Just put
You
your
better
ass
not
in the
dunk the ball
corner.
later.
Just put your
Get
ass
your
in the corner. That's
go
all.
in the corner, and you gonna get these layups.
Even in transition, go to the corner
Go to the corner or layup.
and
That's all you have.
Nope. Nope. No,
We don't
just
want
go.
to listen.
Just
We
go
don't
to
want
the
to see.
corner.
Listen. You done tarnished our game enough with your mayonnaise hops. You don't want to see.
Wait, Russell Westbrook got up out his
Oh,
where Russell Westbrook got up out his seat to see the alley oop too. Wait till y'all see the replay on this shit. It's hella funny. I recorded it about 3 times. Post this
Yo,
shit to my
Chuck.
channel.
Yo. Listen, Chuck said grits, but with no butter.
Bruh. Unseasoned chicken.
Macaroni
Dex,
without no cheese. Cereal without no milk.
Ham, no burger.
I grew up on cereal with no milk. We put water in our cornflakes.
Stop lying. You ain't putting no water in your cornflakes.
Shit, we was lucky to have pet milk.
Get that powder shit. That's what I was.
Zig,
Powder
Zig,
milk
he
and
did not
cream.
just say that.
Nah,
Zig,
I couldn't get the powder shit. Motherfuckers in my family try to sniff the shit.
Oh, come on now.
Shit.
All you got to do,
I came up through the mud.
you can cut this with the yayo. It's lactose, right? You can just cut it with the yay.
Hey, Dex.
I'm like, dude, that's our pancakes. That's our breakfast. What you doing?
Dex, hold on. Dex, did you just say cereal with water?
Hell yeah. Hey, you ever had a wish sandwich? Where you had
Wish there
two
was
pieces
some
of
meat
bread
in
and you wish some meat was in between?
Yeah, I had jelly sandwiches before. That's for sure.
Well, the wish sandwich was good because you just imagine with some meat in there.
Right. You gotta manage the meat and the condiments. I've had a wish sandwich before.
No, I grew up in a household of some food fell on the floor. My mama looked and said, "Boy, don't you go wasting foods. People starving in Africa."
Oh, you too? You too? I'm not the only one, huh? You too?
There's people starving in California, motherfucker. Why you gotta bring it out Africa?
Well, you know, back in the day, you get that commercial with them little flies
You UNICEF.
flying around them Africans with
Hey,
them
I
big
grew up
bellies.
like I was in the 70s. Did all that same shit, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Y'all ever had hey Dex, you ever had beanie weenies?
Lakers forcing threes for no reason right now. I'm gonna say Clippers with the board. Paul
Dex,
George
You
in
gotta say
transition.
pause on that one because
Y'all
you
know
could
the
be talking.
Lakers
Clippers
ain't winning
down
this game, right?
95-91.
No,
Oh
Dex,
my
you
God,
ever,
We
you
Luka
talking
ever heard
about
of
Beanie
Kennard
Weenie?
with a nice little dagger.
No,
Clippers
hey,
up 95-91.
no. Dex, you ever had beanie weenies, hot
No, you
dogs
gotta
with
say
beans?
pause when you say that, man. I ain't never had no beanie weenie. You talking about beanie single?
No. All right. Have you ever had hot dogs and beans?
What we do is wrong.
Beans and
Wrong.
Franks.
He definitely had
Your
he
twigs
had
and berries.
Hey,
sloppy
I had
joes,
the
pork and beans.
Vienna sausage. Remember the Vienna sausage?
Yes, Vienna sausages.
Oh,
That
that's
shit
what.
was
Hey,
it was nothing but animal waste. That's all it was.
Zig,
Hey, all we had at the
That
time,
What's
Dex,
up,
was
Quay?
sardines.
That Austin Reeves. You ever had spam?
Yeah.
Yep. I had
We
spam.
had
Was
It got my
spam,
spam.
ass. Listen,
sardines.
I got my ass whipped for trying to cut to a chunk of, the big chunk of spam and try to cook
Yeah.
that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, my mama told my ass up. Don't you ever cut that spam that thick again.
Yeah, I went through a
That's
spam
facts.
phase as a kid.
Look,
Yo,
So I
we went through
figured out
yo,
what it
spam,
was. I went
yo,
through
sardines,
I
bro.
went through a spam
salami,
phase.
bologna,
Noodles.
cornflakes, Rice Krispies,
Noodles.
Noodles.
noodles,
Everybody go
Well,
through
there's
noodles
nothing
in
wrong
life.
pork
with
and
Rice
beans.
Krispies. Rice Krispies is good. Hey, you used to hear them pop, right?
Nah.
And then it gets soggy.
Yeah, I was about to say, you get
You hear them
soggy in
popping,
a
and
minute
then it
and
gets
30
soggy,
seconds,
then you're
Dex.
mad. Now you're
You gotta
mad.
eat. You gotta eat them Rice Krispies quick.
Yes. And if you don't, you still gonna get
I'm
forced to
watching
eat them
Austin
soggy.
Reeves trying to dunk the basketball.
What
Yup.
about the
Austin
Solomon
Reeves,
patties or whatever that thing was?
Salmon patties.
Yeah, salmon patties.
Yeah, my mom used to
hey,
make them shits.
Zen, you're right, Zen.
I
Austin
used to
Reeves
damn
don't
near
need to
cry
dunk.
when I could smell that stuff getting up in the morning.
What'd he
My
do?
mama put onions in it. I'd be
Man,
like,
I was
oh
I'm
my
forced to eat
watching
string
God.
Austin
beans
Reeves
too.
dunk in college, bro. And
Hey,
it looks like he
why
can
we all
jump
eating
out.
the
Yeah,
same
powder
food?
meat.
I just
Yeah,
remember
powder
them
meat.
patties.
Yep.
How do you jump out
Spread
the
it on
gym in
crackers.
college, but then come to
They
the
spread it on
NBA and do that?
crackers.
He had hops in college.
Yes,
Hey, niggas was eating them
Yeah, they
liver
gone.
slices too.
Yep.
bruh. He had hops in college. He would get off the ground. He would
You
take
talking about
We
when your
had
flights.
mama
crackers
cooked the
and liver
liver,
slices, buddy.
the rubber liver?
Yes. We had liver circles.
From the grocery store. Yeah.
You be
I
chewing on that
forgot what it's
liver
called.
like for like 6 minutes before you can actually swallow that shit.
Hey, man. Hey, you know what?
Yo,
The
Quez, I'm
only
posting
thing
that
is,
shit to my channel right now, bro.
look, our
Hey,
best,
Zed, I'm finna subscribe.
the
Zed, please
treats in them
post it.
situations was when you was able to get maybe some bacon here and there, maybe get some damn pig feet every now and
Hey,
again.
Oh,
Zed,
that
what's the name
pickle
of the
pig
channel,
feet.
Zed?
Oh, that pickle pig
Zed,
feet was the
what's the
bomb
name
in
I
of
the
the
liquor
posted.
channel,
store.
Zed?
I posted
Yeah,
it
those was the
to the
highlights.
chat.
Maybe a pig ear here and there, but most of the time we eating Rice Krispies, cornflakes.
I didn't see it. What the heck?
I
But
posted
I'm
it to the
talking about
chat.
the cornflakes
Give me
without
just
the
a sec.
water, though, Nico.
All right.
I mean, with
Hey, that's
water.
better than with water.
Relentless.
No, I'm saying with water. Excuse me, we did it both, without and
Man,
with.
corazon. Yeah, man.
We still had corn syrup too, Dex. Oh my goodness. We had
My own
clear
voice.
corn syrup.
Ew.
Now I don't remember we having really too much corn syrup. I know we had syrup, and boy, if we got some butter, Miss Butterworth. Boy, you better be the first one there because everybody's pouring that on them old dry ass
Dex,
hotcakes.
hey, Dex was living good. Dex
Bro,
was living
Not
that's-
good.
cream of wheat and grapefruit.
Somebody
That's
got a
that's
video.
that's in the suburbs. Cream of wheat is in the suburbs. We had
Yeah,
oatmeal.
we had malto meal out here.
right.
And,
What the hell is cream of wheat? We
grits
had
was a
oatmeal.
delicacy.
Yeah, that cream of wheat, man. You living high off the hog.
I still eat cream of wheat.
Lonnie Walker foul going to the rack.
Hey, Dex. White people. Hey, Dex. White people had what you call it? Honey bunches of oats. We had raisin bran.
Raisin bran was pretty good though.
Yeah,
No,
it
what?
make you shit though. Keep
No,
you
it
regular in a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you'll release yourself really often.
Regularly.
Hey, but it's
A
supposed to be like
biological
that, though.
functioning.
That's good for you. That's good for you. You should do that.
Yeah, that fiber. The raisin bran was high in fiber.
I'll take psyllium husk every day.
I eat raisin bran right now today.
What?
Psyllium husk.
Yes, I
What
do.
the hell
That's
is
old.
psyllium
That's
husk?
old man food. That's old people food. Raisin bran.
That shit'll keep you healthy, bro. For real.
Yeah, to
You
flush
are
you.
not going to get prostate cancer if you eat raisin bran.
Oh, yeah, niggas had the nerve to have prune juice in the fridge around that time.
Oh, that's
Unacceptable.
Yeah, that is. I got
Prune juice.
Well, no, the
What
worst
about a
thing.
buttermilk? My mother used to drink buttermilk.
Dex, the worst. Fucking castor oil.
Oh yeah, when you got sick, the mama used that for everything.
How the fuck is
Mama
that
broke
helping
my
me get
elbow.
healthy?
Well, here, take some castor oil. Mama burned my knee. Take some
How
castor
is
oil.
that
Hey,
shit
hold
helping
on.
me get healthy?
What was
Mama
the
bit
stuff
my
that
finger.
used?
Take some
Was that
castor
used
oil.
for your digestion too?
She just gave you
Yeah.
castor oil just to get you out of her face.
How did
Exactly.
Austin Reed
Paul
didn't
George,
even
I'm gonna
off the
say Kawhi
ground?
Leonard with a contested layup bucket, 97-93.
Mama, I got hit by a semi truck. Take some castor oil. Epsom salt and castor oil. That's all they mama gave you.
Disgusting.
Boy, go soak in that
Mama.
Epsom salt. And put some Epsom salt in that
80
bag.
against
You'll
the
be all
Beast
right.
of Zubac. Jab step, pull up mid range, missed it. John Wall with the board.
Zen, I can't with you, bro. Zen, I'm crying. I'm watching this over and
Let's
over
see.
and over.
Ain't it terrible?
Hey, listen,
John
Russ
Wall
got
directing
3 steals
traffic.
this game
They're trying to
already.
find Russell Westbrook with a steal. Finds Lonnie Walker with Paul George on him. Saucy layup, missed it. Got his own board, put back, missed it. Oh my goodness. Hey, I like Lonnie Walker hard. He definitely want
Boy,
to be a
listen,
Laker.
Russ
I like
got
that.
4 turnovers, 4 steals.
I've been trying to figure out when black folks first learn how to cook. I'm talking about like women. Like
Hey,
when
Russ
black
has got
women
another
first learn how to
steal.
cook when they like 17, 18. They always want to make spaghetti.
Zen, I'm
Hold
crying.
on. We got to
Or
talk about that.
tacos.
Russ with a steal on the same play.
Zen,
And he said
I'm
not having
crying.
it. He's shaking his head right now. Russell Westbrook he's inflamed right now, shaking his head, not having it. He's
I'm saying, like, one
they
thing to say about Russ.
Yeah, I
Russ
got a
is
feeling
good.
that video is gonna do well more.
yeah, Russ understands.
Oh my
Hey, Russ is one of those dudes too. He understands passing lanes very
Hey,
well.
Zen,
He
you
understands how to
got
steal
about
the
like
ball very well.
Hey, Zen, you got like 8 views for me, Zen. I'm carrying your views right now, Zen. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's always the little shit. You never know.
Hey,
You never know.
why niggas
What's-
out here trying to make fun of the Lakers?
Because that alley oop was the worst thing I ever seen in my life.
Zen is a bona fide hater. We already know
Nah,
that.
you better watch the alley oop to Udonis Haslam.
Hey, Zen. Ernest. You ever seen the Ernest movie, Zen? Ernest can jump
Oh
high.
my God,
I used
buttermilk
to
with
fuck
bread.
Ernest.
How gross.
I used to fuck with Ernest heavy back in the
Was
day.
it bread
Pause.
with raisin or just regular white bread?
Hey, Zen. And you know what makes it worse? You know who Austin Reeves looked like? You remember that white dude from Blue Chips?
Oh, he sure does too.
You remember that movie, Marquez Blue Chips?
Yes, sir. I used to watch it all the time on VHS.
Oh, okay.
Hey, listen, Russ get 2 clutch back-to-back steals, but all they gonna talk about is 0 for 9 if they win the game.
Hey, we talking the shit. That motherfucker.
Yeah, they out here trying to go right over Russ steals.
Who winning?
Hey, Zen, I
Clippers still
know I'm
up.
showing my age.
Yeah,
But the
for
thing
sure.
is, right now, what they
Blue
basically
Chips was
showing
that
that
was 90.
Russell Westbrook is not a
91,
pussy
92.
on defense. He can play defense. It's all about effort. These guys are effort defenders. That's the only thing they lack. They're not trash defenders. It's
Hey,
niggas
what
who
was
are
the
actually
meal your
giving effort
mama
and still
gave you
poop.
that you didn't ever eat?
String
Yeah,
beans.
this when
Oh,
Rusty
collard
get the
greens.
ball out.
I
Collard
like
Get the
string
greens.
ball out.
beans.
Yeah, get the
Collard
ball
greens is
out.
all
Collard
right.
greens.
String beans out the can. I'm ready to cry.
Chitlins. Fucking
I
I
chitlins.
hate
didn't eat
collard
okra.
greens.
Every time my mama cooked okra, I never ate it.
Not me
Fortunately, I
either.
Y'all
did
gonna
miss
hate me
that
for this.
wave. Grandma stopped making
Y'all ever?
okra.
Hey, y'all
Fortunately,
gonna
Okra
hate me
looked like
for this.
snot.
Collard
It
greens.
reminded me of snot.
John Wall in
Collard.
transition finds Paul George in the corner. They found
Good
Kawhi Leonard at the
defense.
top of the key. He going at Russell Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard's
Hey,
a petty
Dex.
nigga too. He clearing out. He said, "ISO, ISO. I'm on
Every
I
Russ."
time
hate collard
if I
greens.
did something bad in school and my mama didn't want to feed me, all she did was cook okra because she knew I wasn't gonna eat it.
Nico,
Hey, y'all. Collard greens is
Because
so
she
nasty,
can't say
bro.
she
I
can't
hate
feed
collard
me because
greens.
I'm gonna put child services on her ass. But
Nico,
she cooked okra and she knew I
uh,
wasn't
Sit
gonna eat it.
down.
I'm going to bed
Sit
hungry.
down.
Nico.
Okra is nasty.
Yeah, what's up?
Get the fuck out. Get out my office. Go.
You don't like green
Get out.
beans?
Get the
Let me
fuck
tell you a
out.
recipe that'll make you like
What is your dog doing that you talking to your doggy like that?
Just won't stop clamoring for attention.
it. Listen,
That's it.
Nico, you say you don't like,
Like
you say you
Austin
don't
Reeves trying to dunk the basketball.
you hear me,
Yeah, I
Oh,
like
Nico?
you cutting
Brussels
out,
sprouts.
Marvin?
Nico, you hear me?
Yeah,
I
Put
yeah,
a
can
yeah.
Pat
stand
Beverly on
okra
the
and I
floor
don't eat
for him.
okra right now in the day. I
Hang
refuse
on.
to
Hey,
eat
Zig.
okra.
Hey,
Can I say
Zig.
Nico before? Hang on 1 second, guys. Nico, if you don't
Oh,
like green
Marvin.
beans, just try this, guy. Cut you up some hot Earl Campbell sausage. Put you
What? Pause.
hear
Marvin,
me.
stop giving us that old jail
Come
food.
on now. Relax. Relax. I know what he's
Pause,
telling you.
yo.
Come on now.
Act like y'all 12 years old. Shut the fuck up and let me finish.
No,
Shut
Wait,
no.
No.
Pause.
Wait. I'm
Oh
stuck
shit.
on Earl Campbell.
Episode of the night. That's the
Earl,
episode of the night. Oh my
Everybody,
Come
God.
on,
man,
man.
anybody want to hear
Earl
about
Campbell
cutting up
makes
sausage?
sausage?
Pause.
You know,
Homemade
he
He said
said
sausage?
Earl Campbell.
Pause.
about waiting on somebody else to cook something for him. I'm trying to tell the boy how to do
Zig,
something.
Earl Campbell sausage? Pause.
Marvin out
And
here giving us that yard 3 meal.
get you some green
Bruh.
beans. Listen to this. You might not believe it. One pack
Kibbles
of
bits,
regular
Marvin? Kibbles and bits?
Shut up. Damn. One pack of
Marvin going nuts.
sauce added to the green beans. You will love it. You will never stop eating.
Wow.
I don't know
Marvin,
about
stop
that.
trying
I'm
to feed
looking
us
at
that
Earl
prison
Campbell
food.
sausages on eBay. They $75.
Pause.
Get some
My
Roger Williams.
goodness.
Y'all are wild as fuck tonight.
Earl Campbell sausages?
The
Pause.
whole crew is wild as shit.
Yeah, that's that food on Mainline.
I don't know what's going on with y'all tonight.
On level 3 yard.
Nico hopped up on Lakers steroids. I get that. I get that. 'Cause I was hopped up last night, boy.
Hey, Dex, Earl Campbell sausage is like, I never heard that a day in my life. I've heard.
Me either, bro.
Yeah. And you better not ask for extras either. Take your scoop and go.
You don't mean Jimmy Dean's, do you?
With him.
Come on, LeBron. Yeah.
Pause,
Earl
Dex.
Campbell makes
Pause.
LeBron
sausage?
don't put no effort in the shit he doing, bro.
Wow. Hey, Marvin.
Wait. Can I get a straight answer? From
Yeah,
Marvin?
no, Earl Campbell sausages are real. But
So,
I've seen them only on
thank you.
eBay and they were $75 for 14 ounces.
Well, goddamn.
What?
Earl
That was
Campbell.
insane.
Earl Campbell
For
sauce
some-
is only in Texas.
Yeah.
For some sausages, bro?
And I did want to say this. Unfortunate part, Marvin, I probably will never eat green beans in my life again.
Just
Unless
try
they
it.
like-
Fine, man.
You ain't
I
been
don't
to no
like. I don't
soul
eat
food
collard
restaurant.
greens. I don't eat collard greens, so we
I can
good.
eat collard greens, but
Collard greens. What in the hell is that?
You don't know
Collard
what collard
greens?
greens
Hold
is,
on.
Marvin?
that's all right.
Hell
You
yeah, I
know
eat
that?
greens. I'm talking about Marquez.
Mustard greens?
You don't eat collard greens, Marquez? What's wrong with them?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Number one,
Collard
I'm
greens was
allergic
the
to
only
them.
solid thing.
I'm allergic. I can't eat it.
Huh.
Greens.
Well, they good. You clean the bugs off of it. Marvin, somebody must have fed him with the bugs on it.
Yeah, you ain't
No,
stuck.
like I'm allergic. There's certain things that I really can't eat, or I have an allergic reaction to it.
Oh,
You have
okay.
allergic reaction to a vegetable.
Yes.
That's
I can't-
unfortunate.
What about
That and I
peanuts?
can't
You
eat
allergic to
tomatoes.
peanuts?
No, I can eat peanuts. I can't eat tomatoes.
Oh, not tomatoes?
Man,
Oh, I
hey,
love
that
tomatoes.
sucks, bro.
Tomatoes or greens.
Hey, you dudes who are allergic, I feel for you, man.
I ain't doing. That's weird.
No, it's crazy. Them niggas could really die off eating regular food.
Pick up unstoppable shooting.
This one,
No
hey,
panic.
Zed,
Listen,
No
unstoppable from
no
where he
panic.
at.
My
They
bad.
eat everything.
Here come no panic shooting. My bad.
They
right,
said if
hey,
God
hey,
produce it, they can eat it.
hey, Zed, no panic. Hey, Zed, this is why I don't like no panic. He just called me weird because I'm allergic to something I can't
Man,
control.
no panics for where the
I mean,
cannibals. That's
I
where the
feel like
cannibals
you can't
That's
originated
control
from.
it, but
goofy.
that shit just so kind of like how you on this earth as a human, like everybody else, and just certain foods like vegetables,
Well,
like
no
potatoes.
panic. You want me to push up and die and puff up?
I
Is
mean,
that
but
what
how
Lakers
that
happened?
down by
happen? How does
4.
that happen?
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, here
you
I
don't
can
need
give
to.
you one example. I can give you one example. A lot of black people in America are lactose intolerant. You know why?
Oh, I am.
You know why we lactose intolerant? Because in
Don't do
Africa
it,
we
Zed.
drank
Zed, I'll
goats.
leave.
We drank goat's milk in Africa, so our genetics are geared for goat milk, not dairy. That's why.
Man,
I'll
what about
drink it
the
if it
titty
ain't
milk?
thick.
But
That's how.
collard
That's why.
greens, you
That's why
can't
we
tell
get
me black
lactose
people allergic
intolerant.
to collard greens.
I
No.
mean,
What
I'll
about
just
the
drink
titty
flax
milk?
milk now. Yeah,
The
booty
what?
milk, of course.
If it's
Flax
a,
milk.
I don't think that's ever been a factor.
Whoa,
But there
wait,
are
wait,
some
wait.
kids that
Dex, what
maybe
did
they
you say?
can't.
Hold on, Dex. What did
He
you
talking
say?
about we grew up on goat milk. Man, we grew up on titty milk.
In Africa, you don't drink titty milk
Man,
as an adult in Africa. I don't think.
You said grew up.
that ain't true. That ain't true.
Yeah.
The first
That
milk
ain't
we
true.
get is out of memory gland. Mama memory gland.
But that's not a cow. You still drinking human milk, and then
Are you
they
sure?
switch up.
It
Yeah,
produces milk.
Yeah,
and then
So
they
are
because
you
my
sure?
mom
and then
said I
they
didn't like boob milk, so I didn't
the
have
whole
it.
point is it wasn't a fucking cow.
I was
I don't know,
drinking
man.
formula.
That sound like some folk teaching.
No, that's the truth. Africans did not slaughter cow
Hey,
or
hey,
milk
Dex.
cows
What are
for
you on?
use
Hey,
cows for
Dex.
milk.
Don't eat no more veggie chips, Dex. What are you
West
Now
on,
that
boy?
Africans anyway.
you talking about India? You talking about the Indus valleys?
No, West Africans didn't use cows for milk. We used goats for milk.
Ew. I didn't know
Us.
you could milk a goat.
To
That's
this
You know
day,
nasty.
what?
you never
I'm
heard
gonna
of
I'm
goat
gonna try to get
cheese or
some
goat
ghost
milk?
milk soon.
They
I've
said
had goat cheese
if the
before.
animal can
Yeah,
have birth,
I
they
eat
can have
goat
human
cheese.
milk.
Yeah, I eat goat cheese fatty, right?
goat milk
You
If
is
it
can
has
milk a
yummy.
nipples,
goat?
it can do
That's
milk.
nasty.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna
Chuck
test Zen
Moore,
theory.
you ain't drinking almond milk. What's wrong with you, boy?
Right.
Hey,
Chuck,
You
you're
still
tripping.
drinking that
Almond milk
pus
is
coming out of
fine.
the cow?
if for you men that hate almond milk, get you some flaxseed milk, especially if you're older. Omega 3s keep your heart healthy.
Hey,
Yeah,
Dex,
I'm
you
on
know,
I
omega
love
threes.
almond
I'm on
milk.
omega threes. I'm on that.
hey, Dex, you
Yes.
know that almond milk come
Fish
out of
oil
brown
too.
cows?
Fish oil too.
Oh
Hey,
man, I
Dex.
might be the dagger. Kawhi
Hey,
Leonard.
Dex.
101.95.
Good shit.
You
I'm
know,
with it.
almond milk comes. You know, chocolate milk comes out of brown cows.
Man, stop.
That's insane.
But
Only out
They
their
come
ass.
out of brown cow's booty.
What?
That's how you get chocolate milk.
Out of brown cow's ass.
Problem.
Lonnie
Problem.
Walker with a bucket. 33
Anthony
seconds left.
Alvarado, please spare me. It's only
It's
2 games in the season.
Well,
it's
I
We're
ass
do
gonna
want to
go on
milk.
a
say
winning
this.
streak. Watch, we're gonna go on a winning streak.
Anybody
Hey,
know
I
ass
have
milk?
had chocolate milk straight from the cow before.
Have you
I'm
had
talking about it was
ass milk?
produced ass
Say that
milk.
again.
Do you know what ass milk is?
What?
Oh, we
Nope.
ain't looking for
But
that.
I know about
Man, AD
I
has
know what
no
Mount Oysters is.
basketball awareness, bro.
Hey, I know what Mount Oysters is. Tell them no panic what Mount Oysters is.
You said what your
Zen,
oysters is?
What?
Mountain oysters.
Zen.
What's up?
You did not just say that, Zen.
No panic know
You
what
did not
Mount
just say
Oysters
that.
is.
I don't know
Ass
what
milk
my
is a
oysters is.
Earl Sweatshirt song. That's what ass milk is. Earl and Tyler.
Don't say that, Zen.
What?
Please.
Ass
No
Language.
milk?
panic, would you please let the people know what Mount Oysters are?
I
Oh,
don't
I
know if
don't
it
know what
sounds like
Mount
ass
oysters
milk.
are.
No,
No.
Oysters
I
are
thought you was a
I'm tired of this.
Jamaican, You was a Mississippi Jamaican.
Hey,
I ain't even
hey,
from
hey,
Mississippi.
hey, I'm tired. Hey, listen, I'm tired of pump fake. I'm looking for myself.
Look up Mount Oysters.
It's
Oysters
It's
are
a
five.
like
delicacy.
Listen, it's 6
eating an
seconds left.
oyster is like
Lakers
eating
down by 4
snot
with the
with
ball.
rocks in it. That's what eating oysters is
Nah,
like.
you better eat you some fried oysters.
It better not be
Whoa.
nasty, Dex.
Lakers need to hit a
It's a
quick
It better not be
delicacy.
nasty, Dex.
foul.
It's a delicacy in the black country.
Aphrodisiac.
Oh, Dex, you're nasty.
That's what they are. People eat them.
What is it?
Dex, you're nasty. Dex, you're nasty.
Oysters
I'm
are
never eating Rocky
aphrodisiac.
Mountain oysters. Listen, I'm not eating Rocky Mountain oysters. Pause,
Oh.
Dex. Dex, pause.
Oh, he talking about
Pause.
what is that, like pig balls or something?
Yeah, some
Close.
nasty shit.
Somebody did tell me
Pause.
that like a week ago.
Pause.
They eat them in
Pause.
Jamaica. That's a delicacy in Jamaica.
I thought it was talking about actual
Dex,
oysters. Oysters are
So they
hey,
eat
aphrodisiac.
Zen.
that nasty shit, but claim not to eat
Hey,
pussy.
hey, Zen. Good night, y'all. That boy talking about uh
That's game.
he talking about
If you
10. I'm
Google
gonna
that, you're
go.
gonna see two large circles on your screen.
People do that nasty
Bron
shit.
Bron pulling up deep air ball.
There's
Zen.
Hey,
people that eat
listen,
chocolate covered ants.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
I
What?
this
seen
right
that before.
now.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
Kawhi
I seen that
normal,
and
Leonard,
but
and
before.
I
and,
don't want to
and
eat.
honey coated
boy,
I need that Kawhi
roaches.
Leonard take.
I think
There's
he a
people
better
eat
player
honey
than
coated
LeBron at this point.
roaches.
Yeah, that's too fucking far.
Hold on, Dex. Go back.
I
What did you
draw the
just
line
say?
at
I even
ants.
seen people eat a monkey brain right out the monkey, bust a monkey upside the head, and then crack his skull and stick a spoon in his brain and eat it. And while the monkey's still squirming.
So the person
What?
died too, right?
No.
No,
All them
What?
nasty shit them
Zed, I'm
have,
losing my
monkeys
voice.
eating. You eating
Zed,
their
I'm
brain
losing my
out the
Can you
voice.
mouth.
I did
imagine
not just.
busting a
No
monkey upside
preheating
his
the
head
brain, no none of that.
this is
cracking his
Flight
skull
Sports
open
After
like a
Dark.
shell,
Yo, this is Fight Sports
and put
After
a
Dark.
spoon in his
This is
head and
ridiculous.
eat his
Certainly,
brain?
Hey,
this
Paul
is
George
certainly Flight Sports After Dark.
and what's that name? Patrick Beverly's been talking for like 2 minutes straight. Them niggas going back and forth.
Uh oh.
Bruh.
But we got 2 seconds left. The Clippers have sealed the game.
Oh, that's game already. Finally.
Aha,
Yeah.
Lakers, you
Yeah,
suck.
pretty much
Oh,
knew
Hey,
and
it.
two
Lakers did
Lakers.
But
have to
Aha.
leave for a little while though. They had to leave for a little while, so I'm
They
happy.
had a
And
lead at
Patrick
84,
and Paul still
85.
wow,
talking
that's
even
gonna be
after
the
the game.
story all season
Hey,
too.
hey. That's gonna be the story all season for you, Dex.
Have
I'm
Hey,
still talking
anybody
about.
ever saw the program Faces
They
of
had to
Death?
leave. They had to leave for a little
no,
while.
I
What
I
have.
need a.
program?
I have
I
no
was
clue
just
what that is.
that's where you got the
It was a
monkey eating.
banned documentary in America. For a long time it was banned.
Yes.
Dex. I knew you was talking about Faces of Death. I was just going to tell you that's where you ate the monkey brains.
Yep, that's where they ate the monkey brain. Faces of Death. Yep.
Hey,
Wait, that actually
I
happened.
just want to ask
Oh
a question.
man,
Is Kawhi Leonard six
I'm
six?
not
Only
gonna
thing,
watch that movie, Dex. I'm not
only
gonna watch
thing
that
that
movie now. I don't want to see that.
weird
Is
shit.
Kawhi Leonard 6'6"?
Nico, can we get the box?
Nah.
Pause.
Damn,
That is
Oh,
crazy.
Then
But
at least
How
Mike
did
it's
can
I
make
still a
us
miss
some
that
no.
one?
dinner.
How did I miss that one?
Then come straight out with no hesitation. Ask the man to dinner first. Good
I don't know,
gracious.
but
Hey,
who's
Zen,
this chick
right,
interviewing Kawhi? Cause she fine
And
as
he said, "Yeah,
shit.
you
right.
get it
Then
like
you
oh,
know,
she a
that."
get a
nice little
right,
cougar.
Zen, get him a coffee
Yeah.
or something. Give him a
But look,
coffee or
I just
Give him
something.
a
want to
sip
say
of
this.
wine. I mean, good gracious.
I
Look
seen
at baby
Give
Kawhi
him
and
girl.
some
LeBron
Royals
hug, and
Campoyo
LeBron is a
before
whole
you
head
ask
over
him for
that
something
man.
like
Lord,
that.
that's my type
Bron
right
Bron might
there.
be 6'10".
Get some Royals Campoyo before you ask him for that. What is wrong with you?
Mm.
You
Hey,
just can't say
Kawhi
things.
Leonard
Polo
only had
Campero.
14.
He didn't
Paul
Yeah,
play that.
George
no.
only had 15.
He
How
didn't
many
play that.
minutes Kawhi
Yeah,
play?
I stick with chocolate covered raisins too.
I don't even think he played 20 minutes.
No, they
Chocolate
got him on.
cup for raisins? That's
He didn't
nasty.
He
play
got
And
the
shit.
his
nerve to
little
be
20
sweating.
minutes, he
No,
had
chocolate
more of
covered
an
raisins
impact
is
than
not
LeBron
bad.
had all
You
He
game.
got
played
you
21
got white
minutes.
chocolate and you got dark
21
chocolate.
minutes.
That's not bad.
Man,
I mean,
man,
eating raisins in
raisins
general is
is
just crazy.
disgusting. Raisins
Or you
is
don't like
disgusting.
raisins? Ain't
I
nothing but
hate
Hey,
dry
raisins.
grapes. Ain't nothing but
hey,
grape
imagine
dry.
having an oatmeal cookie and they add raisins to it. That's
Uh,
insane.
who puts
Actually
raisins in
take
an
all the
oatmeal
raisins off
cookie?
the oatmeal cookie.
Facts. It just
Ru-
ate the cookie. Who does
ruined
that?
the perfect cookie with raisins.
Yeah, I do that. I don't like cooked raisins.
What's
I
wrong
like
with him?
raisins, but I don't
The
like them
face,
cooked.
hey, the Faces of Death, right? That was
Yeah.
the first time that you saw people filming people in danger, not helping them. Now that's common, right?
She,
People be in danger, they just put out their cell
Yes.
phone and film it. Don't even help. But Faces of Death was like the first time you ever witnessed something like that.
it was a rare capture back then.
Yeah,
Like
they wouldn't even
the
help the
first
person. They just
nasty,
watch it.
And also
the
Jackass.
first real viral video was that guy in Vietnam that got his brains blown out.
Hmm.
That was like the
Wait, hold,
world's first real viral video.
hold on.
Hmm.
Are you telling me, Dex? Let me get this straight, because I'm a youngin. And I gotta understand this now. So forgive me about my young mom when I ask you this question. Are you telling me that in a documentary, a grown man sees a monkey, gets a hammer, brashes his brain in,
Nope.
gets a
They'll bash
straw,
his
and
skull. They don't
slurp?
bash his brain. They bash his skull. They bash the
Dex,
monkey skull, crack it like an egg,
Dex,
and
let me
then
tell,
stick
tell
a spoon or fork in it
yeah, let me
While
tell
he's
him.
alive.
while the monkey is skirmishing.
Hold on, Marquez. Not only did it happen, they were sitting around a dinner table. They
Yeah,
put the in the middle of the table, closed the table on his head, crack it
yeah,
open.
as a
Everybody.
vice. Yeah, as
And
a
that's where
vice.
the game monkey in the middle comes from.
Oh,
I was joking.
Oh, I was gonna say, well,
And the
so
monkey is
they went.
Sounded right.
skirmishing. Can you
So
imagine
the
that?
monkey.
The
Hold
monkey's
on. So
alive. He's not
the
dead.
monkey is
I'm watching.
alive while they're eating it. Yeah, yeah. No, y'all some creepos. Y'all
I'm
some
watching it
creepos.
right now, Dex. I'm watching it right now. I found it.
Yeah.
Y'all some
I seen it
creepos.
when I was about what? How old was I when I seen it? Probably about 12 or
And
Hey,
13.
Marvin, you're
look.
sick for watching it now. You're
Hey,
sick.
look. I was right. It was a
Seen it.
close game. Look, it was a relatively close game, and guess how many points LeBron had? 20. He didn't get his 30 tonight because it was a close game. He got outscored by Lonnie Walker the fourth
Hey, Dex.
and Anthony Davis in this
And
game.
Dex. And all thanks to Austin Reeves botching his lob.
But
If
I
LeBron,
mean, who would
if
expect Austin
LeBron's
Reed to catch a lob?
if LeBron's not playing in garbage time, he is not
I
putting up
am
30
Dex
points.
because Austin Reeves is a Laker. He's supposed to do that.
Dex,
I like to
Faces of
give
Death.
NBA teams about 2 months before I
Faces
really
of Death
start like
came out in
seeing good players.
1978.
I still got
Me
And
hope in
then,
them
and
personally,
boys.
also, and also in the faces of death. Remember, the guy was going to try to commit suicide, and people telling him to jump. They weren't even trying to tell him to get him down there. Like jump, jump, and that fool jumped.
Hey
Yeah,
what?
Dex.
and they show it.
And they
Hey
show it. He splattered, the splatter, black.
hey Dex. Guess who had the highest plus minus tonight for the Lakers?
Anthony Davis.
Patrick Beverly +9.
Oh
Oh, okay.
Lord. Oh la la.
LeBron James -1. Anthony Davis +7. The rest of the Lakers starters were in the minus. Only one other player in the plus, and that was Austin Reeves. On the Clippers side, Paul George pretty much carried
No
things, but
seasoning. You talking about
he
no
was he
seasoning,
was only
Austin
4 for
Reeves?
12. Yeah, no seasoning. Paul
Oh,
George
that's
was
tough.
only 4 for 12. Reggie Jackson only 3 for 9. Zubac 6 for 6. Powell only 2 for 8. The guy that everybody maligns Portland for giving up,
Hold on.
and Marcus Morris Sr. only 5 for 9.
Hold
But
on.
the
Zubac went perfect?
Yep.
Zubac was perfect. The Clippers
Wow.
put Clippers had
Shit, he
six
should. All
players
he do
in
is get low dump off passes.
six players. Clippers had 6 players in double digits like Portland did last night. I think
Hey,
they're only the
hey,
second team to
hey,
do that so
hey,
far this
hey,
season.
hey, 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 hey,
Damn,
hey,
what?
hey,
Lakers are top heavy as hell.
hey,
Zen,
hey,
got
hey,
a
Yeah.
question for you. Are the
hey.
are the Philadelphia 76ers in trouble?
Yes,
I yeah, they're gonna need to make
yes.
some midseason moves. They're not deep enough. They're gonna need to make
Hey
some
Marvin,
midseason
can I
moves.
answer that question? Yes.
They'll be
Yeah.
fine, but
All right.
it's gonna take
Say
some
And
that
trades.
because I don't think so. I think Embiid is just struggling early. I think he'll bring it on.
no, Marvin, the problem is you have three good offensive players, but one person starts to cook and the other offensive players just say, "Oh, he got it."
Now you're right. They have no ball movement. Now you talking about isolation ball. That's the epitome of isolation ball
Like
right there.
like
Anything with
tonight,
James
like
Harden will always be that though. He left the Nets because he said he wanted to play ISO ball. He didn't want to be the point guard. He want the ball.
I
hey,
Get the
just
fuck out my
I don't
way.
think they're deep
Hey,
enough.
but yeah,
When I
Embiid
look at their
just
roster,
oh, man, Embiid was 6 out of 21 from the field. He
hey
struggled.
Marvin, hey Marvin, how my
struggling
team
big
without you
time.
with Chris Middleton do tonight? I
It's
think we
still
did pretty
early
good.
though. It's still early. It's still
Well,
early. Nobody panics. It's still early.
He did
Yeah,
play
that's
I
it.
against
think we did
Giannis
pretty
though.
good.
If you want to understand how basketball is, watch last year. The Boston Celtics been in the finals, but they start off the season like in the 6, 7 spot in the East. Like you got to let the season go through the
At one
progression.
time,
Yeah,
Boston was
you
out of
don't
the
know till
playoff
30
race.
games. Yeah, you won't know until game 30. Typically, that's
Mm-hmm.
when the season settles. I'm
I was
saying
like
that.
give
I'm
Hey,
about
saying
a
game
month and a
30 for
half
a
till you really
reason.
see who people love.
no
hey,
panic.
Zen,
No
Huh?
panic.
Yeah.
all that
For you.
don't matter, Zen. They didn't move. They didn't win a
How you
championship.
like, how you like the
So was it
resurrection
worth it?
or the up and coming of Ayo Dosunmu?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I ain't really big on him, but at the same time, he had a good game like we did. I already didn't give him no attention.
Well, if you notice one thing, I'm just going to tell you guys this. I ain't going to harp on it. Keep your eye on Dosunmu. Watch how many times he gets the layups and dunks. He going to the hole like crazy. 3 level score.
Marvin, that's why me and the city
Well, that will
is.
slow down when Zach get
I
back though.
told y'all Io was gonna be the man this year. I told y'all.
Hey,
No,
Marvin.
no, no. That's going to slow down when Zach get back. He won't
That's
Thank
have that
right.
many opportunities.
Yeah, he'll have to give it up to
You know
Zach, just
what?
like
This is
how
my thing. When it comes to the
Ingram
Bulls,
is
real
suffering a
quick,
little bit.
I think that They just can't have two of those guys on the team right now. You can't have Zach and DeRozan. I think they would be more competitive with just DeRozan or just Zach. Them
That's
together, they
stupid. Then
just
why
too
sign
ball
them
dominant.
both?
Well,
That's
why you
stupid.
went on?
Yeah, it was stupid. I
And
Why
didn't
then
you
think they
who
went?
would
go,
drop
who
off when they
stay then?
signed him.
Nico, who go? I mean,
Why,
Rico, who go, who stay?
why you wasn't on the
I would
panel?
keep Zach just because he's younger, but DeRozan plays like you have to keep him. So that's why they're
Yeah.
both there still and being used the way they're used. But
All right,
I think that the
Nico.
production.
Nico, why you wasn't on the panel
Russell
last night when DeRozan went 11 for 15 in the second half?
Russell
We
Westbrook
don't
2
care about
points.
the
Oh, he does
Frozen.
that.
It's regular
See, I
season.
mean, like the
See,
conundrum with the Bulls is this right
see
here.
what I'm talking about, Dex? You see, how many times have I told you every time?
Wow, no panic just said conundrum. We need to hear what
Russell
he got to say
Westbrook
behind that.
Next
It is
day,
a conundrum
Westbrook
though.
played
come
27
on,
minutes and
oh,
scored
he
2
do that all the
points.
time. I'm gonna tell you one thing, Nico. When he win the NBA championship with the Bulls,
He's
you
not
ain't
going
Yesterday.
to.
go again like you did last night.
He's not going
Nah,
to.
see, yesterday was different. I was doing
I know
something
it.
Why
You
you,
else.
know,
why you bringing up
that's
old
what
shit?
retarded people say, Nico. It was different.
Mr.
Make
Gentleman Sweep? He's not going to.
and to
What
you,
was I
Mark,
doing yesterday?
Marquez, the Bulls we gonna wear the Milwaukee's ass out this year. I'm letting you know
Hey,
this.
hey,
I think I was
hey,
watching
hey,
Uh-oh.
hey,
Bleach.
hey,
Y'all
Uh-oh.
Marvin,
Here,
hey,
here
hold
good.
on,
come
hold
the
on. Marvin, can I
Capato.
respond?
Here come the
They
Capato.
Marvin, can I
look good,
respond?
I
They
feel
look
Marvin, can I respond?
Capato
Hey,
coming
Dex, can I
along.
respond?
good. They didn't look good. Philly just looked
Hey,
bad.
Dex.
So
Hey, Dex.
I
Listen,
need to
Dex.
get at
Hey,
that too, though. The first
hey,
comment.
Dex.
The thing
Hey,
is,
Dex.
DeMar DeRozan is
I would
always
like to
going to look great in the
respond.
regular season. That's
Hey,
DeMar
Dex, let me
DeRozan.
respond to that, Dex. I want
I
to
think the
I'll
respond.
see
Bulls
you. I'll see
understand
you
that
And,
your
DeMar
first series in
DeRozan
the
gives them a
playoffs.
better
It's
chance
and
to
all
Marvin.
win
he keep
And
you
against
off
listen,
this
these
and
show.
Marvin.
contenders.
He did last night too, Nico. You don't even come to the panel.
Hey, Marvin, guess what, Marvin? Hey,
I
Marvin,
think I was
guess what?
watching Bleach yesterday.
Hey, Marvin,
I
The
know.
guess
anime.
what?
Want to hear?
And when we
One mic.
dog walk your Chicago Bulls, I want you to kiss the feet. I want you to kiss the ground that Giannis is on, and wave that white flag while the
You want
Frozen
to say
goes
kiss
home.
my feet, you little
Marquez.
freak.
Anything you go with, you jinx. I'm not even worried about Milwaukee no
I'm
more.
not jinxing. I left the Knicks. They doing horrible right
Uh-oh.
now.
You know
Hey,
what?
listen,
I left the
Milwaukee
Knicks are
only
doing
scored
horrible
90
right now.
points last night, so
Marvin
they
getting
ain't
ahead
looking
of
Hey, I
too
didn't watch
himself.
good.
any of those games
uh-oh.
yesterday. I didn't watch the Nuggets, Suns,
You
none
done,
of that. I
you done
didn't watch none of the
resurrected the
basketball
Knicks
games.
talk. Here come
Hey,
You don't
Flight.
Zig.
never,
Hey,
you
Zig.
don't never
Hey,
when
Zig. I
somebody
left the Knicks.
good.
They still doing horrible. So what's your point?
Here come Flight. No,
And
wait a
here, and
minute.
here's
No,
what
no,
I'm
no, no,
telling
no,
you,
no. Wait a
Marquez.
minute. Wait a damn minute now.
You didn't play. You didn't. Your team didn't play well either, Marquez.
That's a
Philly
poop
just played
team, though.
bad.
Hey, but
Hey, but
Marvin,
hold on,
we'll
Marquez,
see.
hold on. I
Hey,
do gotta
Marvin.
say this to
Hey, hold
Marvin. I
on.
do gotta say this to Marvin. When we had that conversation about the Nets and their rebounding, I was
Somebody get
pushing
this
back.
anal sex out of here, please.
Listen,
Mods, do your job.
I I do
What?
I still hold my opinion about their rebounding
The
being
chat.
better. But that game against the Pelicans, what killed them was offensive rebounding. I mean, what killed them was the
Nah, just
defensive
delete
glass,
him. Don't
offensively.
tell him no spamming because he already know what he's
Oh
doing with that
man.
name. Get him out of here.
That is why even do the name? Why have a name like that? Like that's just childish. Childish.
I ain't
That's
even looking right now.
I'm not looking at that. That's just
Because
childish.
outside of Kyrie Irving struggling, they've been giving up too
Ah,
much offensive rebound to Valanciunas. I've been looking at that game every time you look when they're making a quick low minute run. It's like offensive rebound. So I'll
hey,
give you that.
hey,
For that game,
Valanciunas,
you were right.
double double, double
Listen,
double.
the Pelicans look like a complete team 1 through 5. I don't know about the
They
bench
look like
depth,
no,
but
y'all.
one
They
through
look
five
like
they look complete.
contenders.
Oh my God, this guy got
Oh,
so many accounts.
oh my goodness.
No, but see, I say even a catch-22 for me because I already said the Pelicans gonna be a top 5 team in the West.
Zid,
So
It's
they ain't
not that serious
surprised.
Zid.
on Flight Sports TV,
It's the
please. It's not that
Jazz.
serious.
What's up,
It's
man?
not that serious. It's not. Somebody mods, please block him. Please,
Oh,
please.
I'm digging something else up. I ain't even in the chat right now.
I ain't paying that no attention, but it when you read the chat, it just pops in your mind.
I'm glad I'm not looking. Shit.
It's just like, hey, but no, hey, but Marvin, let's go Bucks. We still started out 1-0 today, and
We
it's a
did.
pretty good start.
So Marquez, why haven't heard from you? The Bulls be the top team in the East. Why ain't heard from you?
I mean, okay, I can answer that.
Why you heard from
Number one,
Rico? That's what I
listen,
want to know. Why
listen,
you
hold
heard
on,
from
hold
Rico?
on, hold
Where the
on,
hell
hold on.
Rico's at?
Listen,
Rico came
hold on.
We
real
finna watch
quiet.
them Wizards win tomorrow, though.
Marvin,
Rico,
can I answer this question? Can I answer this question?
hold on, you can, but hang on. Let me tell. I'm gonna tell Dex about Rico. He came on the panel last night, and me and Unstoppable kept asking him questions. He wouldn't even say that. He's doing like Nico doing right now. They ain't got nothing to say.
All right.
I
I like
answered
to
your
answer. Can
question.
I answer your question? Let me answer
I
your
just said,
question.
well,
He
go ahead.
addressed
ahead.
me, so I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
I'm gonna address your. I'm gonna answer your question. Number one, because Miami Heat is choke artist, and number two, I don't believe in the Frozen. I gave you the answer already.
Why you
Okay. Well,
can't just give the Bulls their
all I'm
props?
gonna tell you is this: you can't say the Bulls can't be the top team no more. That's dead. First
That's
game of the
I
season.
mean,
I
are
mean,
they a
that's
top
cap.
team
hey,
this
listen,
year
they did
though?
that without
That's
one of their
Marvin,
definitely
dominant
cap.
they're
all
not a top
stars.
team this year though. You can't say that.
Now,
They're not a top
see,
team this year
hold
though.
up. All you guys were saying last year, when they gonna be the top team? When it now they do it in week one. You ain't got nothing else to say. You gonna say, "Oh, Miami ain't no
You're
good now, right?"
supposed
That
to,
was the number one.
Marvin. I'm
Hey,
not giving
listen,
you
that's a
sympathy
fact. Cause I've
cookies,
been one of the ones that say they ain't beat no top team, so that's a fact.
man.
No,
Hold
I'm
on.
not
no,
giving you
hold on.
sympathy
No
cookies,
panic. I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking about Nico, Rico, and Marquez. Them the three.
Marvin.
Man,
First
I
of
didn't say
Marvin,
they
all,
wouldn't be a
Marvin,
top
you want
team.
to
I just said y'all not gonna win in the
first
What
of all,
about
playoffs.
first of
Chico?
all, Nico was scared to come on the panel last night. I give Rico credit. He came.
Yeah,
Marquez
Nico,
Oh,
didn't
he
want.
Nico
can't. I'm
trying to
sorry.
creep through the back door, and I wouldn't let him. I said, go around the front, and he went on home.
Marquez
Nah,
didn't come
I didn't
on. He
watch
come
any
on,
games
and
yesterday.
the
I
only reason
apologize.
Marquez is on here today is because they got lucky and beat Philly by 2. Was he be hiding up under the sheet?
And they only scored 90
Marvin. I
points.
would come on here and still talk my trash if I was
Hey,
down 0-1. What
hey,
are you
hold on. I
talking
got
about,
something for
Marvin?
Marvin
Tell me
real
what
quick.
you did. All right, Marquez, I'm telling you what you did. You made New York good because you left them. You made the Knicks good. Why did you let the
Marvin,
Knicks
you
get
hear
better?
So
this?
Marquez
Dex,
was an excess weight.
Yes,
Dex,
he
are
had
you telling me that I'm a here, Dex? Are you telling me that?
now he
Hold on,
gonna, now he
hold on,
gonna,
Marvin. Hold on, Marvin. Are you telling me that I was the
now
problem? For
he
sure.
gonna
Now I'm really
walk.
finna go on your shit ass Bulls
He gonna
every
jinx
chance I
Milwaukee
get.
now. And
Hold on.
watch it. Hold
Look,
up. Here's the deal. You know what's gonna break his heart, Dex? When New York play Milwaukee, they gonna beat the shit out of them. Watch the Knicks don't
Bet
beat
you
them.
want to bet money? You want to bet money?
I'm gonna bet money when the Bulls play them.
Marquez,
No, no,
don't
no,
be
no,
trying to
no,
bet
no, no.
your
You want
lunch
to bet
money.
money? Do you want to
I'm
bet
gonna bet
money?
when the Bulls play them, brother.
Oh, you
Marquez,
want to
you
bet money?
can't
All right,
bet.
bet.
You can't do no betting, Marquez. That's your lunch
What you
money.
mean?
We
No,
ain't
no,
gonna
no,
have your
no. It ain't.
parents mad at us.
No, it ain't. I'll bet.
Man, listen,
I'll
speaking of
bet that.
betting, I've been listening to that screen with FYF, man. That shit was so funny.
What?
That betting screen with coffee.
Oh man,
Right.
that was
well, they
I
had one
looked at it
recently.
like twice.
that shit was
That shit
ridiculous,
funny
man.
as hell.
That's why I don't take no bets, no crazy. Ain't no need making no crazy bets, man. If you ain't gonna look, I'm like Dex. Look, I used to gamble for real. I don't play. I don't take that shit for jokes. So I don't take
Hey,
those bets.
$10,000 bets that people. I'm
Man,
leaving.
coffee been back walking every. I've been like, well, damn. I know you ain't trying to give up the money, but god damn.
You the
I
one
Yeah,
who put
been doing a
it.
master
I'm
class
gonna
on how
check
not
that
to pay
out.
a nigga.
I mean,
ten
I,
thousand dollar
I
bet.
mean, if
That's
for
wild.
somebody who say it's not, money's
An
nothing, he sure
issue,
did fight hard for $10,000. Boy.
Exactly.
right? Hey, Zen. I think I heard he's
I
still
so mad I
fighting.
missed that screen, man.
Yeah, because money don't mean nothing to him.
Right, but leave it alone, Zen. Zen, don't go into it.
Yeah, he's not here to defend himself, so that's not
Right,
fair.
that's not fair,
Yeah, I
Zen.
do need to see that. I want to see what they was talking
Man,
about.
fuck all that.
Um,
This ain't even
you
coming
need
at
to
him
see those.
behind his back, no type
Don't
shit.
panic.
That nigga been talking cap shit about that
Yeah,
10,000 and all that. That's a more.
Panic
That's
him and
less than a
him
man type shit. You
Panic,
don't bet no penny
but
Dex, are you
Panic
on
serious,
him.
yourself to do
Dex?
some shit like that.
Listen, Panic him and FYF came face to face on the stream. So enough said.
Yeah,
They
he
tested
blew it
it
where's
up.
right
that?
then and there.
Dex. Wow,
That was some
Dex.
If they
shit.
want more action with each other, then they need to figure something out. But we here at
What
Flight
stream was
Sports
that?
TV, we
See,
brought them together at the conclusion of whatever they betted, and that's that. Now we move on.
Hey, and
Hey,
I feel
y'all
y'all.
like
wasn't
at
Today is
least
happy
I
gonna be
feel
too.
my
like at
What
least
final
stream
one
bet.
of
was
my
that though?
friends. I feel like at least one of my friends is
Yeah,
owed
Dex.
at least
How you
at
gonna
least one of
sneak
my
this
friends
me, Dex?
is
Man, I
owed
would
at least
pay him.
$1,000.
Wait, what
That's all.
stream was that?
Hey,
You are
listen,
Like,
so
what's the
y'all
name of
been
that
distasteful.
stream?
capping too.
And by that I mean flights owed a
That
thousand
was about a
dollars.
week ago, Nico. About a week ago.
It's all love, though, Dex. It's all love,
All right,
though. I
I'll
get
look
it.
for a Jello
Hey,
stream
did
on
you
here.
see what Anthony Alvarado wrote?
What do you write?
I
Uh,
hate you so. I hate y'all so much.
He said,
Y'all are so
I can
distasteful.
confirm the Knicks have gotten better ever since Marquez left Gotham City.
damn.
The Knicks are,
Now y'all are y'all trying
You think
Marvin? You trying to tell me I'm the
you
problem, Marvin? I'm the problem
see
for
the
leaving,
yeah, you
Watch
was
this.
a
Marvin.
dead
I'm the
weight,
problem,
Quez.
Marvin. I'm
Quez, you was a
confused.
dead weight.
Yeah,
Marvin,
you and
I'm
Charles
confused.
Oakley.
I'm the problem. Marvin, I'm the
Wait, I
problem.
got something for Marvin though.
Oh, you just
James Dolan threw you out of Madison Square Garden.
Hold on,
Hey,
look,
hey,
look, look. I
Nico,
want to
hey
say this
Dex,
real quick.
I'm the problem. Hey Dex, you're right, Dex. I'm the problem.
Whatever you
Man,
got for
I
let
me,
got
them
something
niggas
for
go
you,
down like
Marvin.
a cat.
He
I
took
want you to do
Marquez out with the baby in the bathwater.
When you
up.
finish, Marvin, I got you.
No, all I want you to do is show up every time DeRozan break his leg and every damn player's team's ass. Don't run like he was 11 for 15 yesterday, and you didn't show up. As I told you
Who?
15 times,
I didn't
you
see the
never
game. I'm
show up.
sorry.
Let me finish. I told you 15 times. All you do is talk when he do something bad, but when he don't show
I
up,
don't care about the Frozen. I don't
you
care.
don't even show up. Marquez, you do the same thing. Shut up.
I don't care about the Frozen. I'm not gonna give it if he
All right,
drops
hold on. I
40 on the
got you
next
real
night.
quick.
I hate him.
You
Hold
ain't
on,
got
but
nothing.
Blasphemy.
let me shoot this to Marvin real quick. Your
He
first
played
10
last night.
games.
He played
Look, I
last
got you.
night. Not tonight. I don't want to hear it. Peace.
Look, your
Okay,
first 10
okay.
games,
He's
I got you.
37 points. I don't
Real
care.
quick, I got you. Because fuck DeMar DeRozan. Your first 10 games, Bulls, the Wizards, tomorrow, lost for y'all. Bulls,
Facts.
$50.
Cavaliers,
$50. All right, $50
Lost
bet.
tomorrow.
$50
we ain't
bet.
betting, but I'm letting you know what's going to
Wait,
happen.
shut up,
Cap,
Nico. You just talking. Shut
I
up.
don't bet. I'm a man of God.
Shut up.
Cavaliers,
I don't
beat the
gamble.
Bulls.
You
Facts.
won't
Bulls are
be on
losing
the
to the
panel. You
Celtics.
won't be on the panel
But
tomorrow because the Bulls
Nico,
don't win
you know
that
what's
game.
so flawed by that? Them, you say them boy can't beat good teams. They beat a good team. Now you saying, well,
And
the
he's
next
still
team.
No,
talking.
I didn't say
Yeah.
that. I said in the
Man, please,
playoffs,
man.
they will not
Come on,
win a
bro.
series.
Yes, you did. You
Like, what
said the
else
Bulls
they
were
gotta show
1
you?
and
Like, they
13 against good teams. Yes, you did.
No, what
Man,
I
y'all
told you was they're
Chicago
not
fans
going to
are
lose to the
delusional,
champion.
bro.
I mean, so they're not going to be the championship contending team. And I brought up
You
the
hear him?
Warriors.
Listen,
you know,
y'all
so the
You hear
Bucks
Chicago
can't be
fans
the
are
championship contending
delusional,
team.
bro.
Y'all can
him?
beat
No,
the Miami
Championship
Heat.
contending
Y'all not
team.
going to beat the Warriors or
you hear me,
a
Panic?
Bucks.
Well, let me tell you this.
Average.
You hold up. Wait a minute, no panic. Let me tell him this. Right before the game, the day before it, I asked you personally, was the Bulls going to beat Miami? You said the game would be over by the time the third quarter started, right?
Yes, I said that.
What is you talking about then? Nothing
I mean,
again.
DeMar DeRozan, I didn't know Zach LaVine wasn't playing. That's a
So
big
Right.
factor there.
It don't
you
matter
right.
if
It
he
makes it
ain't
even.
playing. That
It
boy
does.
can
If
rap.
Zach playing, he fucked the offense up.
What is he
Man,
talking about?
DeMar DeRozan fucked the offense
that's
up too.
crazy.
Hold up. I told him Klay Thompson was going to score 14 points. He scored 18. He told me he's going to score 25. Klay Thompson is washed up, boy.
No, he's
Done.
not.
Lord.
What I've learned is this,
All
real
right,
quick.
Marvin. Now
I'm
you're
gonna inform you real
disrespectful.
Hey,
quick.
He ain't
Hold
listen,
on,
washed. He's
hold on.
won
I'm
a
you
gonna
the
chance.
inform
same
you.
Stop
one
it.
that said you the
Let
same
Klay
me
one that
inform
Thompson
said
him.
when
is
Clay come
washed
back,
Wait,
he
up.
let me
he
inform
dropped.
him
Ice
because
on his
this is
damn knees right now.
look.
Ice on his
We
knees
got too
right now.
many voices
Hold on.
at the same
Yes,
time.
let me inform him because I watch everything Klay Thompson do on the basketball stage. He
We know
said that
that.
he's on a minute restriction. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I know it. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know he was coming into
But
the
let me
season
tell
with a
you this.
minutes restriction.
When the Bulls play him and DeRozan drops 40 on his ass, make sure you come on the panel.
Marvin, you're
Oh,
cashing a lot of checks
I can't
that you
believe
might
you
not be
said
able
that.
to check.
Why?
You're
Hey, he trying
cashing a
to
lot
get
of
me to
checks.
bet.
He dropped 38 last year. So what? Why you can't believe it?
Steph Curry dropped
Hey,
43 on you.
hey,
See,
Now you going to Steph Curry.
I no panic. Listen to this youngster. Every time
Klay
he's
Thompson
wrong,
wasn't playing at that time.
Same with
He don't.
Anthony Alvarado.
All I'm gonna tell you is this: you want to talk about the game tomorrow, Washington? Bet 50, or either be quiet.
Oh no, I got a whole first 10
nah,
for you.
he
Boy,
ain't finna
Marvin got
sell
his
Cavaliers
me
chest
enough. I'm
lost.
puffed
not
out.
betting nothing. I'm gonna
Marvin
bet
got
Hold on,
his
nothing.
chest
Stuff
hold on.
talk
I
puffed
got
my
a first
out.
trash.
10 for him.
Oh, shut up,
Cavaliers
no.
lost. Celtics lost. You're going to beat the
Shut
Pacers. You're going to beat the
up. We gonna
Spurs. You're
beat
going to
the
lose to the
Cavs too.
76ers.
Hey, listen. I'm
Like
not
I
finna.
told
Marvin
you
ain't
last
finna sun me.
for
I don't
that.
care.
When I told you
I
that the
still
Bulls
talk
was
my
going to beat
trash.
Miami, I told you they were going to beat Miami. You said it was going to be over in the third. I told you how they was going to beat Miami. You said it wasn't a chance. It lets everybody know what you know. If you talking about anything, I didn't told you that 15 times. But I'm here
Hey,
to tell
Dex,
you this.
play the
But I'll be
music. Dex,
right
Put
back.
it
Marvin
on
have
the
an
wood,
episode.
make it all good.
Yeah, yeah.
Dex,
I'm
play
gonna
the
tell you
music.
this.
Marvin have an episode.
I'm not having no episode. I'm just
No,
telling him
I
like
don't think you have an episode. Marvin said, "Put the money on the wood, make it all good."
he
Hey,
just
listen,
talking.
and that's what I
All
don't
right.
understand is like if you saying the Bulls are gonna lose by the third quarter, not only did they was down one All Star, they beat a championship contender team. So everything you
Oh
saying kind of
Lord,
like
Oh, they're
not
not
making
contending for no
sense.
stop it.
championship.
And
So
Come
that
on,
he's
stop
saying
it.
Miami's
contender for the
not a
championship.
championship contender team. Stop it.
The Heat is
Man,
not a
Marquez,
championship contender team.
They
Marquez,
like
what
a
is
good 5, 6 seed.
Marquez?
At
Be quiet.
most,
With the number one
that's
seed
not a
last
championship
year.
Who
contender every
went
team.
in the Eastern Conference Finals last year?
Just don't
The
tell him
Heat,
no. Just talking because the Bulls beat him.
the Heat, and the Celtics.
I mean,
What's
he's
your
saying
point?
that like they didn't get washed.
How much games they going?
It didn't matter. They lost to the Celtics and got
All
bodied.
right,
They lost to
but
the Warriors,
okay,
got
so they're a
bodied.
championship contending team. That's what championship
Unfortunately, they're
contending
not.
means. That's what it is. If
That's
you
not
Man,
championship contender team.
you know how
listen,
many points? You
if
know how many
y'all ain't
points?
trying to
Hold
do
on.
wrong, just
You know
say
how many
that.
points Miami was favored over the Bulls?
No.
7.
Hey, listen,
And
Nico.
I don't care. I don't
I know
care because
you.
I don't believe in DeRozan.
No, Panic, I
Marquez,
want
I
to
don't
say this real
care.
off
quick.
of
The
some
thing is, they wouldn't beat
Your
the Miami Heat in the
DeRozan's not
playoff
that guy in the
series. They can have a
playoffs.
game in a regular season.
your best bet is
DeMar
to go with
DeRozan's a regular season king.
your
Thank
best
you.
Marquez. Your best bet is to go with Orlando, a
Look,
team that's
for
not going
for
to win.
hey,
You won't.
Orlando. I'm sticking with the
for heaven's sakes,
I'm sticking
DeMar
with the
DeRozan was
Milwaukee
an
Bucks.
MVP candidate, bro. He gonna look
Leave me
nice in the
alone.
regular season every year.
Bob win the
I'm
MVP
sticking with the
this year.
Milwaukee Bucks, Marvin. Leave me alone.
Tell you this too.
Yeah,
He not only had
Like
37
Giannis
points.
is to me, come see
He
it. Marvin, come
had
see
9
me.
assists. Listen
Marvin,
to
come
this. He
see
had
me.
9 assists and
Listen.
5
We'll
rebounds.
see if you
he's
have that same
spamming right
energy when
now.
Middleton come back. We'll
He
see
had
if you have that
9
same
assists
energy
and
when we're
5
healthy when you come back.
rebounds.
I'm saying.
9 assists
We'll see if
and
you have that
Hey,
5
same
Marvin, I
energy.
rebounds.
think you got echo cancellation on. Whenever he speak, it just cuts you off.
No, I'm just telling you. He had 37 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
want a
so what
cookie?
you gonna say? I thought he didn't play team ball.
You want a cookie?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
Alvarado, I can't
different when
control
he's the only
everything.
star out there.
I gotta fight.
He had
I can't fight
35.
all wars on all fronts.
Let me
I
give
gotta
you one
pick and
more.
choose my battles.
Hey, hey,
The
hey,
9 assists he had led to 22 points for the Bulls. Add up 37 and 22.
Marvin,
And
what
what you?
is your point? Land.
Wait, is Zach LaVine playing tomorrow? Oh, never mind. Nope, he's not
Oh,
playing
he's
tomorrow.
not.
So DeMar DeRozan will have another good game. Whenever
All
Zach
right.
LaVine comes
Hold on.
back, you'll see the
Hold
production
on.
and the assist drop off.
Let me address
Thank you.
Marquez. Marquez, because you don't know about basketball, just listen and be quiet. All right.
Marvin, you say these dumb, stupid soliloquies about your team, about a guy who's only good in the regular season, but
Who
comes up
said the
smaller
Heat
than mini
wasn't
me in the
contenders?
playoffs.
I want to know who said the Heat wasn't contenders.
They're not
Marquez
championship contenders.
Hey,
and him
hey,
and both of
I
these
said it.
dummies.
They're not championship contenders.
All right. You want me to go back to the stream just here
They're just
recently when
overachievers.
in the finals when both of y'all was
And
talking about how
even
good
then, we know that
Miami was?
they are. If you played them, do you think you beat them in a playoff series?
Yes.
Hell no. The Miami
Okay.
Heat is
You
not
thought
sweating off a.
we was gonna
They
lose in
only
about
won because Dedmon didn't play.
yes, he did, Dex. He
Mm,
played.
Yeah, right.
But I just
How
want
many
to
and
tell
minutes
Dwayne
he
Dedman
played?
is
That's
important.
crucial. How many
you
minutes did Dedmon play?
14.
I mean,
He played
Dedmon is important,
Oh, he
so
need 15. Oh, yeah, he need 15 minutes.
Hold
yeah,
on.
Dedmon is important. So
He got
Anything
11
under
points in
14
13
minutes.
minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah, anything
All
under 15 minutes, Dedmon he can't get his juices flowing.
Nico, you said the Bulls
oh,
they were gonna get
oh,
blowed out third quarter. Now you saying
Yes.
something else. Who the hell is supposed to believe you?
I mean, Marvin, who's supposed to believe you? You said
Yeah, I mean, you think
I
that the
told you,
Bulls
I
are a
told
winning team, and you guys will
you,
get swept again
wait,
in the first round.
I told you the Bulls was gonna beat them and how they was gonna
Marvin. Hold on,
beat
Marvin. Marvin, you're inconsistent too. Because last year
That's
I
you
mean, you
said
facts.
guys listen.
last year, Marvin, you're
Marquez
inconsistent as well.
and Nico right now is super capping. Everybody know
Super
Miami is a
captain.
contender. They are contenders.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
They're
just
but not
talking.
for a
listen.
championship. They're gonna make
They're
it look
not
good.
championship
It was just
contenders.
the first game. It was the first game.
Eastern Conference
Remember last season, Miami struggled coming out the box too. Don't forget that Miami and
Hold up.
Boston. Those are two teams that came out the box struggling, but in the end, there was the two teams that represented the Eastern Conference in the
They
championship
both
round.
failed. And they
And they
both
All
failed.
went
right.
and
And
they
then I
went
seen
I
one
got
man shoot an
went
air ball for
7 games.
a loss.
well, I hear
Right.
that the Bulls beat Miami early in the season. They wasn't a top 10 team like they did Boston last year. Because when we beat Boston early in the year, everybody said Boston wasn't no good then. But they ended up going to the finals. So I'm
But they
telling
were
y'all now,
trash early though.
And the way they beat Boston, Marvin, remember they was down and they came all the way back.
all I'm
But
gonna
they
say
were
is this:
trash early. They went on a
I,
run late.
that sentiment is over. I don't want to hear it ever again this year. So let's move on to
What
the
you
next one. The
mean?
next is us cracking
You see how
the Milwaukee
inconsistent
Bucks.
you are? So
Bucks are on our
inconsistent.
next, the Bucks are next on our list. I'm letting you know that, Marquez.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me see when y'all
And
play the Warriors.
I'm gonna smoke under the DeMar DeRozan pack tonight.
Hey,
That night
listen,
too.
Marquez and Nico having a moment right now. That's what that
Yeah, they
is.
are. They getting roasted.
No, he brought it up. I just entertained it. Hey, December 2nd,
No.
Bulls Warriors.
Nico
Ass
probably
whooping on the
called
way.
Marquez dead
Hey,
ass.
Marvin. Hey, Marvin. We'll just wait till the Bucks and the Bulls play.
I'm just,
I don't
hey,
like-
I'm
I know what my
listen,
team gonna do. So
and Nico, I'm just here for the first half. Unstoppable coming in and finish the job off. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah, I
that
was happy
supposed to mean?
last year, too, and I was happy to see y'all get swept.
Right.
Hold up.
Okay.
All right, wait, hold on. Did the Bulls play bad basketball yesterday to beat Miami? Since you say we was winning all them games playing bad basketball, did we play bad yesterday again?
No, what I explained to you was if
Y'all
there's
heard him
one
say no,
star
right?
out there,
Heard him say no.
I got you.
Y'all heard him say
There's
no.
explanations to everything. When you
Because
have
Zach
one
Levine is
star out
not
there,
there. That's why they're playing efficient
when,
basketball.
You should have listened to me when I told you that Billy Donovan changed the offense. That the Bulls had
No,
one.
all
bro.
right, wait till
Marvin.
Zach Levine come back.
It's because Zach Levine's not there.
Hey, well, let me
Once
give
Zach
you
Levine gets there, the offense becomes inefficient.
Hey, you know what?
Marquez,
Let me
you
ask you
just
this,
saying
Marvin.
what Nico's saying. It's Nico.
Let me tell you this: the
I'm
Bulls.
not.
But it's also
Hey,
facts.
listen to this. Hold on. When the last time you heard a team have 12 offensive rebounds, 12 steals, and 6 blocks in one game? That's what the Bulls did yesterday.
Say probably the Warriors, but I just want to say this real
Probably the
quick, Marvin.
Warriors and the other
What I told
champion
y'all about,
contender
didn't
team.
I tell y'all what was wrong with the Bulls? And it was rebounding, offensive rebounding, fast break points, and defense. What did them 3 things I just told you do? I think it kind of addressed all 3 of those things I brought up. I
But
told
that's
y'all we
one
had
game, Marvin. It's a
But
different. It's a
I do
different
want to say this
monster
to
in
Marvin's
playoffs.
point
Go
real
get it
quick.
for
He's
the
so
Bucks.
off
It
to
was
the
one
races.
game.
It ain't
You
funny, man. Why don't you slow your wheels a little bit, Marvin?
no, I
Damn.
want
That's
to.
a fact.
I want
But I
Off
don't
to
want
the
to say
fucking
no. Let him
races
relish
like
in
we
it.
40 games in. It's
Hold on,
ridiculous.
wait, Zen. Let him feel good because it's
Zen,
gonna hurt when they start
let
getting
him
that
dig
ass
his
It
own
whooped.
sure is.
grave.
Coming down to earth gonna hurt
Zen,
like a
let
motherfucker.
Just like it did last year.
let him dig his own
Yeah.
grave.
Watch.
Let him dig
Hey,
his own grave, Zen. Just leave it alone. Let him dig his own
Even
yes.
grave.
Hey, I'm gonna be
Mm-hmm.
swooping off that
Because you're
tombstone
gonna have to
with that
answer
gentleman
all these
sweep.
questions when we dog walk them.
That gentleman sweep
The
when y'all
Warriors
top.
and the Bucks. You got to
No,
explain
see,
all of this.
I don't like how y'all be trying to change the narrative. The narrative ain't about the
yeah,
postseason.
yeah,
When he
yeah.
talking
But I
They
about
do.
always talk
one
about the
game,
Bulls in the
y'all say he
playoffs. I
can't
always
beat.
said DeMar DeRozan is great in the regular season.
No,
What
y'all
I'm
say he
doing,
can't beat.
what I'm
He
doing
can't
is
beat.
fronting
He
you out
can't
right
beat
now.
the
You
regular
can't come
season.
later on in the year and say you didn't say it. I'm fronting you now,
Oh,
so
for sure.
everybody.
Man, all right, Marvin. And
You
Marvin,
ain't
when you
Yes,
get
because when you
dog
get to the
walked by the
playoffs and you play
Bucks
a
and the
regular
How
season
Warriors,
and
can you
lose,
say?
we're gonna
I'm
push
How
gonna
you
be
can you
to it.
kiki
say
and cackling over here.
nobody's even established dominance yet? How can you say they beat a good team yet this year? This
Thank
season
you,
just
Zane.
started.
But
Leave
we
it
well,
know
alone.
they
No,
beat
wait,
a
let
good
him
They
team.
feel
just
this.
started.
It's gonna be
We know
so
they beat a
good.
good team. That's a no
hold on,
brainer.
Zen, and hold on. Let me tell Zen something. And to Zen, if we played Portland, I wouldn't be on there talking because y'all ain't good enough. Miami is
Well,
playing.
No.
last
Hey,
year when I
Marvin.
went to the motor to see the Chicago Bulls play the Portland Trailblazers, guess what happened? We beat
Y'all be
y'all ass, and I
He
got
and we
very
video
saw
of
it.
it.
Get him, Zane.
But
Get him,
hold
Zane.
on.
I
Let
saw
me
it in
draw this scenario
person,
real quick.
and I got
I'm gonna draw
video.
this scenario for him. Hey, Marvin,
twice last.
because I know you being a rose, Marvin. You ever just come out in your robe and you got them nice, fresh, cold sheets to sit on, and you in the greatest comfort of your life?
You mean silk?
That's the
That's
kind of
right.
comfort. That's the kind of comfort I'm being when y'all fall back down to earth and DeMar DeRozan gets swept again in the first round. I'm gonna be
Preach,
sitting
All
here
right, I'm
motherfucker.
gonna take this.
Preach.
Take this.
smoking.
I hope by then you've been in groups of nuts and ready to bet because I don't think you will be, but I'm asking you to. Second of all, make sure you on here day after tomorrow after we break our leg in Washington's ass since you say we can't beat them.
You're not gonna beat Washington,
Hey, Kyle
Shut
Kuzma finna
up.
drop 30 on y'all.
Hey,
man.
Marquez, you want to bet on that?
You're
Yeah,
not
you
gonna
want to
beat
bet?
Washington.
You want to
Yeah,
bet,
he's a
Marquez?
better. Bet the
You
bet,
want to bet?
man.
You want to bet,
Make the
Marquez?
bet, Marquez. Since you confident, make the bet.
Marquez, go ahead and bet on Kyle Kuzma. He gonna get it
No,
done.
Nico, don't talk nobody else into a bet when you can't do that. Be quiet.
Hey, listen, Marvin. I don't bet.
Nah,
I
you
know
so
you just
sure?
talk.
That's easy money. You
Are,
sure?
are you and Nico brothers? Y'all just talk?
I mean, Marvin, you're putting money. All right, Marvin, lose your money.
All right, I want
You want to lose your
to
money? Lose your money.
I
But I'm
want
not
to
gonna
lose it.
lose my money.
Lose it to you.
It's a risk.
$50.
It's a
Hold on,
risk
I
in
give
the
you,
basketball game. So
I give you 4 points.
Hey,
$50.
get,
I give you.
listen, Marvin.
Hey, listen.
Marvin,
When you tell somebody
listen.
to bet,
Hold
they
on,
get quiet as hell with
Zen.
their opinion.
Hey,
that's a
hold on,
solid
Zen.
bet.
Listen,
That
Zen. listen, Zen and Marvin.
Listen,
Zen, you notice how every time Marvin up pumps his chest out, the Bulls always lose the day after the game, their game after winning.
Nope.
This is a recipe. As soon as
Because
Marvin pumps out his chest, the Bulls lose.
the last time DeRozan hit 40
Hey,
point,
Zen,
35
watch this. The
then
Washington Wizards
from
gonna blow them out by 20.
nine straight,
Watch this.
nine
I
straight,
just,
and
I
you
just
didn't say
think,
a word.
I just think bro needs to slow down just a little
Marvin,
bit.
it's the first game of the
No,
season.
let me
We
explain why
need
I'm doing.
this.
Then let me explain to you why I'm doing this. All you and the rest of them was
Hey,
saying
hey,
that the Bulls
hey, Nico.
couldn't do
Hey, Nico.
winning teams. Now
Hey,
y'all shut
Nico.
up,
He's
be
cashing
quiet,
checks that he
and
can't
wait and see
get.
if we can beat
Hold
All
on,
next.
these
let me
checks
hear
he's
him because
cashing,
when
I
y'all
hope he gets
speak,
some
you cut
money.
each other
Hey, yeah,
off.
Marquez, you gotta chill sometime. I couldn't even we said something.
Marvin,
All I was
let me give you a for example.
no, no,
When
let me finish. Let me finish.
okay, okay,
And to you and the rest of them who said the Bulls couldn't beat good teams, you go come on here and say, pump your brakes is one game. Because you can't say it no damn more. So think of
Marvin, there's
something else. Think
82
Y'all
of
beat
something
good
else.
games in a
teams.
season, bro.
I'm gonna shut up, bro. I'm gonna shut up, bro.
All right. Since it's a whole season, why was y'all bringing it in our face so much that we couldn't beat a winning team
Because
last year?
you got
Because you
gentlemen sweep in
couldn't
the first
last year.
Because
Once
round.
Lonzo
y'all
went
are in the
down, you
negatives against
couldn't.
winning teams.
Well,
It's
what?
just a
All right.
fact.
All right. Okay. So what happened? Since it's a fact, what happened in Game 1 this year?
Oh
We
shit.
ain't talking about this year.
Come on, game one.
About
Oh
the past.
God,
I'm about now,
Marvin.
man. Not the past.
And we talking about
James,
practice right now.
I
James,
appreciate your
play the
love for
music.
your team, Marvin. I
James, play
really
the
do.
music, please.
That's
And
Please
facts.
play the music. Please play
if
the
I was a
episode.
Portland fan,
Please.
I wouldn't even be on here talking no shit. Because you know Portland ain't gonna win 40 games. So hush,
What's
please.
this got to do with Portland?
Because
Don't
you
try
talking
to
about the Bulls. Because you
don't
talking about
try
the
to
Bulls.
distract the fact that you're having an
Hey,
episode. What's this
I'm
have to do
hey,
with Portland?
Nico, mark my word. Hey, Zen, mark my words. Mark my words. The Blazers gonna get him. The Bucks gonna get him, and the Warriors gonna get him. He's cashing checks that the Bulls might not be able to cash. Go
Marquette,
ahead, Marvin.
I have never cried. You have. You always cried. You are the jinx of any NBA team. You don't know where you're going or coming.
I'm the
You
jinx.
on 15, yes. You
I'm
left
the
the
jinx
Knicks.
because I left it. Listen. So
You
I'm the
left
jinx
the
for
Knicks.
living a 20-year franchise.
You
I
left
wasn't
the
born. They
Knicks.
were still making bad decisions, but I'm the jinx.
You left the Knicks, and now they good. You went to the Bucks, and they finna be trash because of you.
All right, Marvin.
Okay?
All right, Marvin.
Mm-mm.
Bucks
Marvin,
are
you talking a lot of trash right now,
I've heard of
Marvin.
nearsightedness, but this is ridiculous.
All right. You think? Oh,
Marvin,
so you think?
God
All
bless
right.
you,
So y'all
Marvin.
think the
I'm not
Bucks played
even
a good game?
mad.
Wait, y'all figure the Bucks played a good game today? Is that what you telling me, Zen?
I
I
think you just need
mean,
to
they did the
chill
best.
out a little bit. That's all, man.
No, this is
You
why
got
I have to
small
rag on the
sammulitis.
Bulls,
They got the
Zen. This is
dub.
why it happens.
Yeah, you got small
They was
Okay.
like this at
sammulitis,
the beginning of
bro.
the season. We first see this and that. I was like, wait till you get to the playoffs and get
Same
swept.
smoke. Man, I'm giving y'all the same smoke y'all gave me in Unstoppable when the Bulls couldn't beat a top team. I'm giving you the same smoke. You can dish it out, but you just can't take it, huh?
We
Is
definitely
that
can
it?
take it. Because I'm gonna be the one keying in the end when y'all get swept.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you again, Nico. Don't run when the Bulls beat Washington tomorrow. Make sure you come on the panel so I can roast your ass.
Washington.
All right. Oh,
He
all right, now
said we
Watch.
gonna
Porzingis
All
finna put
right.
a hurting on them boys. Come on now.
then
All right.
he said we gonna lose. Then why shouldn't I roast him?
That's a 50-50 for me.
That's
I know
facts.
it. That's about like how Portland was with Sacramento last night,
What's this got
50-50.
to do with Portland? What's
Hey,
this got to do with Portland?
Bradley Bill finna wear your
Jinx.
ass out.
We talking about your team. Focus
And
on what's important here, Marvin.
okay,
Kuzma.
so here's the deal. The Bulls will win against Washington. I don't give a damn what Portland do. The Bulls will win against Cleveland. I don't give a damn what
Marvin's a
Portland.
hater, bro.
I feel like
I
after
mean,
this
y'all
I
ain't
back
ain't
to
beating
back
Cleveland though.
after this
You
back to
and Dex
back,
both, man. Y'all
Marvin
good
won
for
one
that
game. He
pivot
want to
point.
cuss everybody out. He wins one game, has an episode.
Y'all
Boy,
notice
I'm
how
not.
quiet Dex been since the Lakers lost, though?
Oh well, we know that.
Yeah, it's
But
a painful. It's a painful
get on him.
situation.
Hold on, I
hey,
ain't
they
gonna
the
get on
first
him.
0-2
They
team this
played two of the
season.
best teams in the league, 2 games in a row. They played the Warriors and they played the Clippers. Those are two hard teams to beat. I ain't riding it.
Hey, listen,
I appreciate that.
Lakers is the first 0-2 team this season. He ain't got nothing to talk about.
Yeah,
It
Ooh,
might
and
be.
right now we still trying to gel. We got a lot
Blazers
more
Lakers on
shooters.
Sunday. Blazers Lakers on Sunday. That's gonna be fun
That's
to
gonna be a
watch.
good
And
matchup.
the
Damian
crazy
Lillard
0 and
probably
thing,
3.
drop 40
you
though.
can't even
0
pick
and
Lakers
3.
to beat Blazers. You can't confidently
0
Okay.
and
pick
3.
them to beat Blazers.
Ben, you think the Blazers gonna beat the Lakers?
Um, yeah, we should definitely beat the Lakers.
Brown usually
Damn,
play good against y'all and AD, but Dame might drop 40.
It's
man,
it's
Dick.
it's in LA. We got the Suns tomorrow night. We'll probably lose to the Suns and then be pissed off going to LA on Sunday.
No panic. Can the Portland Trail Blazers beat the Lakers in LA?
I don't see it because I don't. Damn, too small in my eyes. Nah, I don't trust Simons as much as y'all love him. I don't look at him like that.
I don't
I
think
don't
it's
see.
Simon.
You
I
know.
think it's the big man. I believe is Nurkic hurt or is he playing?
No, he just got he got shoved because he was sucking. Chauncey put him on the bench in the third and let Justice Winslow finish the game.
Wow.
Oh, so they about to play small.
Hey, when
Yeah, that ain't
Porzingis
working.
drop 35 tomorrow, I'm gonna be in here.
Like I honestly think Portland could be like
Man,
behind, like 11 or
Porzingis.
12. Like, I don't see them as a good team at all. So like asking me if they're gonna beat the Lakers, like I mean, shit, I don't see them beating much people outside of the Spurs and the
That's
Kings.
wild.
Oh
Miko,
yeah,
Hey,
do
you
yeah,
me a
finna
they're
see
gonna
a
beat the
Croatian
Lakers.
warrior tomorrow.
come on the panel. Make sure you mention Io DeSumo because he gonna be up in your head. Pause all damn day. Make sure you
Nah, you
mention
good.
Io.
Hey,
Make sure you
Man, you know,
I see Dragic been hitting some threes. Y'all need that.
man, I
yeah.
don't care
And,
about
and
Io
also
DeSumo. I don't care about DeMar DeRozan.
Nico and Marquez. What y'all got to say about Dragic? And what y'all got to say about Drummond now? One game, I know it. But what you got to say?
One
He's
game.
solid. He just pooped for the Lakers.
We know who Goran Dragic is. We know who Andre Drummond is. What do you want me to
Do
say? For
Marquez,
one game.
do you, Marquez? Do you seriously? You know who he is?
Yes,
Marquez.
I
See, that's
know
why
who
I don't
Goran
like. I don't
Dragic
like the
is.
fakeness. Everybody on this panel that ain't a Bulls fan was trashing their moves, even me.
Yes,
So
they
I'm
were.
still going to trash
let's
them,
not
but
act
what
like
you want
we
me to
know
say?
who
They
that
won
is.
tonight, so I can't trash them.
Y'all can't
No,
admit
you.
when y'all wrong. God damn.
No, not in this situation.
Listen, if you're
No.
wrong, you're wrong, bro. I've been wrong about the Nets. I see the Nets were gonna beat the Pelicans.
I mean,
I was wrong
hey,
about that.
Nico, listen.
Look. I went ahead and apologized because I forgot that Brandon Ingram plays his best basketball against KD.
That's a fact. But
So I was wrong
see,
about that. But when it
I
comes to
say
the
this:
Bulls, I know I'm not wrong. The thing
Yeah,
is,
y'all gonna
you
get
might beat a
he
gentlemen's
looked
sweep
team or
at the
like
two
end of the
here,
year.
Deontay.
but
Gentlemen's
by the
sweep
end
at
of the
the end of the
season,
year,
they'll be in the negatives against top teams, and
right?
they'll be getting swept in the first round.
No, gentlemen's sweep.
Who? Pelicans?
Yeah, maybe the Bulls will be
Nah.
getting gentlemen swept in
Bulls.
the first
Oh,
round.
bro.
We're gonna call you the gentlemen's sweep Bulls the rest of the
They
season
go.
because that's what
That's
you're
why I
gonna
say
do.
when 82 games is over against top teams, they will be under 500,
Mm-hmm.
and especially when Zach LaVine come back, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. DeMar DeRozan and them gonna go back to two-man hero ball. And the
Inefficient
unfortunate
ISO
part
ball.
is, yes, the unfortunate part is, I said this, my Bulls fans, man, because I hate to see y'all go down like this. But I'm
Not
gonna be
me.
having the best time of my life when y'all get swept in that first round.
Right.
That comes down. I mean, that should come down to Billy Donovan putting his fucking foot down, don't you think, Nico?
It
Yeah.
should, but you got
But
two
he's not going
ego-stricken
to.
players.
Right. They're not gonna change.
They're
But
ego-stricken.
like
Mm.
I ain't saying the Bulls gonna win no championship. I just know that a lot of us been trashing them boy about the
But that's what Marvin
games they
said
beat.
though. Marvin said he's gonna win a championship.
I mean, shit. I don't believe it, but if you believe it, cool. I mean, I just feel
It's
like
very delusional, no panic, very delusional.
no, not really. Is I mean, you got to think about it. If y'all trashing somebody team all year saying they can't beat good team, then y'all come into the next season saying the same thing. The first good team they beat, I mean, what you want them to say? Like they prove y'all wrong. He proved y'all wrong. How many unstoppable? I
With
mean,
It's
one
only one
team,
game though,
argue
no
with
panic.
One
about it.
game, one team. What if it was
And
a
You want a
that's just
7 game
7-game
one
series? How
game.
you
cookie?
think it would turn out?
if
No,
they
you
beat the
can't.
Warriors, I will take everything I said back.
No, listen, you right. It was just one game, but y'all say they can't beat no good teams, and they did it. Like
Any
it's
team in the
fine.
NBA can beat any team on any
And that
given night.
I
Yes,
understand that. So
but
when
it's
y'all
just
say they can't beat no good team, it should apply the same way.
look, no panic. But this is how it works. At the end of the season, they're not going to be in the positives against good teams. If
But
you
it's
pull
They're
out
not.
just the good
but
teams
what you
on
ain't
the schedule,
understanding is not about the rest of the season for him. What he's saying is y'all saying he can't kick a 60 yard field goal. He kicked the 60 yard field goal. Now y'all saying I bet you can't do 65. That's what y'all
no.
doing.
The thing is
That's not
this.
the same thing.
No,
That's two
no, it's
It
different
not.
is the
sports.
same thing. It's like y'all
Well, if it
proving
was
y'all
only
saying
one
prove
top
y'all
team, it
thing.
would be like that. But the thing
That's two
is, he has
different
to
sports.
play.
But
They have
okay.
to play at least 7, 8, 9, 10 other top teams.
And
That's
by the
cool.
end,
That's cool. That's cool.
look,
I
if
can
we just
understand
focus
that in
on
that
10
regard.
teams, right? Look, if
No,
we focus on just 10
listen,
teams,
I understand what you're saying, and you're right. They gotta play 7 to 8 wins so we can see it. But at the same time, y'all saying they can't beat no
Blasphemy.
good teams, and they
It's
did that.
just
they get like
small
1 year.
small sample.
No,
Like
what I'm
it's
saying is this, because again, anybody
Yeah,
can
they're
win,
going
right?
crazy over
But
one game, bro. One
right. It's a
game.
no,
small
it's not just
sample.
that. Because we look, let
It's
me
like
let me
they
go
made
no
it
I
feel
no
like
feel
they
pun
good
won
about
intended.
my
the
win, but I'm not
championship.
off to the races just yet.
But
Calm
all right,
feel
this
like
is
they
what I
won
mean
very
to no
Not
pun.
off to the races. He just been pointing out, like, remember y'all say this, and this happened. They
Why are you
gonna get
Yes,
speaking
by the
for
third
Marvin? Why
quarter.
I
don't Marvin
A
understand
speak
that.
whole
for
lot of people
himself?
been saying how trash my team is all summer long, how we was terrible last year. I
I
ain't worried
mean,
about what
but
no
the
fuck nobody
Blazers
But
say.
all right, but
ain't.
look,
Blazers
let's attack the point. The thing is this: when he says that, we have to also put in perspective that when you're playing a top team, yes, the Bulls beat top teams last year, but by
Mhm.
the end of the season, their record wasn't positive against top teams. They beat the Celtics, they beat the 76ers.
Well, let me
They
ask you this.
probably
Let me
beat
ask you this.
yes.
When
Every good
Marvin
team got beat by a bad team last season. My bad. Go ahead, unstoppable.
when Marvin
No
said,
panic.
"Hey, listen, every time y'all come in unstoppable, I don't never correct y'all because I want y'all to think hey, unstoppable just keeps that wrong."
No
But
It's
panic.
just
hey,
a low mic.
No, they
hey,
Unstoppable will
Right,
always be
sounded like
another room away.
no, everybody do
right.
that. I used to it. But listen, damn, when Marvin said that they were gonna beat the Heat, did you in fact say by the third quarter the Heat's gonna win? Like they're gonna be winning by the third quarter?
Yes, I said that, but I had no clue
Okay,
Zach Levine wasn't playing.
okay, but do you see how crazy that sound for you to say? Oh, I would have picked right if I knew their star player wasn't playing.
No,
But it's also
I
factual.
mean, it's the truth.
That's a different dynamic. DeMar DeRozan by itself is the Bulls are better with one of those guys than both.
So can you admit that you were wrong about them losing the game?
I will admit I didn't know Zach Levine was playing.
So would you? Yeah. Can you admit that you was wrong about them losing the game? Yeah, or no.
He just
I
told you
mean,
what his
not
answer
really,
was.
That's
not
not an
really, because
answer.
the thing is,
That's not an answer.
I
That's
made
like
that
me saying
prediction thinking Zach was playing.
no,
He just
either way it goes. Either way it goes. Same thing with
he's
me. I
telling you
made
the
a
same
prediction. I
answer.
made a
That's the
prediction
answer.
that the Nets were going to win by far because I thought Zion ain't been playing. But Zion was playing and they won. I still wrong. So can you admit that you were wrong, regardless of who went on the court? You was wrong that the Bulls was going to get beat.
No, not really. I can't. I only say that because they're not really a good team, but they are better with one guy.
But is it a fact that they win?
Yeah, they won.
Is it
Hey,
a fact that you were wrong?
yeah, it's a fact, but I can't. I'm not. I can't admit that just because of the caveat there.
I'm sure
But
they
it's a
beat
And
good
fact.
technically
teams.
speaking,
I'm
he's not
sure they
wrong
beat.
because
I'm
it's
sure
only
they
one
beat
game.
good
No
teams
panic.
last season. I'm sure they beat
Oh,
good
look,
teams
it's like
last
if you
season.
put a bet on
But in a
somebody and they're
series,
not playing,
nah.
you got to refund the bet.
Right.
No,
Right.
like, listen. I
Didn't the NBA
understand.
just come out with that rule?
Go ahead.
Didn't the NBA just come out with that rule where if the lineup changes at the last minute, you get your bet refunded or some shit like that?
Damn, they come out with a rule like that.
So
Mm.
I
That's
heard.
only smart. Like, damn, he not playing.
I mean, but a
I had
bet is
no
a
clue.
bet.
I thought I heard something like that being either NBA or NFL.
Hey, listen, that'll stop a lot of people
But
from
that,
betting.
but most places do that already though. Like if you have a guy get hurt or injured or he doesn't play,
Right.
they typically are a little lenient with those. But if they play a full game, that's locked in.
That's
But
on
this
your
wasn't a
ass.
bet, right? This wasn't a bet, right?
Well, in my mind, because I like to think I know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Oh,
But
yeah. So you mean to tell me this right here, right? You said a team was not going to win. And in fact, you said that same team was going to lose by the end of the third quarter. That team, in fact, won, and you don't feel like you're wrong at all.
no, because if Zach Levine played, they would have lost.
But you were wrong.
Yeah, you,
This
you
is
got it.
this is
I was wrong.
pretty circular.
But I'm still keeping the caveat. It's an asterisk to me being wrong.
Uh,
Because
Also,
the
let
way,
me get that straight. You think the bubble ring? You think that's legit?
yes,
Why?
because all the top players played. Giannis was there, got his ass whooped. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons was there, got their
Well,
ass whooped.
let me ask you
Kawhi
this.
and
Let me
Paul
ask
was
you
there,
this.
got their ass whooped.
Let
Hmm?
me ask you this. If the season was never delayed and they played on the same scheduling timing for the playoffs and everything, there was never a COVID, would y'all have won that championship? Knowing that AD would have
Yes,
been out at that time, would y'all still win the championship?
for sure, because he would have been back by playoff time.
No, he wasn't. He would have been out. Remember?
When the bubble start,
The bubble start like damn near well, the
August.
because
bubble
they
be
gave
like
him
during
months
summer.
before it even really started.
Hold on, let me look it up. Let me
It
look
was
it up.
like August,
Yeah, like August. And
late
and
as
the
hell.
playoffs usually run like May to June, May to end
They
June, middle of
they
June.
first arrived
Or
July
the middle of
7th.
June. Huh?
They first arrived July 7th.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Let me look this up real quick.
And the championship was awarded like a month before the new season started in
Yeah.
October.
I need to see what Anthony Davis injury was.
I better look it up right now.
His pussy was broken.
Damn.
Oh, come on. But look,
He goes in.
it's
I'm
based
done,
in
bro.
this for me. If the Warriors are not playing, I think that anybody has a chance. If the Warriors are playing, nobody has a chance. So
I
the
know they
I
fact
had
would
a
that
say that.
Steph
4 month
and Clay was
layoff.
out, the Lakers, that's their only ring they're getting, unfortunately. If Steph and Clay was in that bubble, I wouldn't have thought the Lakers was gonna win.
That's likely. That's likely the case.
Yeah, but
But you know,
we got the ring to where, thank God, Steph Curry hurt his hand and Draymond was triple single king, and I'm gonna say, and Klay Thompson was still hurt. The unfortunate part is going into that season, he had tore his Achilles, but at that they probably would have been in the bubble potentially if he was there. It just sucks that well, I wouldn't say it sucks because we got the ring, but those were the only two guys missing from the bubble. Everybody else was there. That's why I counted.
that ring should have a big asterisk in the middle of it.
Let me see who was not there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think, like, other
No,
than the Warriors. I think
as
everybody
long
was there.
yeah, I mean everybody but in the bubble. Everybody in agreed to go into the bubble. But why he's trying to say is 80 with his history of being injured. He was injured around that time. He wouldn't have been able to play at least the first couple of playoff series. Even if we don't want to count out the finals. They had 4 months of a layoff between this when the season ended and the season started up again in the bubble. 4 months for him to be healthy. You really think they would have won the championship if they had 80? You think they would have get to the finals without 80? Because remember now, they almost get taken out by the Nuggets in that same bubble. Well, not almost take out, but the Nuggets played them boy pretty good.
Hold on, I'm trying to get his
80
injury
hit
real
that
quick.
three at the end of one of them games, and that kind of saved y'all a good bit.
So the season, when did it stop?
I want to say, well, I got to look that up,
Man, if you
but I
don't
know
go
it's been a
sit your
4 month
ass down
layoff.
somewhere.
Let me see.
So if they start in July, that means the season ended like in March. They start the season in March. So that's
All
4 months
right.
in July.
So let me look. They announced it on March 11th.
Okay.
So that was already right before the playoffs.
Yep.
So let me get to that timetable for Anthony Davis. So March, that's the third month?
Yeah.
All right. In that third month, Anthony Davis had knee, elbow, elbow, eye. Oh, never mind. The eye was in the playoffs. But
I
the
ain't gonna
elbow,
laugh.
nah, he would have been back.
That boy is an injury prone ass person.
Yeah, no, AD would have been ready for the playoffs. We definitely would have whooped
Okay, this
ass.
is month of March right here. March 1st, knee. March 5th, knee. March 7th, elbow. March 9th, elbow. March 11th, elbow.
Would have
July
been fine.
28th, eye.
Bro, come on
Hey,
now. Chill
listen,
out on
and that's
80.
just March. Going back to February, he had 5 injuries in February, 6, 7 injuries in February alone.
He would have been fine.
I got to see how long his prognosis was. A timeline of Anthony Davis injuries.
Now, if you being honest, it would have been something that would have been lingering for sure. But
And
he
we
did
see how
get fully
AD play
healthy.
when things linger. He get hurt again.
Nah, he played with lingering injuries in the bubble. He stayed out there.
Man, what lingering injuries? He come back pretty healthy to me.
He fucked his Achilles up. And I mean, hold on, it's right there. Let me scroll up a little bit. In the bubble, he had eye, eye, right ankle, ankle, knee, ankle, back. That's crazy. Finger. And then he fucked up his right heel in the finals.
Let me see something real quick. Look at this schedule that year.
He does get a little ticky tacky injuries, but it's because he's a sloppy big man. I don't know. Maybe he needs a stronger core, stronger knee joints, something.
He
But
need
he
a
got that
bubble.
sloppy build.
He need a bubble wrap. He need to just travel with a bubble wrap on.
But man, he more healthy than Kawhi and Paul. I'll take that.
I don't know about more healthy. I'll say he more willing to play than them because Kawhi said the whole season now he don't show he don't really. He said he don't even watch basketball so he can keep the love of basketball going on his mind. So he don't mind just sitting out. AD know, damn, them boy looking at me like I always injured. So let me get out there and try to show something real quick. At least I'll give him that.
Yeah, he still play, and I fuck with him for that one. He is a warrior. I think that's also why he gets hurt. He does play hard. But I do want to add this in there real quick. Because, Marvin came in here ragging on Klay Thompson. You think I forgot about that? I do have to say, Klay Thompson said, again, he'll be on a minutes restriction for about a month. So after that, he's going to be right back to full throttle, playing 30 minutes plus a game, and being in a starting lineup for a majority of the first quarter instead of getting subbed out with 8 minutes left. And then coming back late in the first for a little bit of the second and subbed out, etc. So I didn't know that. It's a lot of things that I don't research, that add some things like the Zach LaVine, for example. I truly don't believe that DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine work well together, simply because when you have two guys that truly think they are the heroes, they play like it. When you only have one out there, then he's able to be a hero and facilitate everybody else. And that's why they're a better team with one or the other, because they both have that mindset of when I'm the guy, I'll get my other guys involved. But we got to put this in there too. I don't know how many bench shots was taken today, but take away 20 shots and add that to Zach LaVine. Whoever else was eating and having a good time, 20 shots taken. You're going instead of shooting 10 times, you're gonna shoot about 5 or maybe 7. Everybody gonna be docked down an extra shot and a half or 2 shots outside of DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. So that's why I don't believe in them as a tandem. Not that they're not good players. We won't hear me say DeMar DeRozan ain't trash. I'm gonna say that he is trash. You just hear me say that he doesn't do well in the playoffs. He's gonna fold
So what's
and
up
he's
with
gonna lose.
I see Klay Thompson apologize for coming at Ronnie 2K. Why what Klay rating us on 2K? I ain't played with the Warriors yet.
Well, his rating is already low, but the problem was he had that his 3-pointer was rated 88, and there's like 5 guys rated 88. Kevin Durant, a couple other niggas, and Steph Curry was like 97. And then he tagged him saying, "Check my resume, bum." And then he showed that he was the second leading scorer from 3-pointers in the playoffs ever, and his percentage throughout his career. So, and then I guess Ronnie 2K just kind of like, I don't know. That nigga think he Hollywood. I don't fuck with him. But he tried to brush it off and, say that Klay is this and that on his little platforms. But he apologized because it ain't that serious. He don't give a fuck. And they probably fixed his rating too. So that's also probably an important part.
Yeah, I
He
wouldn't give
apologized.
Klay an 88. I wouldn't give I would give him the same rating as Kevin Durant. I feel like Kevin Durant more of a rhythm 3-point shooter. So I wouldn't give him the same as Klay. Klay probably should get at least a 92, 93, something like that. But I would take his athletic ability down, his jumping, his speed with the ball. Like you
Only
can
thing
see,
I drop is his driving layup and driving dunk.
I'll drop
He don't do
his
that shit no
perimeter
more.
defense. I'll drop a lot of like he should very well be an 82 overall player at best.
Bro, that's crazy. He was just whooping ass on defense yesterday or whenever they fuck they played. But
Fact.
I mean, the thing is, Klay Thompson said he's getting close to feeling back. Well, he said I actually feel like myself again. So that's why he said the minutes restriction won't be there long. He said last year he was scared to do certain things, but we're gonna see Klay Thompson look like himself, bro. His prime athleticism is not over yet. He's only 32.
I think it is over, and not because his age, just more so because his injuries. Like I don't care who you are, like that it takes something away from you. Getting injured later on in your career, like we see Zach LaVine get injured young in his career, and he still got the same bounce. But when you get injured old in your career, you already damn starting to hear your damn knees cracking, buckle here, and they getting up, just walking. Like it's not far fetched to believe that his prime athletic ability gone. Like it's not. I mean, it ain't far fetched to me.
Only reason I don't believe it is because I ain't gonna front. Modern day technology is so cold, especially for athletes, not for us. If we go with these same injuries to doctors, we're gonna be fucked up. But these athletes, the way I was looking at John Wall with his burst and his speed to the basket, I was proud of him. He still got the quick burst. It ain't as fast, of course,
Yeah,
but
like he
it's
lose some
still
shit too.
fast. Yes, he's still fast though. Klay Thompson was never his game was never predicated on speed. He does the smart things. He get out before everybody else on a rebound. He's the prototypical player that is plug and play anywhere and does well. He didn't rely on his specific athletic ability. He stopped dunking on niggas a long time ago.
I mean,
Last
I
time
see
he,
when I look at his game, I don't look at it more so of him his athletic ability, dunking wise. I look at it like when I see Clay. Of course, you see Clay as a shooter from three. Yeah, you see him running through screens, but like the Clay, I remember like he been your best perimeter defender. You know what I mean? Like
still
that's
is,
the Clay. No, but that no, he ain't. Because that in the case, he wouldn't have issues with Jalen Brown in the finals last year.
but he just said he's finally back to feeling like himself. Last year wasn't himself. In the championship parade, he said, "Y'all let me win with no knee ligaments and a bum Achilles."
I
But he
mean, but
said he
he
feel
ain't
good
like he
right
been
now.
a big factor in the win. Like he just talking because it's like he been part of the Warriors his entire career. When you think about the Warriors, even when you say 4 championships, you think, oh, where the nucleus won 4 championships. But when you take a deep dive in the context of every championship, you can say, oh yeah, well, Kyrie kind of struggled in a couple of those finals, and that last finals, Klay Thompson ain't really been there.
Yeah,
But
you
as
can
a
say that, but
whole,
still he contributed to 3 out of 4 for sure.
yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, I'll give him that. Like, I ain't taking none of that away from him. Like, I would say he been more. I won't say important, but I would say like without him, they wouldn't win none of them championships. Without Steph, they wouldn't win none of them championships. Like he a main player. But the fourth championship, like I can't give it to him.
Yeah, I
I
ain't gonna give
can't
him
say he
credit for
been
that.
like the catalyst for that.
Yeah, I'm not giving him credit for that. I just think that now I'm gonna believe him for his words, and he said he feel like himself, and I look forward to him doing some ecstatic and amazing things this season. Some things that's gonna really get us talking, and I'm just waiting to see that. I
Yeah, I
believe
don't
he's
think we're gonna
capable.
see the old Clay ever again. Like I always say, him and Steph at their very worst, they can be elite catch and shoot players. So
But
they
Clay,
good money.
look, Clay is 32 though. We talking like this ain't modern science.
No, I mean I get Martin Sign, I get that angle, but I mean science can only do but so much. Like you can like all the best surgery in the world. Like even with Kobe, like Kobe ain't like Kobe retired 30 years ago. Kobe retired damn not even a decade ago. So like see he going every way possible to try to get his Achilles right.
In all honesty, Kobe Bryant came in right before the science got real good as
Okay, so
far
what
as his
about what
Achilles
about
surgery.
what about Kevin Durant? Even could Kevin Durant lose a step or two?
But not really, because he never was fast though.
Yeah, but no, his game ain't never predicated on driving and all that. But he also ain't that same KD that we know from KD Warriors from Oklahoma City. Like he got older, yeah, but like you can tell that injury slow him down a bit. Like he's 16, 7 foot. He can pull up over anybody. He can get around anybody that lacking on his speed or lacking just because he's tall. But he ain't the same KD. He can still shoot his ass off, but he ain't the same KD. So like I said with Clay, I don't think KD lose a bunch, but you can tell he lose a step or two.
Yeah, but I don't see Clay as losing too much because when I see him slide his feet on defense, he's still hip to hip to guys. Especially when I seen him play the Lakers and I seen him guard Bron for a couple possessions, hip to hip with him,
I mean,
and
that's
that's what I need to
Braun.
see from Clay.
That's Braun. Braun down lose a step that nobody want to admit. He can still get up there jumping wise, but Braun
No,
still
he been
6'8".
lost a step. I've been saying
He's
that.
6'8". Like if you 6'8" and you still relatively athletic, like you can still look like you flying. It's just when you 6'4" and you lost a step like D Rose or somebody, it looked like yeah he can't get up there no more.
Well, let me go ahead and I'm gonna leave this in the chat for y'all. Look forward to see Klay Thompson doing some great things this year, man. You can put your money on him. When Klay Thompson's minutes restriction is up, look for him to be the guy that you know. He gets steals, he get blocks, he hit threes, he get layups. I'll say this: what he's done more in the later part of his career, I'm talking about last year and now, he dribbles the ball more. He's always dribbled it here and there. You know, niggas watch highlights. I watch just about every game Klay Thompson has played in that I've been able to watch. He dribbles the ball. He don't only have a catch and shoot. He don't only have a post mid range pull up. He got a lot of things in his bag, but he doesn't do too much. He allows Steph Curry to do too much. But this year you will see Klay Thompson do some things, man.
So I see somebody say Clay will be a number 4 option. I don't even think he's the 4th option to be honest with you.
He's only the 4th right now because he's on minutes restriction. And
I don't
even
even
then,
think
he's
he's
not
the
the
4th.
4th option because they look for Klay Thompson. What he got like what? Every time he gets in, they look for him. Every time Klay is in, they try to get him at least 20 touches.
I think if Clay ain't been who Clay been, I think Jordan Poole would already be in that starting position.
Well, I mean, if Klay came back last year and was completely trash, like Klay even said it himself, when y'all get a chance, go ahead and do a little plug real quick. Watch that Klay Thompson interview, TNT. He said last year he would have games where he go 1 for 7, and the next game he goes 7 for 10. He don't feel like that this year. So I take his word. He's a very honorable man. If he says he can do it, that's all I need to hear.
I mean, that's a lot of athletes towards the end of their career now. Like them boys feel like they can do this, that, and the third, but
But
don't
how many of
pan
those
out.
dudes are really champions? Like when Kobe went down and he came back, he knew he wasn't Kobe.
Yeah.
He played though. He knew he wasn't Kobe. Like Klay Thompson is 32 right now. He'll be 33. His prime and the modern science is still just beginning. Niggas got CBD oils, they got stem cells. Trust me, if y'all don't think these players are getting stem cells, you got another thing coming. That's why they look so
Yeah,
good right
I
now.
think that's what Kobe did with his Achilles. He gets stem cells.
But it's different now. The research was only just now really being looked to around that time. Stem cell research now, especially for athletes, not for us. They don't want to help us like that. But for athletes, I remember Adrian Peterson said he got it when he I think was playing for the Redskins. He had burst, he had acceleration, he was quick. Of course, he's not the guy now. He's what about 40 almost. But if you 32 and you stem selling, you got your CBD rollers on your knees, all that shit. You sleeping 10 hours, you look remotely like yourself. And
But I,
Klay Thompson, of course, is held to a high standard because he's the second greatest we ever seen do what he does. So the
but
drop off,
see,
go ahead.
Adrian Peterson different. Like that's why I say like I understand what you're saying about modern medicine and science, but you still got to look at the actual as everything is on a player to player basis. Adrian Peterson had a torn ACL when he went in Minnesota. Everybody thought he would have come back career and over because you see like running backs like Willis McGahee tears ACL and PCL and all that in college, and then he come back and he been like a shell of himself. He's still been a decent running back, but he been a shell of himself. But when you see Adrian Peterson come back, he been like, damn, he the same player. Like he damn near going for 2,000 as soon as he come back. But at the same time, like he a different beast. Like he's a different beast. You can't say that for Klay Thompson. Like Klay
Oh, that's
Thompson
fucked up.
tear ACL, come back, tear something else, come back, and it's like he missed a whole 2 years of basketball.
But
So
he
like his
does look
conditioning
good though,
probably
to
ain't even
me at
where he
least.
need to be at.
And I'll
And
say
he
this.
getting older.
I'll go ahead. My fault.
No, right before this, like he getting older, and I mean his conditioning. People are still trying to get his win under him as far as basketball shit throughout an entire year's time. Cause we had like what 3 seasons in 2 years, damn near. So I mean, he just ain't the type of athlete that I feel like he had enough burst and enough athletic ability that he can lose a tiny bit and we wouldn't notice.
Yeah, that's what I don't notice. If he slowed down a little bit, I still would call it age. That's the thing. If he was slower at 32 than 29, I would still say age. And my thing is, I don't see a drop off that's like, damn, that nigga just trash now. I
No,
don't have that.
I wouldn't even call him trash. I wouldn't even call him trash. I
Or
just
just
feel like,
average. I don't even see him as average still.
I say, at the very worst, him and Steph Curry will always be elite catch and shoot players. Like, they'll never fall off to the point where they unrecognizable, to the point where it's like, damn, like, this player don't even be in the league no more, because they can still shoot. Your jump was the last thing to leave you.
Yeah, no, I see that. I just, I want to give credit to Clay's his full game, because he comes in, he handles the ball. He's been throwing amazing passes. I don't know if anybody's been watching, but Klay Thompson actually got a nice passing ability. I didn't know that. I just thought he threw passes, cool here and there, maybe a pocket. But last year he showed me he's actually an elite passer, and he's been doing it more. He's been handling the ball more, and for him to do that shows me that he's still confident in his athleticism to create. And that's all I need from him, because he does it. They get the job done. He don't have to do too much. He in the system. If he was on the Lakers, it'd probably show a little more. But in this system, you're not gonna see too many blemishes. They play box and one coverage. When somebody blow by Klay Thompson on the top of the at the top of the key, somebody picks up. When somebody blow by Wiggins on the top of the key, somebody picks up. So that's kind of how I see them, to where it might come off like they really don't look like the guys playing like they used to. But even all right, I'll touch on the finals. In the finals, I told people they're gonna have a 4-man rotation. Gary Payton, they're gonna send 4 bodies at each guy, and even Luka Doncic, they're gonna send Klay, Andrew, uh, Gary Payton, and Draymond, and that's exactly what they did. And that's the rotation you have to have, because those are your best defenders. Klay Thompson, he might have lost a step defensively, but he's still better defensively than 99% of NBA players.
I don't know about that.
We're gonna see real soon.
The defense, I feel like defense is like 70% effort. And you mean to tell there's players in this league like that know they ain't gonna get the ball offensively, that know they maybe can't shoot as well, that gonna give you effort defensively, that we gonna look at and say, oh, they can play defense. And you got a lot of players that don't mind playing defense, don't like just playing defense. Like, it used to, like, okay, like, I'll use Lonzo for example. When Lonzo first came to the league, I'm pretty sure Lonzo ain't thought he would have been considered a perimeter defender, a leader, and all that. He came in thinking, I'm gonna be the point guard, I'm gonna run the team. Of course, I'm gonna play some defense, help defense here and there. But he make his bones now playing defensive basketball. I think we got a lot of players coming in the league now that enjoy passing
I'm
and
gonna
enjoy
choke. Hold
playing
on.
defense.
My fault. Water trying to kill me. Hold on.
That's the basketball guard trying to tell you to chill out with that Klay Thompson talk.
All right, my fault. I was gonna say, when Lonzo came in the league, he said he thought he was a pretty good defender. They asked him, because the narrative at that time was, because he got 37 drops on him by De'Aaron Fox, that he wasn't a good defender. They asked him on media day, I think it was Isaiah Thomas. He said, "You think you a good defender?" He's like, "Yeah, I think I'm pretty good." So I mean, even then, even if he didn't say that, I always knew Lonzo was a pretty good defender. Anybody who has a perceptive ability on defense is more than likely a good defender. If you know what somebody is trying to hit you with, and you can predict and beat them to the spot, that's the school of Kobe on defense.
Yeah, like, I
Literally.
never had no doubts about him defensively. Like I said, you 6'5", 6'6", rangy, athletic, got good IQ. Like, you should be a good defender. What I saying is, I'm pretty sure when Lonzo first come in the league, his mindset ain't been like, okay, the type of player I'm gonna be in the league is an elite perimeter defensive player, a three. I can space the floor real good. Like, I'm pretty sure he thought the role he playing now for the Bulls. I'm pretty sure he thought that was gonna be his game coming into the league. He probably thought his game would have been, I'm gonna control the rock. Of course, I'm gonna play some defense because I can play it. I can shoot the ball. I can pull up on people. I can distribute the ball. I can be like kind of like a Magic Johnson, another Magic Johnson. But he make his
Yeah, I mean,
bones
he still can
defensively.
though. Unfortunately,
Yeah, and
just
I'm
not for
like
that
saying,
team.
like, a lot of players now coming into the league, they ain't ashamed, or they understand their role more. They understand, like, it's nothing wrong with coming in the league and just being somebody who can shoot threes and play good defense, because we watch players after players do just that and get good contracts. So that's why you've seen a lot of players like shit with the Pelicans. Herb Jones, he make his bones on defense. He happen to can shoot. You know what I mean? Like you got players like Duncan Robinson. I mean, defensively, he just a big player. Like he is 6'1", 6'6", 6'7". So I mean, he can at least throw his body at somebody, but he can shoot his
Yeah.
ass off. Maybe not as good last year, but he can shoot his ass off. Like players like Matt Struss for Miami, he play hard on defense and he can shoot the three ball. Like players nowadays, they come in the league and they don't care about, oh, I need to be this man. I need to be the man getting the buckets. I need to be the person doing this. Like, hey, I like my highlights passing. I like my highlights playing defense. So why he's saying is like when you look at Klay Thompson, like you can't just say he better than 99% of the league defensively. When you got players that's young, that's in the league, that's already considered not elite, but real good defenders, as opposed to Klay, where he's not a real good defender no more at this point, but he's decent.
I mean, look, the thing is, I think he's real good because he was elite before.
Yeah, he damn
So I
sure
think
was.
right now, yeah, that's why I say he's still a very great defender because he just knows how to play the game of basketball. And whenever you know how to do that with foot speed, you're gonna be elite on defense. A lot of guys, like I give credit to Kawhi Leonard. I seen it tonight. LeBron tried to poke the ball free. He understands how to dribble so well that when Kawhi picks your pocket, if you look at a majority of Kawhi Leonard's highlights, homework for everybody. Look at his defensive highlights. He always picks the ball in the middle of the dribble pattern. Always. Because he knows exactly he can read dribble patterns very well. Klay Thompson reads movement and direction very well. He's not a guy that gets a lot of steals. He's a guy that contests very well because he's always in front of his defender. You're not going to see Klay Thompson really just not in front of his guy. And that's why I consider him pretty elite because most guys will get blown by. Klay Thompson's not a guy to get blown by.
I mean,
Even
he's good.
still.
Why is like this? And I say like I may just be basing my opinion based off of just the finals, and that can be wrong of me, and I need to just wait the season out to see what we got going on. But I watch him in the finals get blown by from Jaylen Brown like over and over, and when he been allowing that, like the reason why the Warriors been struggling, not struggling, because I mean they still ain't out beating them boy in the finals or whatever, but like the reason why they've been having issues at certain points is because once he blow by Klay Thompson, now you got Draymond Green, who also ain't at that level defensively no more. So
No,
now he
he's
getting
taking a step.
exposed.
Like, because he's and his reason that he's less effective on defense is because he's lost a lot of weight. Draymond is at the lightest he's been in his life, so he gets thrown around a bit more. Draymond used to play around a 230, 235 range. He's probably around 220, 215 right now. He lost a lot of weight, and it shows in his ability to play defense. And to respond to Chuck Morris, the Warriors do run plays off the post, probably with Looney. Um, Maybe when Clay is in the post here and there, but not. It's not a lot off the post because they have a lot of guys that can get to the basket, so they keep the lanes clear as clear as they can. And he said to me, the sign of greatness is a finger roll. Who's still finger rolling?
And it, so everybody either damn filet jelly or something or
Yeah,
get
I know
English
some
on the
some filet and
ball.
some jellies, but who finger rolling? That's like 1970s.
Yeah, it's all about that damn English on the ball, like spinning that shit up the backboard now.
Yeah, you know what? People do make a lot more acrobatic layups now. I just think that right now where the league is, as far as its talent, its floor is a pretty good layup. It's only a couple guys not hitting layups consistently, and we know who a lot of those guys are. But
Yeah.
most people have a pretty decent layup finishing package, and that's what I do like. And
Yeah.
I'll say this: Klay Thompson also said for you guys to do your homework. He said he wants to get back in the lane more, get his dunks off more. Because last year we probably seen Klay Thompson dunk the ball like 3 times,
I
realistically.
mean, that first game back, he dunked like 2 times.
Yeah, no, that was nice. And that's like 2 of his 3 times on the season. The rest was layups and shit. Um, I think he said it's the mental hurdle. A lot of these guys are capable. They all 6'6". Well, I won't say they all, but you know what I'm saying. Like they 6'6" monsters, athletic. If you just have base athleticism, you can dunk at 6'6".
Yeah.
So he just wants to get back to doing the things that we know him to be great for. And I want to see that journey. We can critique him now because he didn't have the best playoffs. They didn't have an awful playoffs. He still averaged 20. He still had big games. Game 6 Clay happened like 3 times in the playoffs.
Yeah, for
against
sure. Like, yeah,
Memphis.
I'm about to say that. Like, I ain't got no real questions on him offensively. My whole thing is like, how effective can he be on the game when we know the Clay that helped the Warriors win the championship and your best perimeter defender, and he also been the man that heats up in the fourth quarter. I'm not fourth quarter. He heats up when y'all need him to heat up.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
that's what I look
that's what
from
I look
seeing
at
from
that
him this
as.
year. That's the guy we know. That's the guy we want. Trust me, I'm not here for average Klay Thompson either. I wasn't happy watching this nigga go 1 from 9 from the 3 point line.
Yeah, that
I didn't
was.
like that. But if he do that again this year, I'm gonna have to come pay homage and tell you Klay Thompson is washed.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit that. But right now, I just think that it's too early in his return to say he lost a step for real. I think when people lose a step, you're not that guy no more. And I think Clay can still be that guy.
Now you said that guy. That's kind of the thing that go and he been in the top 75.
No, he didn't make that,
Oh, and I
unfortunately,
see, and I
because he
feel
was
like
out.
that's the that's a good decision for him not to make it because when I see Klay Thompson, I don't see a number one guy. I don't see put him on the Pacers instead of Paul George, and they gonna run up against LeBron and battle him every year. I don't see you put him on the Toronto Raptors instead of DeRozan and they damn battling against LeBron every year. I just don't see that out of him. Not saying he a bad player. I just don't see him as that type of player. So when he
I
get
see
the,
it.
I mean, no, I mean, to each his own. But I just don't see him as a player like that. Like even with Curry, like I can't see Curry going to a team where it's like, okay, we gonna build around you. We gonna get a defensive two guard next to you. We gonna get a nice center, and then we want you to play normal basketball. I see Curry playing this motion offense and thriving off of that. I seen him playing in today's NBA and thriving off of that. But like, I just don't see the Warriors full of players who just like you put them on any team, they're gonna be that guy. Like
You know
you
what?
put
Hold on. I'm gonna throw something at you because this is a conversation I was having on my stream, and I want your opinion on this. Um, I said put Klay Thompson on any of the top 8 teams, and they're contenders. And I was gonna name some of them teams. Do you think the Miami Heat is literally championship contending with Klay Thompson on the team?
I think they championship contender without him, but he will be a good fit with them. I ain't gonna lie.
Like if they had Klay Thompson, they beat the Celtics.
Yeah, because he will be playing more so of a role of a Duncan Robinson who been shooting 40+%. And if you give Clay open shots, you tell him, listen, stay on the floor. We want you to either space, and when you got the open shot, take it. I think he'll boost them a lot more than what's your boy name Duncan Robinson do it. So yeah, I think they'll be a championship. I mean, they already a championship contender team, but I think he will propel them for a championship.
Do you think Klay Thompson off the Warriors on the Celtics makes the Celtics championship winners?
I don't think so.
I think he do.
I don't think they
Just
do.
his presence on
Go
the
ahead.
court makes people have to pay attention to him.
Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, like you already got Jalen Brown, you already got Jason Tatum. At least with the Heats, you got a full roster full of defenders, and you just looking for that one player in the offensive lineup till you can keep Hero on the bench, but also have an offensive like offensive output on the offense and someone who's still gonna play meaningful enough defense. And I think he
Uh,
do that better than what Duncan Robinson can do. I think he shoot better than Duncan Robinson, and I think he put more effort on the defensive side of the ball than Duncan Robinson. I also think he a smarter defender than Duncan Robinson, so he would propel him to a championship. But if you put him on Boston, it's like okay, now you got him on Boston. You got your two mans already. You got your small forward and your shooting guard with Tatum and Brown. Then you got your point guard with Marcus Smart. At that point, you
let's
take
hold on. Let's
your
put the
best
lineup like
defender.
this: Marcus
But
Smart, Clay, Jalen Brown, and then Jason Tatum at the 4. They got Robert
then you
Williams at
take
the
it.
5.
But you taking either Robert Williams out or Horford out. You
Now
take
you keep
Robert
Robert
Williams out.
Williams in. Horford got to come off the bench.
Yeah, but if Horford come off the bench, where's your stability in the post coming at?
Robert Williams is shut down. He shuts down everything in the paint. I didn't want to
No,
say
yeah,
that with him.
defensively, he is your anchor. Horford is a smart defender, but offensively, Horford allow you to do a lot more. Because Tatum ain't gonna play mid post and catch and shoot. He ain't gonna play like that's not his game. Tatum want the ball in his hand, he want to go create. Jalen Brown with the ball in his hand, he won't create. What's his name? Marcus Smart.
he has played catch and shoot, but he ain't a strong 3-point shooter. So now if you throw Klay Thompson in that lineup, now you going smaller. You see what I mean? Like he would kind of mess up what they
But
trying to
Tatum
do.
does play the 4 though.
No, what they do was he technically played a 3, but he plays the 4. I can't really explain it, but like they got Robert Williams that plays the center. When he been hurt, Tatum slides up to the 4. They do got Jason Tatum listed as a power forward. I will give you that. But Horford in the game most of the time. He stopped most of the game at the 4. Then you got Robert Williams at anchor at the center. Then you got the 3, Smart, Brown, and Tatum at the 1, 2, and 3. Because with those 3, that give you a good perimeter defenders. They don't need outside shooting them. Marcus Smart ain't necessarily got to be that person. If Horford knocking down top of the key threes, Tatum can pull up and shoot, or he can create. Jaylen Brown can catch and shoot, and he can create. So, like, I feel like if you put Klay Thompson in there, like, you weaken in their defense because you either got to take a smart defender out like Horford, or you got to take a MVP, a defensive player of the year out like
But
Marcus
who's
Smart.
weak in that lineup though?
What do you mean? I
Clay.
thought defensively he would be the weakest link.
Well, what I'm saying is Marcus Smart, Clay, Jaylen Brown, and what's that? Jason Tatum and Robert Williams. Who's weak in that lineup defensively?
Clay.
Nah, see now this is where we
But like, who you got to
disagree.
play? Who you gonna get to play the post? Who you gonna get to play the post when somebody like
Tatum can
Giannis
play the
come?
4. He playing the 4 right now, as of like
No,
right now.
but do Tatum play defensively on Giannis?
Well, yeah,
Even
right.
if you
Like
slide,
right now, Robert Williams is hurt, right? So they have
yeah, he
in
hurt right
Tatum.
now.
He's gonna play the 4. Horford's at the 5. If he plays Giannis, he's gonna play against Giannis.
But at some point, when Robert Williams come back, that's your defensive anchor. You gonna need him in the game. That's who they want to play at the 5, so they can play the defense that they play. Because they can't play the defense they want to play without Robert Williams. So when he come back, now you got to deal with in the East. You got to deal with Cleveland. They 4 and 5, both of them 7-footers. You deal with the Bucks, both of them 4 and 5, 7-footers. You see what I mean? You play Brooklyn. KD, but damn near 7 foot. Ben Simmons, damn near 7 foot. Claxton at the center, damn, he is 7 foot. It's like all over the East, you're gonna run into problems playing in Boston. So you need that defensive anchor more, so that you need somebody who can just catch and shoot, or somebody who can create shots off the screens and shit like that. So he
I'm
would.
gonna say this: Klay Thompson can guard 1 through 4.
No, he can't.
I've seen him do it.
I mean, he can't guard 1 through 4. Because when you think about 1 through 4 in the East, you thinking about 1 through 4 as in 4 being Giannis, 4 being either Jared Allen or Mobley in Cleveland. Shit, going down the line in the East, like there's a lot of power forwards and stuff. Joel Embiid and well, I mean, they 4 don't really matter because either it's Tobias Harris or what's the boy they just picked up? PJ Tucker. That really don't matter over there, but you want your 4, especially if you got a big man like Embiid, you want your 4 to
Tatum
be able
guarding
to
them
slide
guys.
over. Huh?
Tatum guarding them guys. I don't mean to cut you off, but Tatum guarding guys who are in the 6'9" range. He's 6'9".
No, but see what NBA teams try to do is, yeah, Tatum big enough to play some of these players at the 4, but you don't want to play him against Giannis because offensively you taking away from us the energy that he can put out offensively, and at the same time, like he'll kill Tatum defensively. So what you want to do is you want to put Horford on him, and whenever he makes us move to the basket, then you slide players like Tatum over. Then you slide players like Robert Williams over, he can block the shots and shit like that. So you don't want him primarily being a defender on him.
Well, that
And if
is
you
one
put
team
Clay on
though.
him, like he'll kill Clay.
But that's one specific team, and I said it only because Giannis is a unicorn. Like if they play Porzingis, different, same thing. They're gonna have to play Al Horford on him or something like that. But the Celtics are willing to change their lineups like that.
I
Like
mean,
the Warriors do it all the time, right? When they play against big guys, Draymond not in there guarding the biggest guy.
but see the thing about that is Draymond actually will get down there and do that dirty work. And 2 teams usually play to the scripts of Golden State. Golden State makes teams change how they play against them. You can bring a tall lineup all you want to, but now when they getting all these screens and motion going around the center and all that in these screens, now they can get a mismatch where you got Curry on the center and Curry gonna dance on them or Curry gonna pull up on them. So teams usually play smaller when they play Golden State.
But that's also why I think it works with the Celtics, because once you got too much outside shooting, you're gonna have to switch out somebody.
Yeah, but on the
So
defensive side, you giving up too much because you still got
I
to
don't
hit
think it's
people
enough
up.
for what as much as Klay Thompson bring. Like he's not just a regular catch and shoot player. He can rattle off for 20, 30 a game.
And that's why I say he'll be better for a team that got a full roster full of defensive players instead of a team like Boston where their best defenders are in their starting lineup already. And then you got Grant Williams coming off the bench who can't really score like that. So if you see him coming off the bench for Boston, I can see it. But if you're talking about starting in their lineup, I don't think that'll be a smart way of trying to win the East. And you talk about winning championships, you ain't talking about just competing in the league. You're talking about winning championships. And getting to the championship and winning them is getting through the East.
All right,
Because
so
now
that
you now like the Bucks roll out Giannis, Lopez, Bobby Porters. Like they got a long team at the 4 and 5 spot. So
all right.
so if you put them on, so those two teams you name, Miami, I agree. He do make them a championship contender already, but he made them a championship team. Boston, I don't think he made them a championship team unless he coming off the bench and giving them a 6-man type of look. Now, if you will move over to like what's another top team? Philadelphia.
My fault. No, I got you. I'm gonna go down the line.
I'll go ahead.
It makes the Bucks a championship team.
Yeah.
He made the 76ers a championship team.
I'm gonna say no, only on the strength of James Harden. James Harden being the point guard scares me. I don't think they're gonna use him in the way he need to be used with a James Harden on the court. I don't think James Harden, you spoiling him at this point. I don't
James
think he's
Harden
gonna
love
do the
catch and
right
shoot
thing.
players though.
Huh?
James Harden love catch and shoot players. He don't like guys that dribble the ball.
Yeah, that's true. That's true now. But it's like if you already got your defense scratched out, because you know Embiid can roll out and hit the outside shot too. You give James Harden a lot of space. But I mean, just James Harden, we talking about like we don't know what we getting from the season. We don't know what we be getting from the last couple of seasons. Like he ain't the same player. I know he dropped 35 game one and 31 this game, but even in a losing effort this game. So
That's
it's
when
like
somebody else step up. I say this: James Harden had Eric Gordon looking like an elite catch and shoot guy.
right.
Eric Gordon was rattling off a 30 and a 40 here and there because of James Harden catch and shoot. So that's why I see them potentially as being a championship team, because you got the size and you
I
got
mean, okay,
the
wait. Now that you say that, when I said now that you say that, but like, okay, I can agree with that. I can say they're a championship team. I can say that. Yeah.
So what about the Raptors? It was 48 and 34, fifth seed. I
Not at
think he
all.
makes them a championship team.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at
I
all.
think he do. You put Fred Van Vliet and Klay Thompson as your backcourt. They got that shit with Danny Green.
Nah. See, first of all, like, and this ain't even so much of a knock against Clay as it is against my bias towards. I don't like small guards. I don't like your point guard to be that small. And then when you got Clay coming in there, Clay will make a difference, but Clay ain't gonna make a difference defensively. Because now you gonna want Clay to guard other teams point guards who usually 6'5", 6'6" range. Or in Memphis you playing against what you call him, John Morant. Like I just can't see it. Then you play
Well, let me
Brooklyn.
get that lineup real quick because I don't know who they be running. Oh wait. No, that's actually hold on.
You run
So
into
let's say
Brooklyn, you
this.
know Kyrie over there.
All right, real quick, hold on. Let me get you the lineup. So instead of Gary Trent, because they winning with Gary Trent. So Fred Van Vliet, Klay Thompson, you got Scotty Barnes at your small forward. You got OG Anunoby, who's a solid defender also, and you got Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, that sounds decent. But I just don't believe in a small guard like Van Vliet taking you anywhere deep. I see the same thing about Brunson.
They won though. They got a championship with that. With
No, they
Kyle
got a
Lowry and
championship.
Fred Van Vliet.
But see, when
And
you
they
bring up
ran through the
Kyle
East with
Lowry, you
them.
got to bring up the same thing you bring up when you bring up Chris Paul. Both of them are girthy players. Pause. Them boy ain't
Clay
they
better than
tough.
them on defense.
I mean, I'll give you that, but they tough defenders. So
And
even though
offense
they,
though.
uh,
He better than them on defense and offense.
I mean, depending on what you talk about offensively, like if you just talking about scoring, yeah, I'll give him that over both of them. If you talking about just impact the entire team, I can't give him that over Lowry or Chris Paul.
Hold on, let me see.
And mind you, now when they win the championship, they had Kawhi Leonard.
Yes,
He was their best defender and also their leading scorer. He
he's
was
their best
also the
defender, and
person that
Clay
they
was
could
dropping
turn to in the
28 a
last
game
5
on him.
minutes. Yeah, like they had Pascal Siakam. Like they had a good team. They still got a decent team, to be honest with you. But I just don't think if you
Toronto.
put Clay,
Oh, let me
Clay
throw this
out
at
there,
you.
they
Toronto was
champion.
number 10 in defense last year
All right.
with the niggas they got now. I think
Uh-huh.
Klay Thompson drastically changes. That's what Gary Trent. They was number 10 on defense.
Listen, I don't doubt that he drastically changes. I just don't think they're a championship winning team with Clay.
All right, so hold on, let me get the next team real quick. The Chicago Bulls. I think he makes them a championship team.
Off the bench, yeah. See that why I say it's hard to really do this because it's like off the bench for the Bulls, he'll be perfect. But if you're talking about a healthy Bulls team, I talking about Alonzo there and all that, where he fit that offensively on the offensive side of the ball, or I mean, where do he fit in the starters on the Bulls where you can say, okay, boom, that's what the Bulls need in that position without
They
moving
need a guy who
none of
could
your
take the
starters.
pressure off of him. When DeRozan and Zach LaVine was fucked up, Lonzo Ball was the only dude catching and shooting. Vucevic is all right. But who was the shooting guard? Hold on, let me get the shooting guard real quick.
No, that be your three right there, like Levine, DeRozan, and Lonzo at the three guards. Then you
But
had,
DeRozan plays power forward though, unfortunately.
but they had Javonte Green in there
Yeah, he
at
played
sometimes.
power forward here and there.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is Javonte Green, he can't shoot worth a lick, but he also brings something defensively, energy wise, and defensively he willing to take on them matchups. I wouldn't put
I,
Clay inside inside that position.
I
But if you're
would.
telling me coming off the bench with that Caruso lineup, where Caruso can't shoot as good as people like to make him think he can or whatever, yeah, like coming off the bench, he definitely improves the Bulls' chance of winning the championship. But in that starting lineup, I wouldn't put him in the starting lineup. I feel like he defensively, I ain't saying he trash, but defensively, when you put him out with these lineups that I say he wouldn't make a difference starting with, the position he would have to play is the 4 defensively, because you don't want DeRozan playing the 4 defensively. You want him offensively playing the 4. That would be cool. But usually when they put somebody on the rules, it's not your team's full. It's usually like a wing or a guard down playing the rules.
I can see that for sure. But either way, for me, it's basically if he's on the team, he definitely puts them in the championship conversation. Whether it's starting or off the bench, I think he's that much of a factor. And the next team would be the Nets. I think that they are a solidified championship contender instead of just conversationally
Now, see
with Klay
that's
Thompson on that team.
yeah, I see, and that's why I say with the Nets, I feel like if you start him with the Nets, of course they're a championship team because they're already in the talks as is to be a championship team. So if you add a player, which I feel like they've been missing game one, a shooter, because Seth Curry but no, Joe Harris but no. They ain't had no knockdown 3-ball shooter in the game in game one. And that kind of caused them a lot. So a lot of the shots they take, like Kyrie take, and a lot of shots that Kevin Durant take, but could not double team from the jump, but once he get to his spot, even another man in his face outside of his original defender. But if you got
Especially
Clay out
against the
there,
Celtics.
yeah, so it's like, yeah, if you put him in that starting lineup with the Knicks, they're a championship team. Like they already is one, but that put them over the edge. But like certain teams, I just don't see him fitting in with the starters as much as I see him coming off the bench and still making a difference. It just I can't put him with the starters and say, oh, this is a championship team with teams like with Boston, because now you take away why they even a championship team to start off with, which is their defense, because you were either going to take your smart post player out or you're going to take their
Yeah.
anchor out, and I just can't do that. You know you can't touch the 1, 2, or 3 without Tatum, Brown, and Smart.
So what about the Atlanta Hawks? I think he changes that team. You take out Kevin Herter and plug in Klay Thompson.
No, they ain't got Herter no more. Herter in Sacramento.
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm going off basically last year.
Oh, right.
Those teams will be contenders with just that plug and play for Klay Thompson. Even at his worst, you still would get better production out of Klay Thompson than Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter giving you 13 points, average defense. Klay Thompson's a good defender, giving you 20 points, and also making the right plays. I think
wouldn't
that they
say
beat the
they're a
Miami Heat.
championship team, but they definitely will be a lot better than what they is.
Yeah, like I think they beat the Miami Heat. In the next round, they would have to play what? The Bucks, not the Bucks, the 76ers. I think they could beat the 76ers with Klay Thompson and that Hawks lineup because Trae Young always going off for 30-something. That's expected.
Yeah, I can see
But he
that.
getting you 10 assists with dudes selling his assists. That's
I can see
crazy.
that.
All right, let me go to the West, though. In the West, I think the Suns are a championship lock with Klay Thompson on that team.
I don't think so. And the only reason I say that about the Suns is because, like, I ain't a fan of Devin Booker game. I think Devin Booker is one of them players where he need his dinner table set for him to eat.
Yeah.
So when he do try to do things on his own, I think he one track minded. I don't think he find that Klay Thompson in the corner. I think on the fast break, I don't think he kick it out to Klay Thompson. That's his favorite shot. That
He's
fast
better
break.
at that now, though. I have to give him credit for that. He's much better at finding the open man. I seen him do it yesterday. He's much better at that. But even then, you still got Chris Paul doing that. That's Chris Paul's job.
But see, where the Suns run into the most is when they run into Embiid and Embiid kill Ayton, or they run into Giannis. Like teams like that gonna always get them fits because they ain't big on the inside. Like they ain't no dominant team on the inside. So like if you telling me you putting Klay in their starting lineup, it's like if y'all gotta force somebody out, I ain't feeling it.
That's over. You taking Klay over Jay Crowder, defensively, offensively?
I taking him over Drake Carter offensively.
Jay
But
Crowder,
like I feel like
on defense,
defensively,
he overrated.
I mean, he offensively he wanted him. He damn near PJ Tucker. They go hard on defense. They hit that little corner three. Ayton ain't a dominant inside the paint defender. So your best defenders is you only got one real good defender. If he
Michael Bridges.
If he joined the Phoenix Suns right now, he'll be top 3 defenders on the team. So I'll give him that.
Michael Bridges was a DPOY candidate though.
Yeah, like he'll be your best. Your second best will be maybe Crowder, and your third best will be Klay. But
so
you
at that
can't
time,
put all 3 of them in the starting lineup. So which one?
All right, let's say this: they got starting lineup is I'd rather have Klay at the small forward because Devin Booker need to guard smaller guards. They have I said Paul George. What the fuck? Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Klay Thompson, Michael Bridges, who's coming in and out with Jay Crowder, and they have DeAndre Ayton. I think that's a fit for anybody.
But see, McCall Bridges ain't playing that post with nobody. You asking him to play the post at that point. He a good defender, but only on the perimeter.
But he already played a post. He's a power forward.
Who, McCall Bridges?
Yes. He already played a post.
He played a wing. Crowder played a full.
Well, at that time they had Cam Johnson wasn't solidified, but a lot of those lineups. Cam
Johnson played a full sometime too.
Yeah, so those dudes interchange between the 4. And whatever one you put in is going to be solid at the 4 with because I think Klay Thompson brings a consistent high IQ basketball. No matter what you do, Klay Thompson's not going to fuck you over unless he's taking a stupid shot. That's the most you'll get from him. But everybody do that.
Yeah.
That's why I think that they become championship contenders. And let me see who the number 2 seed is because I forgot. In the West, they got the Grizzlies. I think he made the Grizzlies a championship team.
I can see that. I can see that. Because I mean they got players that can shoot, but it's like they shoot good, but you don't respect them like you would respect a Klay. Yeah. So imagine that much more space for John Morant. Even if Klay ain't scoring 20 points a game for them, Klay, like I said, Klay at least gonna be, even at his worst in the NBA ever in his career, he always gonna be an elite catch-and-shoot player. So yeah, I do think he made them a championship team.
Let me see. That lineup it'd be Ja, it'd be Klay, it'd be what's that nigga? Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks or Brand, they're gonna be interchangeable because they're tough and strong defenders that could be 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And then they got Steven Adams. I think that he changes that.
Yeah.
And then hold on, let me get the third seed. Hold on. Third seed. Oh, that's the Warriors. I think he makes the Dallas Mavericks a goddamn championship team.
See, only reason why I say that because Luca, like this got
Yes.
zero to do with Clay. It's Luca.
But it does because he can't win it without a Klay Thompson.
Yeah, that's true. But I think, and Luca can find an open player. Now I ain't trying to take that away from him, but like it's just something about players like Luca and Harden that I feel like they waste good players and what they do best and take that away from them. Like, yeah, Clay can be that catch and shoot player, but you also want Clay to go around screens. Like he can actually score. Like he ain't a catch and shoot player yet. He can actually score mid range. He can actually score the three ball. He can actually come off screens. He can actually cut to the basket. Like he can do a lot of things. But when you play with a player like Harden and Luka's, like you kind of relegated to just standing around because like if you cut, you might mess up what they're trying to do. That's the only problem I got with Philadelphia and our Mavericks. That's why I'll say I don't think he made them a championship team.
All right, to combat
Like I
that, I
said,
would
that
say
got nothing
this.
to do with Clay. That's all on how the offensive player that got the ball in his hand, the high usage player play.
Well, the only reason I combat it is because I seen him let Spencer Dinwiddie get off. He don't work well with a scoring center like a Porzingis, but he let Spencer get off. He let Jalen Brunson get off for 40 points here and there.
But look how they
So,
getting off though. They ain't Clay game. The way they getting off is not how Clay get off. Clay ain't gonna
but
get the ball in his hand and say, okay, let me create and I'm gonna go pull up on him. Clay game was running behind screens,
he
catch
can
and
though.
shooting, making one or two dribble moves to get to the spot and pull up. Spencer
I would say
Dinwiddie
this.
game
Look,
was more, I'm gonna try to get a basket by any means, but if only can take this, I'm gonna just take the shot. Like Klay Thompson more methodical with his going, as opposed to Spencer Dinwiddie and Brunson just they kind of creating as they're going. That's what kind of separate them from players like Klay Thompson and even Kevin Durant. They methodical with their scoring. They know what they're trying to do. They just need to get to that spot. But Dinwiddie,
well,
them boys just going for what they know for. And if they get an open shot doing that, shit, they good.
yes, I agree with you on that point. And the only way I combat that is by saying this: anybody, and I'm talking about whoever listening now, food for thought. Whenever you feel like, I'll do it. Look at Klay Thompson and them Raptors finals and watch him create his own shot in any way that he wanted it. He got a lot of catch and shoot too. That's part of his game. Klay Thompson will always catch and shoot. But
Mm-hmm.
he was getting them boys off the dribble. It was no more KD. Or watch whenever KD got hurt. Watch every game after that. Klay Thompson was getting buckets however it came, and that's what I liked
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah, because like I
All
said,
right,
the fear of him being able to just pull up from anywhere with a quick release and all that, you gotta respect whatever he doing. Like that's what you gotta do. So if you expecting that and he just hit you with that, I'm going. Like I mean, what can you do? Like you can't really do nothing with that. So he like said, like I respect this game. I just feel like if you want the best out of Clay, don't put him with a point guard like harder than Luca.
all right, I see that. All right, I think that he makes the Utah Jazz of last year a championship team.
Probably yeah. Uh, See, and that's another one where it's not so much Clay why I say no. It's more so because the perimeter defense with Mike Conley,
Take Conley out. Come off the bench, my nigga.
but he can't though because he the point guard. Like you can't have Donovan Mitchell running point. You can't have him
But
running
he,
point. It ain't work. You need a
well,
common veteran presence to run the offense they've been doing. You
he
can't
did
have
before Mike Conley though, and I
yeah,
say that.
but remember now they had other point guards. Like they had a point. They had another two guard masquerading that point.
Well,
I
the
can't
thing
remember
is,
who it
Donovan
was.
Mitchell was mainly the kind of guy he is because he didn't have guys he could dump the ball off too confidently. I seen it a lot of the times he would look off a Bogdan or Bojan Bogdanovic
Yeah.
and maybe whoever the fuck they had at the time. And he would
Um.
look those dudes off.
Yeah. And Joe Ingles, that been the primary ball handler in the offense before Conley get there. And they realize they can't keep relying on him because he a defensive damn liability. So when you got Donovan Mitchell and Conley on the perimeter and they getting blown by and out muscled and shit, and now you got to have your center do that much more work to try to make up for their mistakes. Now it's like if you throw Clay in there, like Clay gonna have to come in
He
for
fixed that
Bogdan
perimeter
Donovan,
defense.
right? And it's
Yeah.
like you swapping them out, but you getting the same type of production really, because Bogdanovich could have shoot his damn self. So it's like he ain't gonna propel him to a championship roster, but I mean they ain't gonna have no slippage.
Well, only reason I pump it up is because the Warriors are a championship team. We can talk about the offense, but the Warriors have always been since on the every championship year. The Warriors are top 3 in defense. They don't have a big lineup.
Yeah. But that's because of
And
Draymond overextending himself. Draymond created a position for a lot of players like a Javonte Green, who's smaller than the size that they play, and they don't have to just be a shooting guard size at 6'5" or 6'4" and need to know how to shoot or need to know how to create. They can just come in there and play their ass off, play hard as a motherfucker, put them at the full, let them
but Clay
battle against
always
big
guards
boys.
Steph, man, too. Steph will guard J.R. Smith. Clay take on Kyrie all game,
And you
and
know
that's
why they do
Kyrie.
that? Because Kyrie been a liability defensively, and they had to hide him so much. Now you can in that regard, you can put him on J.R. Smith, because J.R. Smith ain't blowing by nobody. He ain't trying to do all that. He just want to catch and shoot. So what you do is you put your worst defender on that type of player, and you put your best defender on his player if you need a switch, which would have been Kyrie Irving at the point guard. So that's why that happened like that.
And I think that works for him though with the
Yeah,
offensive output. And
yeah,
when we
beautiful.
got Nuggets at number 6, championship team with Klay Thompson.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah.
And then 7 Timberwolves. I think that he propels them as potential championship contenders. Because Anthony Edwards and Carl, actually, let's say Anthony. Anthony was playing real well. They were in every game they lost. Carl wasn't delivering, but that's why they needed a guy. Klay Thompson on that lineup, they beat the Grizzlies. They need a guy that I can get you 20 and or I can get you 30. And I could do it at a great level too. When you
I
have a
think he
guy like
make
Ant
them
Eds.
better. I think he made them better, just not championship caliber.
And then for the Pelicans, I think he drastically changes that team also. Where CJ McCollum not only has a elite catch and shoot player, but a guy that moves around. And like that's what people don't talk about enough. Klay Thompson don't only move around well through screens. Klay Thompson gets to his spots even without a screen. He know how to do that. And he run the floor well. He spot up well for in transition. Those are the things that are game changing for these teams. That's why everybody wants a Klay Thompson. Everybody's trying to find a wing defender that can shoot the ball at a high clip and don't really need the ball.
To be honest with you, I think with the Pelicans, I think they stay the same. I don't think they get no better, they don't get no worse. And I say that because they got Trey Murphy coming off the bench and he can shoot his ass off. I
But
don't
then
think
you got another guy in the starting lineup, right? I don't know what their
Herb
starting lineup
Jones.
was last year.
Herb
Let me
Jones,
see.
the Herb Jones is their best defender on the perimeter. So you can't take him out the starting lineup. And you
Let's say
don't want him
this.
to play coming off the bench because you want players like that to play around talent. Like one thing I'll give Klay Thompson don't need to play around talent to be productive. But you got a lot of these players that I wouldn't replace him with, like Herb Jones. I wouldn't put Herb Jones on the bench to start him, even though I feel like, Klay Thompson can score better than him. But it's like you can't play a Herb Jones without talent. He got to be
Well,
around other scorers, other creators, like shit like that. Like you can't put him on the bench where he playing around other players on his same caliber. Like you can't bring him up the bench with Trey Murphy and
I think
Devontae
you can with
Graham.
Trey though. But even then, let's say they didn't have Zion at the time. They would
Right.
have CJ running point. They had Klay
Mhm.
Thompson at the guard. And they had
Mhm.
Valanciunas, well not Valanciunas, but Brandon Ingram at the forward.
Mhm.
And I don't know who they had last year at the other forward. Maybe Jackson Hayes or some shit. Uh,
And they had the four. I think they've been running. I know. I don't know exactly who've been running. To be honest with you, I'm gonna just say Trey Murphy. Cause like
yeah,
mind you
somebody
now,
like
like
that just
these,
come in.
yeah, Trey Murphy and Herb Jones ain't no small players. Like them boy, well over 6'6", 6'7", shit like that. Like them boy
Yeah.
taller players. So
Let
it's
me see.
like I mean, it could very well be running them boys.
So last year, I just went to their little lineup real quick. They did have Jackson Hayes in.
Okay.
So they had Herb Jones, they had CJ, Brandon, Jackson Hayes, and Valanciunas. And let me see, they brought in Trey off in that spot also. So I see that working just simply because you have a Jackson who can space the floor as a big and be athletic. You got Ingram, who's at a 4, who's willing to switch, or at a 3, who's willing to switch to a 4, and then you got a guard at the 2 who is not going to get shitted on defense, and also giving you 20. With CJ McCollum, who he wants to dish the ball, but a lot of those guys weren't knocking down shots at a high clip. So that's why I think he changes that team
I mean,
primarily.
even if you do that, to be honest, I still don't think he changed. I don't think they get no better with him on the team. Because I said I think they got players that can do what he do offensively, but they also bring that tenacity defensively. And when I say do what he do offensively, I just talking about like if he is relegated to catch and shoot because Brandon Ingram need the ball in his hand, or because CJ Cullum feel like he need to score a little more, whatever the case may be. Like you got players that can shoot. Like they ain't gotta like they got players that can shoot like Devontae Graham, as bad as people try to trash him, like he can create to a certain extent. Like he ain't no lame duck player offensively. He can also shoot his damn self. Maybe not at a 40% clip, but he can shoot.
I guess also like because I've seen Clay in this situation where it's fuck the screens, fuck all this bullshit, get us 40. He did that against OKC. He wasn't coming off screens all game. That nigga was running the floor, catching the shot, catching the shooting when he had to. That's when he
Talking about
set the
last
playoff
year.
record. Well, I'm saying when they played OKC and they sent Kevin Durant home and Kevin Durant became a Warrior, the
Okay,
year
but see,
he
that's
did
the
that.
old Klay Thompson. I talk like when I think about all
Okay.
these scenarios, I thinking about current day Klay Thompson and what can he bring to a team.
Well, I think he could be all right. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll stay with last year because this year I think he can return back to the guy we know. But if I'm sticking on just what he actually performed with last year, um, that's still a solid 20. I think he played better when you needed him more. That's the thing. I think he realized he wasn't that needed. He just had to do what he had to do. Like for example, the Game 6 Clay thing. When they look for him and everybody's saying, "Hey, we need Clay to get 30 tonight," he went and got it.
Yeah.
Game 6 Clay happened at least 3 times up in the playoffs. But that was the game where they was like, all right, we're looking for you. But the other games mostly was Jordan Poole, Steph Curry, uh, even Andrew Wiggins. So it took a lot of pressure off of him.
Yeah.
But if you rely on him, I think you can get something productive out of him. Hey, Flight need to get on here. I'm tired.
I ain't lying. Hey, listen, I ain't lying. Everybody done jump off. I think I expect to hear Marvin jumping at any time or something. But yeah, I said, I mean, like shit.
Oh, my fault. Let me blow my nose.
Go ahead.
All right, my fault. Hey, even Dex sleep.
And I hate a snoring like maybe damn 30, 45 minutes ago. I'd be like, either Marquez or damn Dix.
Yeah, Dex definitely in his onesie right now. He sleep. Marquez, he faded out. I'm doing it
Right.
for the channel because I fuck with him. So I'm trying
Right.
to create something interesting. Maybe not just about Klay Thompson though. I know niggas they love to rag on my Klay Thompson shit, but
Hey, yeah, Klay Thompson's an odd ass player to have as a favorite player, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's like he is that
I,
dude now. Don't get me wrong, but it's like Klay Thompson ain't the type of player you look at and be like, "Oh, who was your favorite player growing up?" Oh shit, Klay Thompson. But I ain't tripping
look,
because I had like my favorite player was Baron Davis at one point. Everybody to get me on that one.
it became solidified when he dropped 37 in the quarter.
Yeah, like shit. Like I said, like Klay Thompson he that dude, but like when I think about players where somebody would be like, "That's my favorite player," you think about the players that get promoted out there more. Like nowadays players, like the younger players, like John Morant out there more, so I can understand my favorite player, John Morant. When somebody be like, "Oh, my favorite player, Herb Jones," it'll be like, "Really?" Oh, my favorite players, like even like outside of this channel, if somebody would have been like their favorite player, Lonzo Ball, I'll look at them kind of crazy too. Like of all people, Lonzo, your favorite player. Like you mean you just like him as a player, right? But I mean, he said, "Nah." I salute the shit. Like at least you stick to your guns with Clay. I'll give you that.
Well, I was before he was this guy. It went like this, where he was
Yeah,
just scoring like 17, 18 points a game, and
right.
he was doing okay shit. But the year
Yeah,
before that championship year, I think he dropped like 40 in the playoffs. I'm like,
right.
oh shit, that clip that I've been thinking he had is real. Because he always played defense and he always made catch and shoot jumpers.
Yeah,
But toward the playoffs, they put him as all right. This is and they what changed was they also inserted Draymond in the lineup because David Lee was starting at first.
right,
So they
right.
put
Yeah,
Draymond in the lineup and he was just getting Clay and stuff open for the rest of the season. And I love that aspect. I was like, okay, now I'm actually seeing Klay Thompson look like the guy I thought he was. But coming being a Kobe fan, I love two-way players, a guy who can get a
right,
bucket
right.
and play defense. And Steph Curry wasn't that.
Yeah.
But but I saw Steph Curry got the love though. People was like, "Oh, look at him, then light skinned assassin." This isn't even before he was the solidified light skinned assassin. He was already
Mm-hmm.
starting to cut up a little bit, and I was like, "Damn, Clay out there cutting up too, but he ain't getting no love."
Right.
So my thing is, I was like, "All right," I focused on him. I zeroed in on him. I seen him go off a couple games here and there, but it wasn't consistent. Toward the playoffs became consistent. Then it was 2015. Now that's when we seen prime Clay, prime Steph. Well, I'm gonna say prime Clay because he still was growing, but prime Steph and Clay was a good additive. That's when he dropped 20. I'm gonna say 37 in the quarter, and then he also dropped 26 in a quarter. So that was like, oh shit, this nigga's really dangerous if you keep looking for him.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, all right, I gotta sing the praises of Klay Thompson because whenever they give him a chance to be that guy, whenever they said Klay Thompson's the guy tonight, he's delivered. That's what I'm
Right.
getting at. So
Right.
versus it being just, oh, he's in the system, this and that. Nah, he's just playing a role because he's smart. But when you say, fuck it, get out the way, it's Klay time. Every time we've seen that, Klay Thompson has delivered a win and he's did it efficiently. And that's
Yeah.
what I loved about him. He's an unsung hero while playing defense, by the way, while
Yeah,
locking niggas up.
I fuck with Clay. Like I said, like when I watch Clay, yeah, of course you see the scoring aspect of his career. But like
Yeah.
I used to watch him get on the best play on the other team and just lock them boy up outside of Kyrie and just lock them boy up and shit. Like, and I used to be like, damn, like, and then seeing them coming off screens, just waiting them shit. Like you say, dropping 37 in the quarter. Like he remind me of like, damn, like offensively, like I kind of willing to say like shit, he more dangerous than Kobe. Not even though he isn't, like I've been willing to say, like, God damn, like this little motherfucker, yeah. But
He
it be
did
like
drop 40 on Kobe though. Let me make
yeah,
that
I always
clear. He
seem like
dropped
he
40.
can drop it on anybody. That why I say he ain't gonna never get his full props only because the same way I look at the Migos. The Migos is a group. Everybody know. Well, I mean nowadays you kind of know all of them if you follow them, boy. But like Quavo
Man, them
always was
niggas
the
broke
one
up
out
because
there.
somebody fucking somebody girl.
Yeah, shit. And now the Warriors might break out because damn your boy will put hands on everybody that they bring to the team.
Superman punch. And as far as Amigos,
Uh-huh.
I am well versed. I am well versed in Amigos. I
Yeah, it's
definitely
like it's
think
hard to say. It's hard to individually put them in the best ever without just seeing them as a group. So when you look at the Warriors, it's like Steph always gonna get that higher up on the rest of them, but you can't name the top 75 without being like, but Cleveland, Clay should be in them too. Even if he shouldn't even be close to the top 75, you kind of want to throw him in there because you keep thinking about the Warriors dynasty. You know what I mean?
that's
So it's like
facts.
Clay us that dude, and I ain't trying to take nothing away from him. I just feel like like we the same way how I say how I say, but how a lot of people I want to see Kobe and Shaq separate because they want to see if each one of them could do it on their own. It's like you
Yeah.
kind of want to see that with Clay before you put Clay in the light of these other players. And even me with Curry, like everybody was saying, oh, Curry don't win that full ring. He don't put all the doubters behind. Now you got to put Curry on the Mount Rushmore. No, you don't. Like I don't think Curry up there with like LeBron and Kobe and Jordan and all them. I don't even think he top 10. But that because he ain't a good player, just because some fact that I need to see him do this shit. I need to see him do this shit on his own. Like last year wasn't doing that shit on your own. Like even damn near close, but he had emerging
When he did on
players.
his own, he was
He had
playing.
injuries to go through other teams, shit like that. Like, I just need to see. I
He's a
need to see.
play in when he was on his by himself.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, not by
exactly. So it's
himself. It
like,
was everybody minus Clay. He had
yeah. So
Poole
I need to
still.
see
He
him do
had
something.
Draymond. All right, so
I
hold on. Since you playing with that, I'm gonna do the same scenario.
uh,
Does Steph Curry make Heat a championship team? Because I don't think so. If he does, it's because they have good wing defenders. That would be the only reason.
yeah. Like I said, even with Clear, like I would say, I think Clear make them a championship team because they got a team full of wing defenders who they can take the pressure off their actual score. You know what I mean? And he ain't gotta be that best score on. I mean, that best defensive player on the team. He can just go in there and light it up. Same thing with Steph Curry. Like he can go in there and light it up. But if you put him on a team like shit, like how you say with the Hawks, how many Trey Young gonna work? You see what I
Or
mean? Like
even
Steph
before you
ain't.
get there, does he make the Celtics a championship team? I don't think so. Because
Yeah, I
Marcus
think I
Smart got
gotta
to stay in the
respect.
lineup.
See, now
Unless
that's
Marcus
kind of
Smart guarding the guard, though.
that's kind of different. That's kind of different. Cause I'll put Marcus Smart on the bench, no matter how good defense he play. Cause Jalen Brown still can play good ass perimeter defense, and Jason Tatum above average defensively on the perimeter. Then you got the defensive anchor. So I will say he will put out he make them boy a championship team. But if you put him on a team like
What about the
the
Bucks?
Raptors, he gotta make them a championship team because they already a championship team, and all you
I
do is
see
add
that.
in him.
No, I see that.
Right?
76ers? I don't think so.
No, because him and James Harden. James Harden ain't gonna playoff ball, and Kyrie playoff ball, but Kyrie need to be found. Like you can't just be Harden and dribble, 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 dribble. Oh, okay, I'm with him up now. You gotta be looking for Steph. Like a lot, before you go to the next team, like when you look at the Warriors and they running that motion offense, like you gotta understand chemistry itself is their best weapon. When you
Yeah,
see Clay and Steph and Draymond play together, it's like they know what to do for each other.
hmm
Like you
for
can't
sure.
even replace that on another team. It's like they know exactly what each other need in every moment. Like they know how to each other think. So that little nucleus right there will keep things running. And Draymond can control all that. I think if you put Steph on those teams like Philly, I don't think they look for him as much. And I don't, and even with Boston, like shit, I don't think Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum mentally prepared to just be like, okay, let's play off him. Like we can handle the ball, but that's our main goal.
Hold on, let's say this though. Let's say for the 76ers, they allow Steph Curry to ball handle more because he is a ball handler. I still don't see it
Mm,
working because at that point they're gonna be taking turns.
right?
And
Yeah,
that's what I don't think is gonna work there.
yeah. That's what
I
that what
don't
happened with the Nets. They take turns scoring, so it ain't gonna work when you just take a turn. Like it can work for a certain amount of time, but it ain't. You need an actual nucleus. You need a game plan. You need an actual constructed offense of what y'all doing. Like taking turn that shit work with LeBron and Kyrie when they needed them damn points. But I mean shit, I ain't gonna work
yeah, because
all
they did
season
some of the
long
greatest
and
that
the
we seen
playoffs.
ever do that though. That's the craziest thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think he made the Bulls or the Raptors a championship team.
Yeah, I think he met, and I would say those teams, the Raptors definitely not, the Bulls not because, like I said, Clay is an ultimate plug and play player. Like you can plug him in somewhere, and like I said, he can play catch and shoot, and he'll thrive in that. But with Steph is like you can't
That's
just
another dude
put
who
Steph
need the
as a
ball for
catch.
sure.
Yeah, like you definitely got to get him involved in the offense, which means you taking the ball more so out of the Rosen hand, and he can't do what he want to do. So now he less of the player he is. So you really only got Steph Curry. You got a player that can't stretch the floor and DeMar DeRozan, and you got Zach LaVine who empty stats. Like I don't
That's
think
a
they really
fact.
go too much with.
I don't think he make the Nets a championship team either. Too small of a backcourt. You got Patty Mills, Kyrie, and Steph on the same team. Nah. Maybe if Joe Harris was healthy, potentially give him the low level Clay. But
I
the,
I think he do make I think he do make the Nets a better team, and I'll
only
say
because
that
chemistry
because
with KD though.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm about to go at. The chemistry with KD already. Kyrie loved to play off ball. That's his best position is off ball. When he been in Boston, they must play him by trying to put the ball in his hand like he been a de facto point guard. When he played best with a player that controls the ball, like when he been in Cleveland, he had LeBron. He been in Boston his first couple of years. They ain't had no point guard. Durant don't play point guard. They tried with Harden, but Harden don't really want to play point guard. If you
That
bring
nigga was
Clay,
looking
if you bring
miserable.
Clay in there, like I think he'll be straight. I think the boy win the championship.
Well, definitely not the Hawks. That's the top eight.
Yeah,
Fuck the
yeah,
Hawks.
yeah.
That's
That ain't
that's
gonna work out.
LL. I
That
think
ain't
he
gonna
don't
work
make the
out.
Suns a championship team. Fuck no. I
Mm-mm.
think they lose the exact same way with Steph Curry.
Because at that point, you diminishing what Booker brings to the team, in my opinion.
That's a fact. I don't think he make the Grizzlies a championship team.
Because then
Nope.
at that point, John Morant, you gonna look at him like, bro, I understand you want to do your shit. You want to
He don't
dunk
catch
over
and shoot.
everybody in the world, but we got Steph over there.
That's facts. And he's not a great. He can catch and shoot, but he's not a great catch and shoot.
Yeah,
He's like a mid 30s to low 30s catch and shoot guy,
yeah.
and we don't want him doing that. I don't think he make the Mavericks a championship team either. Nope.
Mm-mm. No,
Jazz. Nope.
no.
Nuggets. Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
because
can
you
see
could
the
take.
Nuggets. I can see the Nuggets because the Nuggets they play a system around they power forward just like they do in Golden State with Draymond. So I can
Yes.
see him creating
You could
chaos
take
around
Monte
him and
Morris
all that.
out,
Yep.
my nigga. Put that
Yeah.
nigga on the
Him all
bench.
damn thing.
Barton.
Yeah.
Both them niggas
I,
bench. One of them.
uh-huh.
Timberwolves. Fuck no.
No.
And
They
then
got to get rid
Pelicans.
of
Fuck no.
D'Lo. Yeah,
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
work
yo,
on
you can
Pelicans.
finish the Timberwolves real quick.
Yeah, they got to get rid of D'Lo. Shit, Anthony Edwards gonna have to game. We have to turn into a Wiggins like game, which ain't the best version of
Yeah,
him. Like that shit just ain't gonna work all around. And that's why I say
he's a good
about when
ball
you look
handler
at the best players in history, you got to do exercises just like this to realize, like, damn, like Kyrie considered one of the best players ever, but you put him on certain teams and it really wouldn't work. And it sounds crazy to say, but when you break it down, it's like, yeah, it probably wouldn't work for real. But you look at players like Klay Thompson, like, and that's why I say, like, even though I don't believe he should be in the top 75, I do believe he should be talked about as one of the best as far as like when you think about Jordan and Pippen, or you think about Magic Kareem, like you think about all the Robins and shit like that. Whether you want to say him and Draymond combined as a Robin or him alone as Robin, like I think he can be talked about in that realm because you can put him on a lot of different teams and be like, oh yeah, I mean, shit, he get him a chance to be a championship team. But with Steph, is like you got to reconfigure the whole team around him for it to be a team that you want, that you think will go to a championship team, as opposed to Clay, like you can just plug him damn near as a catch and shoot player.
for
And at
sure.
the same time, like if you look at Steph at his peak and you look at Clay at his peak, you would want a player like Clay if you already got a team that you need a defender and you need a 3-ball shooter. He give you both in the same, as
And a
opposed to
high
Steph,
clip.
he don't give you both.
And I'll say this: I would put him in top 75 because he got records. Like I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
do it if
true.
he was just a dude that was just like skate. Like he. All right, let's say this: if he was a Paul George, you great. We could use you as an A or B. You can get buckets. But Paul George don't have no records.
Mm-mm.
Like Klay Thompson's number 2 all time in 3-pointers made in the playoffs and in
And
the
Paul
finals.
George, to me, I don't trust Paul George in the clutch. He ain't a player I look at and be like, hey, bro, we need this game, so we need you to do this and the third. Like, we don't, like, I honestly, he always do this, but like the last
I
time I
think he
see him in a
clutched though.
clutch moment,
Just throw that in there.
I don't think he clutch. The only reason I don't think he clutch because it's like, in certain moments, I don't see him like come up small. Like the last time I
Yeah,
see
for
him
sure.
clutch moment, like he shoot this ball up the side of the backboard. And then try to
Which is
blink,
legendary.
like it's shit like that that make me look at him like, bro, like what you doing? Like, I mean, you good? Like everything good? Then when I look at him when he playing defense on Dame, I know Dame hit the shot. You
He's got
can't
some
take it
bad
from
luck
him.
with that. That nigga shot a step back 37-footer.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like,
That's crazy.
but then the first time that happened on Paul George, like Paul George don't give up
Exactly. That
couple of
nigga be
like
getting
deep
gamed.
threes like that. So it's like when I think about clutch, I think about the totality of being clutch. Like when I look at Clay, I can't knock Clay. Like when I look at Clay in his prime, if Clay in that must them last 2 seasons, fuck all that. That finals that they been in that Kevin Durant get hurt. If Clay and that going down, they probably would have beat the Toronto Raptors. That's my
Yes, that's a
opinion.
fact. He was cooking that nigga
Yeah,
Paul.
before he
He
get
was
hurt, he
cooking
been cooking.
Kawhi Leonard, my nigga. He had 30
Yeah.
points. He was
I feel
cooking
like
Pascal.
that series, if he and they get hurt and the Warriors that win that championship, that would have been his top 75. You can't even doubt him moment. Like how
It would have been
Steph
his
had the
finals
moment last year.
MVP. I said that was Clay
Yeah.
finals MVP, man. This nigga he went Superman mode, and that's the mode that I've been waiting for. This nigga said, fuck, he said, fuck all this Steph Curry shit. I'm pulling up.
Sure.
And
Like
he was
between
shooting
Steph and
60% from
Clay,
the three.
and the 4 finals that they win, fuck that. And how many finals they been to collectively lost to? They lose.
Yeah,
They
lost
win.
2-6.
They win this. They going to 6, right? Steph Curry ain't show up in that first championship. That been clear. And the collective factors like Iguodala and shit. Then when they lose LeBron in the next year, Steph ain't show up. That third and fourth year with KD, Steph ain't really show up. Steph only show up in one finals. Clay show up in every finals.
If not offensively, defensively. If he gonna suck on offense,
Exactly.
this nigga come in clutch on defense. He gonna get a steal. He gonna get a block. He just do the right
Exactly.
things.
So when I look at the Warriors, it's like I can look at them and I can understand that like Clay is 1/3 of a championship roster. But most people look at him and say Clay is a complimentary piece when it's like, no, like Clay been the engine for a couple of championships outside of the KD one, but he's still been playing better than what Steph been doing. Like Steph come up small in those moments. So when you telling me, oh yeah, last season he won a championship, he get the fourth one, that should shut
That's his
everybody
best
up.
one
It's
by
like, yeah,
far.
that's one. That's
Yeah,
one.
that's why I don't crown him. But I did give him
Yeah.
respect. Like you finally did it. Like
Uh-huh.
I clapped it up for that nigga. Like 46 and you won because he gave you
Yeah.
46 or 47 and you won. He gave you 46 against the
Yeah.
Raptors and lost. And that's the
Yeah.
game Clay was out. Clay played game one. I think they won that one. Clay played game two. I'm gonna say he played some of game two and they injured him. No. He played game two and they injured him and they lost that one. Then they lost game three when Clay didn't play at all, and that's when Steph dropped 46 in the loss. Then they
Right.
came home for game four. Then they went to the road. I'm gonna say what was it, 4 and 5? I don't know how the home and away shit work right now,
I
but
think it's 2-3-2.
point being, yeah, okay, yeah. So they ended up having to defend their home court on the sixth game, and that was the game that Klay Thompson was gonna change the series, force that game seven. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure at that point he's already motivated. Like they can't fucking guard me, bro. And that's
Yeah.
why I seen him say something. In his, cause I got him on Instagram and shit. He posted something like, "I lost 2 years in my prime to some type of play." He basically was saying what I've been saying was it was a dirty play. Danny Green sitting there trying to block a nigga from behind. You never been that guy. Yes, you
Right.
can block the shot here and there, but you really think he was gonna chase this nigga down? It's not like he was coming from the side or he was coming from a position where Clay dunk a certain way or lay up a certain way. No, he went for a straight, easy one hand on the right side of the rim dunk, and this nigga tried to
Mm-hmm.
block him from the back, made him fall awkwardly, fucked his knee up, and then from that, I ain't gonna front, I cried.
I mean, say
I'm
that's
like,
a
oh,
favorite
this
player,
is
like
different.
say,
This is different
yeah.
because he was on Finals MVP pace too. Nigga had 30
Mm-hmm.
in the third quarter, and it was still 6 minutes left in the third. That nigga
Yeah.
was going for a 40-50 piece that night. And no matter he was going to do it, he said it. I didn't want to go home. He said that against when they was playing OKC down 3-1. And he said that again in the finals with the Raptors. I don't want to go home. And he did
Mm-hmm.
whatever it took. And that's when I think that he's one of the greatest players on planet Earth. And that's what made me really be attracted to him as far as his play style, because he don't have to do that every game because he's committed to allowing his team to thrive and sacrificing some of his greatness. Bro, I'm finna call a flight. It's finna be 12. It's finna be 12.
Well, I would get you on the West Coast. You damn 250 over here.
Yeah, like hey, I know you really suffering. And you know this nigga sleep.
Hell yeah.
You know
I
this
know
nigga
he
sleep.
out cold.
Call him on stream. I just need his phone to ring. Phone
Fucking
real quick. Niggas
Dex ass supposed to be the one up. He damn on the West Coast too. Shit. He damn 950 for him. Well shit, no, almost 12 for him too. He should still be up.
he didn't answer. I'm gonna keep riding though. Pause.
But yeah, that been yeah, the heavy pause. But damn fucking clear, like yeah, like but I always I look at it like that been clear finals. Once KD going down, that been clear finals to show everybody like listen, I one of them. Like I him. Like I ain't one of the three. Like I can be one on my own too. Like Steph ain't having a good finals.
That
KD
nigga was
going
shitty.
down.
Steph
Like I
Curry was
said,
shooting like 30% from the field.
yeah. And remember when they when Oklahoma had them boy 3-1. That been Clay
Awful.
Thompson. That Clay Thompson come
Yes.
back on them damn near. That been him by himself. But we don't remember
Literally.
shit like that. We remember the finals and we remember him, Steph Curry changing the game with the three ball or whatever. But we forget, like, no, like Clay be coming up. I mean, not Clay, Steph be coming up small in the finals. Ain't been no
He
knock
really
on him
do.
for no reason.
And that's the main thing, right? I've always noticed that. That's why niggas think I'm a Steph Curry hater. No, I don't hate Steph Curry. I just see that it's not all peachy like niggas make it out to be.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga got some faults, and I need his faults to be recognized. Whenever you
Yeah,
talk about Steph Curry, it's like this is all good. Niggas
yeah,
don't even talk about his defense. He was better on defense last year.
yeah. Like
But let's
he
say for a
bulk out.
majority of his
Yeah,
career.
yeah. He get
Majority
he
of his
got a low
career, he's been
bulk or
shitty
whatever.
on defense. Nobody talks about it. Not enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated that. I'm like, damn, this nigga don't even guard his man. Like, what the fuck? You niggas sitting here
Yeah,
trying to give him credit for everything. Like, nigga, he not hitting shots and he don't play defense. He's a detriment.
exactly. But they ain't want to talk about how every time he played against Kyrie, they had to hide him. And when he did play on Kyrie, Kyrie been cooking him.
That's
Like they don't
facts.
want to talk
Kyrie won
about
the
that.
championship over Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Clay said, I knew I should have just stuck with him. That was his fault in the series in his mind, was I should have stayed with Kyrie. But Kyrie set the screen and got Steph Curry on him, sized that boy up, step
Yeah,
back,
man.
gamer.
Listen, they've been attacking him all season. Once they going down, that been their game plan. No matter what happened, the plan is to get the mismatch, get Clay on. Like, cause I ain't saying that Clay shut down Kyrie or nothing like that. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I understand to a certain extent what you've been saying about like he make him work for that 35 or whatever. I do understand to a certain extent. I just
Nigga,
feel
that's the
like
hardest 35 you'll ever see.
yeah, even though I don't feel like even hard as fuck, but even harder than most people he would have to work for just because he's going against size, somebody smart, somebody who also on the offensive end giving you buckets too. Is like the nigga had momentum and shit like that. Like I get what you're saying, but with Kyrie, it's like, oh yeah, like shit, we gonna get the switch. Oh, I got him. Like Kyrie had no problem. But once he had Kyrie on him, he be like, oh, I don't know my plan. I about to step back the shit out, huh? Boom,
Easily.
game. But
And if
nobody
he
look
pick
at
up,
that and
I'm
say
driving
that's
by
Steph
him.
fault. I mean, that's Steph fault. Everybody look at it like, oh yeah, Kyrie hit the big shot. Yeah, that too. And look who he did him on. That could have been all series. Like them boy, man, listen to mama going 40 piece on them boy for them last couple of games to win that championship.
A
Cause
piece,
cause Steph
literally.
come up short. Steph come
And
up short defensively and offensively. But nobody talks about that series because of what LeBron and Kyrie did was so amazing. Which it was, but it been like, bruh, Steph Curry lose game 7 at home in the finals to some niggas wearing t-shirts. Come on now.
literally. And I'll say this. In that in that series, Steph Curry just started chucking.
Mm-hmm.
Like at some point, he thought like he has the same equal he has now, but he's better at it. I'll
Yeah.
be honest. He could hit a couple more shots in the clutch. It's not clutch, but he more shots in the clutch. And before that nigga was hitting the side of the backboard, nigga was missing all rim, all types of shit. And
Yeah.
that's what it give. The only thing that really changed though, I'm gonna give him credit for this. That boxing one, to where if you get blown by a nigga pickup, that changed his game. Because if you get blown by somebody else is dropping, somebody else rotating, and Steph Curry back on the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what really changed the game. If they ran that against Cleveland, probably could have beat them. But at that time, they were still, man to man and maybe a couple zones here and there. But boxing one has really made them nearly unbeatable because Steph Curry, no matter how you keep trying to attack him, that's why Luka probably had the best chance because he can, whoever you switch him onto or try to help out, he can still get a bucket on him. The
Yeah.
issue is when you got a guy like John Morant, okay, he might have dropped 46, but when he came back home and they put that boxing one on that nigga, and they put Clay, Wiggins, or Draymond on him, and whoever got blown by, he got picked up by Clay, Wiggins, or Draymond, you didn't see another 40 piece. And then he got hurt. That's what people use the excuse as. But no, they just went ahead and switched the defense up. They're going to have it to wherever Ja side on, we setting the defense up like this. If he get by Clay, Draymond picking up. If he get by Draymond, Clay picking up. If he get by Wiggins, Draymond or Clay picking up. That's how it was. They kept the big bodies on him that were willing to play defense. Never was he really on Steph Curry. Steph Curry always on the opposite side. And that's why they start trying to use Dylan Brooks more. And they start trying to use Desmond Bain more. And they were helping, but it's just not enough. You don't have enough firepower to compete with these niggas.
Yeah. And I do realize like Steph got this thing where like he ain't a late game player where like of course like he hit the big shot or whatever like that in the finals last year towards the end of the game to kind of seal it or whatnot. And
Cook real quick, I'm definitely calling flight again. This nigga understand.
but yeah, so damn But with Steph, like he got these times where like, okay, Steph, we need a bucket. And it's like nigga going from having a magnet in a basket to hitting up the side of the room, not hitting rim at all. It's like, damn, like nigga, you supposed to be the best three-point shooter of all time. Like, why you missing so much damn shots now? Like he do got these moments in the end of the game where he just not up. And he like shit. I can't put him up there as no goat. Like you will never hear me mention him and say he on the same level as Kobe and Braun and MJ and Tim Duncan and all that. Like, not doing that. Like hell no. Like even no matter how much they say LeBron don't play defense, at some point LeBron career for a scratch he was playing defense and had the offensive output to prove it. Had to prove it, but to go along with it. Steph Curry ain't never been that. All you can look at Steph Curry and say, oh, he was the greatest shooter of all time. Okay, cool, give him that, but Steph Curry ain't changing
Sleep for
nobody
real.
culture. He ain't got that same nucleus around him, that same chemistry, that same freedom to be who he is and all that shit there. Like, shit, look at Trey Young. Like, Trey Young doing down there the same shit he doing. And they ain't getting them nowhere. That's losing
It's not enough.
basketball.
He got to have
Yeah.
a dude that's there to carry a bit of that slack. And
Uh-huh.
14 points for Kevin Huerter ain't enough.
You need a Klay Thompson.
But that's why I think DeJounte Murray really helps out.
Yeah.
He a
But
dude
can
that's
he heat up like Klay, though? Can he heat up like Klay? That's the
no, I
thing.
don't think Clay is like a one heat up. If you get Clay and he really feeling that shit, GG.
Yeah.
It's that simple. If Clay Thompson is now feeling his shot and he think everything he put up going in, hey, all you got to do is tip your hat off to that guy because
Yeah.
you can't stop me 6'7".
Yeah, like
He,
Once Clay get going and his jumper falling, like it's the same way I look at Kyrie Irving. Like I feel like there's no player that can stop Kyrie Irving other than himself. Like the other game the other night against the Pelicans, ain't nobody shut Kyrie Irving down. Kyrie Irving just been missing a lot of shots. A lot of shots he usually make him miss them. He even had one crazy ass. He did a little spin side step and hit him with his
that little
left from
floater shit, that
yeah,
shit was
like
crazy.
yeah. So it's like when I look at Clay when he hitting, that's how I view his game. Like, oh, if that ball leave his fingertips, that going in. I don't care where he's standing at, that shit going in. So like you got that next to you, of course you able to be Steph Curry. Like I I feel where you coming from when you talk about Klay Thompson. Cause it's like, yeah, I do understand that it's Pete Klay Thompson, but that dude, even if a lot of people don't want to give him that, but I just looking at the reality of him playing right now, and I just don't see that no more. Like I still can see him hitting shots and shit like that. I just can't see him as the same player. Like I gotta actually see it on a game to game basis. Like even the time watching the Warriors play, but like if the Warriors get up by 7, that's game because you know they got to run count the runs in them. You look away for
Yeah,
like 5 seconds. Clay down hit about 13. Fucking Steph got by 12. Draymond damn got about 4 or 5 assists in damn 3 minutes. It's like they just take off, but like I just don't see that no more because they got Jordan Poole in there. His game ain't like Clay. It's like shit. I know. I
hey,
just can't see him being that same player. Even though I would want to see that now, because I look at him like I look at Kyrie and LeBron. Like when them boy retire, we gonna be like, damn boy, like I really must watching them niggas play. Like we really gonna must them boy when they dip. So it's like I want to see that shit again out of them.
hey, I'm fucking around. I'm finna call Dex.
Shit, might as well, cause I about to jump out this shit now. Man, all right, now start the
Yes,
watering. Right.
they don't understand. The eyes is getting crunchy out here.
I ain't lying.
Let me go ahead and call Dex.
All right.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it going with y'all. Dex didn't answer though. Bro, these niggas must been partying or something. But one thing I will do if no panic gone is I'll treat it like I do my stream. I'll be going on monologues and shit. And I'll try to put out some narratives in the NBA right now. Right now I truly believe and I truly see that unless you come in with an elite, dynamic Kevin Durant, Giannis type scorer, this long, lengthy, even Jason Tatum to an extent. But I don't say Jason Tatum because he can't get his buckets off in all situations. He get them off, but he can't get them off in all situations. I think that that's a detriment to playing the Warriors. You can't really do shit against them. I see right now that the Warriors just might. They're my favorites to repeat. They were my favorites last year, and I know I always come with the sentiment that whatever team got number 11 is gonna win. Yeah, that's me saying that jokingly, but honestly, and in all honesty, I'm aware that they have a great system. They got a guy again that I say all the time is dedicated to getting the best shooters on earth to ever play the game, involved in playing defense, and everybody's moving. That's an amazing system. And you plugging and playing the greatest shooters of all time. Only way you can beat that, you got to be a freak athlete that can't be stopped by any means, a la LeBron James. And then you got this little nigga. I'm talking about Lil. He ain't little because he my height, but Kyrie Irving, 6'3", 195, maybe 200. At that time, I'll say 205. He lost weight since then. Kyrie was throwing around 200 pounds and being efficient with 3-point balls, 2-point balls, layups, free throws. Kyrie is a 90% free throw shooter. So you foul him, he's making it. 38, 36, 37, 40% 3-point shooter. Definitely a much higher shooter in the clutch. He missed a lot of his threes early. A lot of teams do. A lot of guys that you see that don't have the highest percentage miss a lot of their shots early in the game. They'll come alive and probably shoot 40, 50% late in the game. They'll probably miss the first four late in the game. They're going to make the last four. Or, it's that ratio is what I'm getting at. That's game changing. That's why LeBron needs a guy like that on his team that could just get off and do what he got to do. And that's also why they beat the Warriors. One dude who's a freaking nature athlete, 6'9", 270. Don't get it fucked up. He not 260. He not 250. He not 240. 270. 6'9". Locomotive. I'm talking about you get in front of him. Good night. You needed that to beat the Warriors. Kevin Durant is somewhat that, but he's not the biggest presence on the inside. You can stop Kevin Durant from getting the inside bucket sometimes. But if LeBron James, his head set, I'm getting a layup right now, or a turnover, he's running full speed in the turnover. And he's definitely, and I mean, hear me out when I say this, definitely scoring on just about every, especially at this timetable, right? 2015, 2016, everything before Lakers. He's scoring at the rim effortlessly. That's a big thing. So, Giannis, and these are the guys I think they could beat the Warriors. Giannis, potentially an Embiid. It's all about matchups. You gotta have style. Styles make fights. Someone like I believe the Suns would have gave them more fits than the Mavericks, even though the Mavericks beat the Suns. Would have given fits inside. If the Mavericks had Porzingis still, would have beat the Warriors because he's just too big. Who else? That's probably about it. Those are like the main biggest guys outside of Jason Tatum. And he had his crack at it. They bust that nigga ass. Pause. And I truly believe that when you're playing that type of basketball, the long, lengthy score of anybody basketball, it's only efficient to a point. You got to have the physicality and the makeup to the plan goes. LeBron James works well when the plan goes out the window. That's one thing I can say. LeBron James, when the plan goes out the window, he's gonna be bigger than you. He's gonna be stronger than you. He's gonna be faster than you. And that's probably the biggest thing for me when it comes to Bron. Bro, I'm finna call a flight one more time though. And then your boy either going, I gotta stream my shit probably, or I don't know, tired. It's gonna be either or though. Because I know in my stream I don't gotta speak the whole time. It's gonna be a little gameplay. I could be quiet, sit here, eyes drowsy, fucked up. Um, what I've learned here is you don't want to have too much airtime. So I try to keep it as solid radio where niggas got something consistently to listen to. That I'm rallying off thoughts consistently. But we gonna call a flight again real quick. Let's see what happens here. I is not answering y'all. So you got me. You got me. And I'm tired. You got me. I'm finna say, I apologize to flight and whoever's still here with me. Your boy is tired. So no panic, jumped up off here. I was on my monologue, but now hear me out. My monologue is now on 3% battery, and I might have to leave. And we're gonna have nothing but radio silence. Niggas gonna hear nothing but what it feel like when I mic on with no one there. But I do appreciate you guys. Subscribe to my channel. Well, let's just say youtube.com/Nico Savage. That's my specific link to share. So when you share me or want to tell anyone about me, it's youtube.com/Nico Savage. You'll find me. I'm trying to get my subs to at least 540. I've been a little stagnant. Either that, I didn't even gain no subs after that Jello video. I was a little surprised. Not that I was looking to gain subs off it. I just thought I was spitting. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was spitting. Maybe I wasn't. I wish somebody would tell me if I'm not spitting sometimes, like say you're wrong, say you're stupid, or not specifically those things, but, critiques. Because the people that do comment support, but I do need feedback that's against me also so that I know where to grow. And, everybody think that they're doing the right thing. So the biggest thing is when you give someone feedback, if they're willing to use that information and grow from it. And that's what I'm willing to do when it comes to content creating. Like add this to the videos, do this to the videos, do this and that. That means you would like to see me do that. Me, I could do anything right now, right? I can make content like PewDiePie, Markiplier, nigga, FYF, anybody. No matter the space, you could do the exact same content, podcasts, etc. But for what I'm doing now, I would like to know what people want to see me take it to next, instead of me just taking someone else's formula. Even if the formula of someone else is wanted by the fans, I'd rather that be said than me just straight minimum. and sucking blood dry like a snake in that situation. So other than that, I'm finna get up off here. Salute to everybody. If you rewatch, you listen to my monologue, I fuck with you. Um, I'm out, man.